get all the theatrics game. One time, function. You know where you at? Long tongue soup. Eglet. But they toxic in this motherfucker, man.
Seen you.
Where the fuck the function?
Bro, my face.
I don't know whether I should like watch the VOD or man, they saying Ty Kwando is gonna be a professor, man. What you going? Oh, snap my mic. Damn. You feel me? Where Jordan used to say, "Do you feel me?" Better my charger, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, Daddy.
You know, that's tough. Hold on. Let me find a vibe before we get this shit started again. Cause it got toxic. I'm gonna record this too. Most deaf. Hold on. 7 foot black guy is crazy to type out. It's the VOD still there though. The VOD is. Oh, okay. I be wondering where the hell he's streaming. Jeez, bro, these ads. Yeah, we gonna watch on that too, cause I got the premium. I don't got time for the ads and all that. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the stream, gangy. Word to the big bird. Say something in the chat if you real.
I love you,
About to get started.
Gemma and 7 foot back.
All right, yeah. All right, so let's get this recording. It's recording. All right. Should I turn the light on though? YouTube. What is up? It's your boy Sleep back with another video. And today we got the update with the whole 7 foot black guy and Virtualgemma. The whole situation where, you know what I'm saying, she was being a little Twitch Karen and all that with the little buzzwords going on Twitter and trying to get this guy out of here. You feel me? Canceled. It wasn't looking good. Now I did get a little skim of the whole call. This is a lengthy call, gang. 2 hours. I said 2 hours. Yeah, it's a 2-hour thing. You feel me? So we gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Maybe we should watch the full 2 hours and put the whole 2 hours there, but it's gonna be a lot. So let's get into it. I honestly don't know how this, if he's edited it or how this is gonna go through his way, but we got the moderator, the mediator, Zeno. You know what I'm saying? He posted the VOD. Twitch VOD got ads on it. We ain't got time for that, so we're gonna get into it. So let's get into it. You feel me? Feel me? Damn, 2-2. We're going for Haiti, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Huh.
Guy are currently waiting for me in ADC right now. Just woke up. Yeah. Y'all fuck with the fit though? Okay.
My man got the whole.
Once we join this call, this is it. So, today, chat, here, I was asked to mediate a conversation between 7-foot black guy and Virtualgemma, where we will sit down.
Like, set the story.
All right. So here we gonna go. Here's the toxicity game. Y'all ready? let me tell you two we live. Let me tell you two we live, gang. All right, ready? Hold on. I think this is where it starts. Go. No, because he's over here talking about clock it. What you doing?
Feel what I'm saying? Yo. Hello.
Yo.
Good afternoon. You guys doing?
Hello.
Man?
How are you?
Today? I'm great. I'm phenomenal. So do you guys have any questions, words y'all would like to begin? Because I got a question for both y'all to kind of like kickstart this thing off. But if you guys have anything you'd like to say that you haven't said already, or any, I don't know, rules you want to set down before we
Well, I had a place to start, but if you want to shoot yours, we can go from there.
Oh yeah.
Wait, I did want to say something real quick. I want to say something. Okay. I do want to say, I want to preface this. Me and Gemma already spoke about this, and also Gemma, I just want to let you know, like, preface this. I genuinely have no intention of saying your name incorrect. I just mispronounce it. Like, so if I ever do mispronounce it, please don't take it. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I have a very unique name, and it that happens to me too. Like, I don't share my personal.
Tell us what AJ stands for.
I can't tell y'all. It's just too personal.
Government
Like,
name.
it's just too personal. Like, there's literally like 3 people in the world with this name, so I feel like it's just too easy, you know.
Oh, okay, first.
Yeah. Like I said, though, I'm a junior and everything. It's like my dad, so
Yeah.
it's a family name. But like I said,
I see. It's something
Yeah.
junior. Yeah. Okay. Don't share that.
okay.
Don't share that.
Yeah. That's why I just tell people to call me AJ. But like I said,
Oh, so he's AJ.
me and Gemma already spoke about this, you know. But I want to make sure, you know, we all do have a pretty big platform, so I want to make sure that we're all aware. I have about 400 viewers right now by myself. I want to make sure that they understand. Any shit talking, we're not personally attacking nobody. We're here to have a conversation. Even if the conversation does not go well, worst case scenario, we are still going to be civil human beings.
Keep it cordial.
I've already had to ban a couple people. Keep it cordial. You feel me?
Exactly.
And this is, at least we're having a conversation, but I want to make it clear, like, we're
Yo,
not tolerating
chat,
no bullshit.
if you're
Okay?
sexist, if you're racist, just go
agree.
ahead and come out right now so we can get you going.
I just wanted to make sure.
Say what you need to say. Get your little moment of shine so I can get you the fuck out of here. My mods are on
Alrighty,
time.
can I just clear
Now,
something
peep
up?
though. You see what they're doing, right? Because he was doing the same thing. Anything that chat was saying that was crazy and out of pocket, they got him out of there. They banned him. They kicked him out. Whatever they had to do. You see, he's doing the same thing. I watched the VOD, the beginning of the VOD for 7-foot. AJ, I'm not finna be saying that. I'm sorry. I'm not referring to anybody as 7-foot black guy. I'm not. Or 7-foot. I was about to just say 7-foot. It even sounds even crazier. So yeah, we're not doing that. But you see how they moderating, like, yo, y'all go ahead and say some crazy stuff. Y'all can get going. You feel me? Keep that in mind. Keep that
How
in
old are
mind.
you?
I'm 17.
Oh, you're still
17,
17?
talking to it.
Someone said you
Yeah.
turned 18 recently.
She like
Not
no,
true.
ain't she 30?
No, my birthday's in August.
Oh, okay. So in 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Zeno, what did you want to add something? Before we...
Okay, so obviously I have a question for both of y'all, but ladies first, of course. Gemma, what are your expectations or your end goal for by the end of this conversation completely? Like what do you think you want by the end of everything? To that would be the best to settle.
So the reason, obviously,
Also keep this in mind, because the intentions or the end goal wasn't really clear. It was more like a gaslight. But I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna learn y'all something. Listen, in this video, y'all gonna learn what manipulation and gaslighting looks like, so you can manipulate before you can manipulate. Hold on, I'm messing up my own shit. Damn, hold on. Restart. So you can manipulate before you get manipulated by the manipulator. And she, in this case, is the manipulator, because watch how she spin it. You can't spin me.
because of this viral video, right?
In depth.
A lot
Let's
has
go.
happened since that viral video, but I definitely want to go from the beginning.
I
and
just
get,
moved
like,
my face cam. You gonna move it to the same side,
reasoning
gang. What's up?
behind certain things from AJ.
Yeah.
Like, I just have questions, you know, unanswered questions from my community, unanswered questions from myself, and I just want to like set the story straight on, you know, like why the video was made and stuff like that. And I know we initiated a conversation the other day in 7foot's chat, but it'd be nice to actually chat because it's harder over text.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think also what's very important is for us to have a look at the bigger picture and see like how we're going to move forward, because we're both obviously, all three of us actually are content creators in the same space.
Yeah.
So I think if we can come to some sort of like, it sounds so silly and like serious, a conflict resolution, you know, something just to like move forward. Because I mean, I genuinely do not think that AJ is a terrible human being. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think that of you, and I would assume that you also want to have like a positive ending to the story. If that
Brody,
makes
Absolutely. You know,
been a while, gang.
I'm very open-minded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to.
Just to catch you up if you aren't aware already. Remember that last video that we watched with the whole, you know what I'm saying, Marvel Rivals situation? Yeah, it got sticky. Where is my chat? You know what? It's cool for now, because, you know what I'm saying, last time, y'all didn't tell me that my chat box was, like, taking up most of the screen, gang. I was looking crazy. You feel me? But yeah, basically, this whole interaction right here gets crazy. But the thing is, it's 2 hours, and I don't know how to go about it. I could make a actual video on it, but y'all would have to wait an extra 2 days, because that's a lot to edit, and then to... like a commentary video is kind of like you need a lot of assets to put into the video, so that takes time. So we doing just a raw deep dive on a live channel. You feel me?
Take the spotlight or anything.
Gotcha.
But,
do you want to answer the question?
Oh yeah,
same question?
vice versa. Same thing for you, 7foot. What do you expect by the end of this call?
Hope your week is going well, though.
My end goal,
You know what
like,
I'm saying?
listen, I've always been this kind of person. This is just how I was raised. This might not be the best analogy, but
yeah,
my mom and my father, like growing up, I was just raised. Even
It's a
if
slow
you don't
start.
like someone or you have a problem with someone, like it's never okay to say something rude to someone who you once cared about or
I don't
loved
know
or
where the
had
correlation with
care
this
for,
situation is,
right?
though.
So let's say you're ending a friendship with a really close friend of yours, and before you guys stop being friends, you say something really mean that's hurtful. You know what I mean? Like that. I've been raised not to say hurtful things to people. Like even if you really do feel disrespected or anything, like I make sure that I keep everything positive, and I just try not to like. I find,
bro, I'm not gonna lie. How old do you think bro is that's speaking right now? Not the one in the face cam, but the one that's talking right now. I'll give you a little bit if you want to respond. You know what I'm saying? He's 17, bro. Right? So he's 17. We're just gonna say Virtualgemma is 30, right? It seems like it's switched. It seems like he's 30 and she's 17 the way this shit went, bro. Yeah, I shit you not,
personal
bro. It was
attacks
bad.
is just like, for me, I will never like go to that length. I feel
All right,
like
he's chatting, bro.
resolving this
Streamer on the front, and it had me tagged in the description.
Okay.
Okay.
First question.
So
yeah, Gemma, take it away. Said you had something.
yeah, to begin, just to bring everyone back to the other day, I think it was 2 days ago when I popped into your chat, just because I can't remember what it was you were saying on stream, but I wanted to just like interject and actually have a little dialogue with you, and I'm glad I did, because it got us to kind of have this call.
Yeah, that was a really good conversation, by the way.
Yeah, I think so too. And I realized, you know, there's definitely a lot more to your side of things, and I definitely want to hear everything. So just to bring it back to that,
You see, one day our chat gonna
I
look
think
like
it
this,
started
though.
from the
Word.
conversation of like,
I gotta go
you
ahead
know,
and be on
what
TikTok,
drove you to
I ain't
make the
gonna lie.
video, and specifically whether or not you think I'm a toxic streamer. Because obviously the video that you posted that went viral said toxic streamer on the front, and it had me tagged in the description.
Okay. What's the
So-
question?
So you're asking,
I'm
That's
asking
good
basically, do
questions.
you actually
That's
genuinely
great
believe
questions.
in your heart of hearts I'm like a toxic streamer?
Okay.
So, okay, I'll say, through our interactions over the past couple days, I will say that I think, I would say my viewpoint has definitely changed. I wouldn't say that I think you are a toxic streamer. I think if I could rework that video now, I would change it based on what I know now about you and your willingness to talk and everything, and how you like truly felt. I would reword that video to streamer who made a toxic statement. Does that make sense? Like I because directly
Yeah.
I get what you mean. I get what you
linking
mean.
that, directly linking that with
Now there is a difference. But keep watching. Let's keep watching.
toxicity, like
So
that's
somebody
truly how
that
I
did a
felt in the
toxic
moment.
thing.
Damn,
I see,
2
I
minutes,
see.
2
I'm
hours
not
and
gonna sit
30
here and act like I didn't.
minutes.
You're not a
is
toxic
crazy,
person.
bro.
You're not a bad person.
But
You just did
now
a
that we're
bad
willing to have a
thing.
conversation with each other and everything, and we've kind of like sat down. Like I can see.
All right, so
your
he
point
wasn't
of view
clocking
more,
it. He was just snapping
and-
his fingers, and it looked like that.
What
I
is Zeno even
still
doing
do
here?
think, like
I was asked to be here.
regardless of intention, regardless of whether or not it was about people who don't switch, I still find that to be toxic. Like I think that's a toxic
Random
statement,
kid.
but yeah, no, genuinely right now in my heart, no, I don't believe you're a toxic streamer. I just think you're a streamer who made a toxic statement.
He's the random, the kid nobody
But I
invited.
did definitely feel
Alright,
like
bro.
that before.
Zeno just doing shit. All right, bro.
I ain't gonna lie,
Okay.
bro. Niggas talking
So-
too much. I can't hear.
What I said
fuck
about
that
Jeff and
nigga,
Spidey throwers, the ones that don't switch, you think that's like inherently very toxic?
Okay, the thing is the don't switch part I can understand, right?
That don't.
Nobody
switch.
likes throwers. And
Sorry, just to interject, I'd like to clarify. Do you believe I was talking specifically about the ones that don't switch, or all Jeff and Spidey players in general?
it's hard to say because
it is in the first 3 seconds of your viral video, the first one.
yeah. So it is hard to say because when you spoke about it, you started by saying
Should we just watch the Twitch VOD? Cause I'm getting distracted. Like, oh, I don't know whether you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just that I'm not subbed up to the what you call it, to his channel, so I got ads on his shit. You know what I'm saying? You see, you got ads. But yeah, though, basically what she's saying is, I really need to fix that. Jeez. Basically what she's saying is that the video that he made, he put a clip chopped up for the intro and not putting the whole saying of what she said in the intro. Shorty, it's called a hook. I know you don't do YouTube for real. You just do the TikToks, but that's how it works. When you do an intro to a drama series and stuff like that, usually these commentators, you know what I'm saying, they'll put the little, like, a quick little rundown of what's to come in the video, but he didn't leave it out. So there's that. So yeah, hold on. Jeez Louise, man. I really need to fix that. But yeah,
when I have something to say, I make sure that I have the evidence to back it up. Do you understand what I mean?
let's just start
You
here.
understand what I mean? It's one of those things where I'm very, very
Or maybe we should go back because
About anyone?
Yep.
Just a reminder.
I just spoke about that on stream. I just made that very
Okay,
clear.
good.
Yep,
Because in my
perfect.
announcements and stuff, I was like, "There's no."
For misunderstanding. This isn't drama farming, guys. I'm having a conversation. This is the whole point, is to end me.
oh, he's
Where
waiting.
did you wanna? What did you wanna add something before we?
If I ever do mispronounce
okay.
it, please don't take it.
Thing
We
just to,
gotta
like,
hold on.
move
We gotta catch up.
And I realized, there's definitely a lot more to your side of things, and I definitely want to hear with you feeling that I attacked you. Absolutely.
How I
Alright.
felt.
Sorry. Just to interject, I'd like to clarify. Do you believe
Alright.
I was talking specifically about the ones that don't switch, or all Jeff and Spidey players in general?
It's hard to say
it is,
because
it is in the first 3 seconds of your viral video, the first one.
yeah.
That's the thing.
So
We're showing
it
them
is
how
hard to say
YouTube works,
because
man. She be on that TikTok.
when you
shit, that's
spoke
that.
about it, you started by saying I don't like Jeff, or I hate Jeff and Spidey players as people, and then you added
then
more
I
context.
clarified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then over the next like couple days and over the next like just in general, when you spoke about it, you didn't add that who don't switch in there, and it feels like
He's saying feels. It's not
that's
facts.
exactly how it feels. It feels like it was a toxic statement that
And
even if
AJ, if you don't mind if I interject, you also it was like
Is the
thing
volume
with it, Gemma, that I
straight?
noticed was that it seemed indirectly
'Cause his
targeted
is low.
at AJ because he was the Jeff that quote unquote was like wouldn't swap, or just the Jeff in general. So like from his perspective, it came off instantly as toxic because it felt less like you hated
I
general
see.
Jeff
So
not swapping
so
players,
when
but-
so after the
Yeah.
game I had with him where he was on Jeff and I ranted on about Jeffs and Spideys that don't switch.
Yeah.
He did you feel like I was directly talking to you when I said that face?
All right, man. Let's be honest, bro. If me and you are having a basketball game and we're on the same team, and I'm a 3-point shooter, I've been shooting threes most of the game, and we are having a little toboggle during the game, and maybe it's an off game to where I'm not making as many threes as I usually do. You know what I'm saying? And instead of me not adjusting, I'm still trying to find my rhythm and keep shooting, right? But it's not working. Let's say it's like a 2K game, right? And we're in the tournament. Intermission, you mute yourself, you know what I'm saying? And now you're talking to your chat and you're like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I hate those people who are 3-point shooters and can't make a 3 to save their life. And then they see that they're not making it and they just don't stop shooting, bro. They just don't stop shooting. Who would you think that person is talking about? Me, right? And it's common sense at this point.
Yeah, life stuff, blah blah blah.
No, definitely, I felt like you were. It was one of those things where
Like that's not a general.
I don't want to say
it's
guilty
too
by
coincidental
association because that's not the right way to use that phrase. But you were aware, like I was a streamer on your team. Your chat was telling you I
didn't
made.
know. I didn't know. Just to clarify, I didn't know
Halftime.
you. I didn't know what you look like. I didn't know anything about your content. I didn't know anything about your stream. I didn't look you up.
Yeah.
So
Like-
just to clarify, for that sake, I was in my heart of hearts generalizing to throwers, and I genuinely was not personally attacking you. And I can appreciate and empathize with you feeling that I attacked you. Absolutely, your feelings are completely valid. But just to clarify, I was
Where my
not
mind's
personally
at, bro. I know
attacking
one's
you.
watching the World
Okay.
Cup right
And-
now.
But if that's the way you felt at the time, that's completely
Where's
valid.
Smitty at?
Yeah, like that's how I felt at the time, and I can understand that that's where you're coming from. Like you weren't intentionally trying to personally attack me. You were,
Because I
generalizing
also
it to
said
throwers.
Spideys, right?
Yeah. And we had because
Yeah.
we were running Jeff and Spider.
Hey, he's
Man.
very
So,
well
like,
spoken for
it
a
just felt
17-year-old. I'll tell
the
you that.
entire situation. I will say, I think chats definitely instigate because I don't know. I know like you
Niggas
and I
got a
both
whole
stream on TikTok, and I
Subway
know you
Surfer
know
in the
that
background, yeah.
TikTok chat compared to Twitch, every streamer knows TikTok chat is
awful, yeah.
yeah. No, we all know that. We all know that. So
y'all gotta figure it out, TikTok. You
Exactly.
actually have to figure it out. Like honestly, you need to stop.
So with that being said, like I'm not even reading my chat right now because I already know if I look over, they're just gonna be on some stupid stuff, just trying to instigate. But I will say, like people coming to my chat, letting me know, because the thing is, the algorithm. I feel like the algorithm knows what it's doing,
Bro, what's
right?
on my chair, bro?
It
Sure.
It's
like
touching me.
you and I are in a game together, and our lives are underneath each other. I'm not even
I
joking.
bet.
Like
See ya. Be easy, gang.
it's really
it probably
weird.
does know though.
It-
It's like
no,
the
it's-
exact same content, 'cause it's the
exactly.
same game, and then it repeats that.
It's weird. So I have people coming in my chat, and it's like I feel like there's no amount of context that like you're clearing it up now. I'll say like definitely I can understand your angle.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna
I just
stream
think
6:30.
that statement that was made,
6:30 p.m.
it's-
EST.
it was generalized towards me. And I do want to say that statement, it was made in the middle of the game. So I'm just hearing from my chat, like people that are watching your stream come to my stream and they're like, dude, she's talking hella shit right now, bro. She said that
Betsky.
Jeff and Spidey's are terrible people, this and that. Now, I will say a lot of my content is like all my content is not rage bait. You know what I mean? And I will say when I do quote unquote rage bait on TikTok, it's usually for the purpose of turning a bad situation into something funny that I can turn into content, because then again, this is how I pay the bills. You know what I mean? And it's like if I have a teammate on my team, like a thrower, for example, instead of just sitting there reporting him and just trying to surrender all game and not even trying the first round, like I'm gonna sit there and like I have a video right now. It's like getting pretty good views where I was like coordinating with my thrower, telling him how to play Black Widow and stuff, and I was motivating him to play well. Like, and it was just a funny situation, and that's kind of how I work when it comes to quote unquote rage baiting, right? But I felt like when I heard that you were talking crap and stuff, I definitely could have had more context, but I still do think like the statement that was made overall, I don't agree with it. I think it was rooted in toxicity. And I feel like there's like, even though you added context to it, there's still no amount of context that changes what was said. You know what I mean? It's like, it's still a toxic statement. And if every single time you spoke about the Spidey and the Jeff players, if you did like make sure that you included the don't switch part every single time, I feel like it would be different. But there's a lot of, there's a lot of,
just on that, my thought process there is I already said the ones that don't switch, and I complain about throwers literally every single day. So like when I'm talking to my chat, they do know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
because I literally mention it every day. So again, the lack of context there, I think, is maybe an issue.
But see, I get it, but that context don't really like. I get what you're saying, but you see, I'm gonna say that once because I'm not gonna keep saying it because after a while you just start wilding. It still don't change nothing. I'm sorry. It don't. Because at the same time, it's like, we just got off a match, and I'm Jeff. And now you're talking about how you hate Jeff players as people. After complaining about me not switching and being on my team. Being on my team and me not switching. Which I wouldn't be considered a thrower because we won the game, but it's like,
sure.
Yeah, I understand. Now I will say, even though you say, you talk to your chat about it, when you post like videos that indirectly say that you hit them as people instead of the ones that don't switch as people, it leaves that same, I guess, missing place for context. Like your chat understands, but videos are going up where the same thing is not being expressed. And
my chat box.
You're like in your Discord server, like you're not clarifying that. And like I said, that's to your community, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt there. Like I can understand, they understand the full context. You feel like you don't need to add the extra words with them. You know what I mean? Because they understand what you're trying to say. But I at the same time feel like that's also that's important. Like if you truly feel like you don't hate the ones, if you truly feel like you only hit the ones that don't switch, then why not bring that up every single time you talk about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I low-key do like most of the time, but I get it. Like if you don't hear it, then that's a miscom. Because obviously right before I actually got in that game with you, I had Kaizen throw 2 of my games. Sorry to mention, I don't hate Kaizen. I really think he is funny, but he did come in and actually genuinely throw my game. Like he picked like a 3rd tank because his chat redeemed something. Anyway, so that was like a couple days before, and that's where the Spidey came in. So like it was just like repetitive, like Spidey and Jeff stuff.
Yeah, I get it. What is it called? Recency bias? I don't know if that's the right.
Yeah,
that's but like
a good one.
Yeah, like you're frustrated. You've had like, let's say you play 4 games in a row.
You can resonate with being frustrated in Marvel
Absolutely. Like for a while, I used to get very frustrated at Rivals, and for me, it's just the way I run my streams. Even if I'm angry at Rivals or mad, like I truly, I don't like expressing that energy, and I just think if you're having a terrible day,
wholesome kid, I guess.
I don't think you should ever take it out on people, because
my boy PR trained to
the way I've grown up, like when I was little, I was just raised not to. You never know what somebody else has going on. The guy that didn't hold the door for you. My grandma gave me this example. She told me some guy didn't hold a door for her one time, and she got disappointed because she had a bunch of stuff in her hands. And come to find out, this dude literally just walked out of the doctor's office and got diagnosed with cancer.
Grandma,
and you never know.
How do you even find that out?
What people have going on. So
how would you know?
Your anger out, you're frustrated, but you should never speak to people like that. I don't agree with that way of not necessarily moving, but just speaking. Like,
sorry, do you think that I spoke to you when I was talking to my stream in private?
No, not directly. I'm saying in general.
Okay.
Like you said like we all get frustrated on Marvel Rivals. Like I understand that, but at the same time, I still won't like just not necessarily disrespect, but just like take that anger or frustration out on my teammates. Like I find that being able to do that.
But I didn't. Sorry, I just want to clarify because the way you're phrasing this sounds like you're saying I took it out on my teammates when I muted you.
You see it as that, but then I do remember a clip where you was yelling because you weren't getting healed, and then he started yelling, but then he's like, "Hey, we trying to listen to what was it, Ariana Grande? You killing the vibe," and you felt some type of way.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about this game.
I don't think I spoke to you.
I'm just talking about in general.
Game afterwards?
No, not. This is not an interaction with you and I. I'm talking about
generally. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't preface you. I will say, like when I made that video, I didn't preface you as a toxic streamer just based on me and your and I's interaction. It was based on other things that I've seen, and like the way you conduct yourself in other competitive matches. It just feels like there is a not necessary. I don't want to say toxic bias, but I don't think that's the right way to put it. But I just notice toxicity and like the frustration of the game comes out to the teammates, and I can understand like when emotions are high. Like that's how I felt during the tournament. Like I wanted to make sure I was being respectful to everybody, but like I was locked in. Like I was trying to win my money and I was focused, you know, and that might have come off in my tone. But yeah, I just want to make sure like I can't necessarily explain. I forgot where we even started here.
Sorry, you said that the reason it was titled Toxic Streamer was based off other stuff as well. So just going back to earlier, you said earlier we started this conversation. You said you don't think I'm a toxic streamer, but you said if you could change it back to like if you could change it now, you would change it to me saying a toxic statement, like a streamer saying a toxic statement.
Yeah.
But now you're saying that you made the video because you do think I'm toxic in a lot of situations.
That's not what he's saying right now.
Or am I not toxic to you?
No. I said
what he's saying is that you're not a toxic streamer. You just made a toxic statement, shorty. Lock that in, please.
When I made that video, I initially did believe that. That's what you asked what it started with. And then I'm telling you now that after we had a conversation on my stream the other night, and I understand your angle a little bit more.
Yeah,
I'm saying my perception
and I'm saying now. Okay.
Exactly. And I'm saying if I could go back.
Clarify everything for everyone.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I said if I could go back,
hopefully
I would change that now because of what I know about you now. You know what I mean?
Conversation not coming.
Gotcha.
Then no, that's how I felt. Like truly.
Yeah, because I mean, I can relate. Like, I didn't know anything about you, and then I saw the TikTok, and I was like, oh, it's filled with lies. Like, it doesn't matter, and I ignored it. Like, I was like, oh, whatever. And that's where the content came out, like, you know, where I was like, oh, if it hurts, it must be true. And like, I genuinely thought like lighthearted of it because I didn't believe I was a toxic streamer. Because I know me. I know you didn't know me.
Yeah.
And like you saying now that you've gotten to know me a tiny bit, you don't think I'm a toxic streamer. But at the time, I know me. My community knows me. So I brushed it off. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I completely understand that. Like, it's like just like the claims like that I'm sexist and misogynistic and abusive to women and everything. Like I didn't necessarily like agree with that. Like not at all.
The sex is coming already. Gang, golly, bro. This is about to trip me.
I just don't agree with that because I know that's not how I am.
This is about
I was
to trip
raised
me, bro.
The exact opposite of that, and it just shows in my character. And I will say, like, if there's a lot of things that I feel like we can get more into detail about. Because details matter in these kind of situations. Like
maybe we should watch this in 2x speed
changes public eye and public opinion. Because we both know that if you over exaggerate something on the internet and people only see that, they're just going to initially respond to that. They're not going to do their more. They're not going to do
if it goes
more
viral.
research. Exactly. So that's why I'm saying I can understand that.
I got a question for you, if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah?
So with his perspective changing as it did, right? Rebranding the moment where he posted or the video in general, more as a toxic statement rather than like you being a toxic person. Would you also say your perspective and or views would have changed on him being a sexist, misogynist, etc.?
I think my views on him have changed dramatically.
But where does the sexist, misogynist come into play here? I'm confused. Is he sexist and misogynistic for making the video?
Since our first interaction. I'll get through it. I've got like a bunch of leading questions, but definitely. I don't think you're an awful human. In the beginning, I thought it was pretty awful to make a video about me when you didn't know me.
And so it begins. Okay.
I can see that.
Okay.
I understand where you're coming from. I think that when I make videos, that's just me using my platform.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
32
Yeah.
minutes.
But yeah, I was just saying, like, when I make videos, I just feel like that's me using my platform, to kind of just do what I can. And like I said, I truly did believe that you were toxic. We had a toxic interaction. You made a toxic statement, which is something I feel like I wouldn't say. And
Do you think if you didn't, come into my stream and you were in game and I said please stop singing and you said no and I muted you, do you think our interaction in the actual game was like hella toxic?
No. I think what was being
more
said
about
about me,
saying to the
behind
stream.
closed doors.
I don't think she gets it, bro. There's no way. They usually say blondes. You know what?
Because yeah, that
Okay,
it felt like a sneak diss, and it felt like you were directly relating that to me. So
Let's put it like this, right? What she said. What did she say? She said, "I'm not gonna lie. I hate Dave and Spidey players as people. I feel like y'all don't brush y'all teeth. I feel like y'all don't get women, and y'all wouldn't even help a granny cross the street." You saying that, not knowing him, does that? But he's for making a video about you and not knowing you, but you don't know him, and you've made that statements towards people like him. He's included because you did say Dave and Spidey players as people. You don't know him as a person, but you assume that he don't brush his teeth and his teeth stink, his breath stink, and that he don't got girls, he don't get girls. He has a girlfriend, and that he wouldn't help a granny cross the street. I don't even know how you think of shit like that.
In the moment, I was like, okay, well, this is content now. Now I can.
Do
So you
you
took
see
it,
where
like,
the
personally?
hypocrisy?
Yeah, definitely. Like I felt like you were
lies,
directly
And
speaking to me.
you said this brings me to my next point. When I was in your stream the other day, you said how it kind of like I think you shared a bit of your experience with racism in Marvel Rivals.
Mhm.
If you want to just repeat what you kind of told me
Hold on,
in
let me
that,
put
so
the
people
low.
can catch up to that point because I do think that's a valid point. The kind of like your experience with racism in the game and how it made you feel.
Mhm.
'Cause
So-
I think that was quite a valid point.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's just like how you are. It's Zeno made the perfect example. He said, if I'm in a room full of a bunch of white people and
Okay.
they say boy in a certain fashion, I'm on high alert, and you're paying attention and just kind of looking out, like if for the kind of microaggressions, I guess you could say. So
Yeah,
it's like,
'cause I think so. You brought in what Zeno said, and Zeno, you can confirm if I'm saying this correctly. But Zeno, when he went through it, he initially was like, "Young lady, that's not sexist," and then his chat gave him a different perspective, and then he thought about it to relate it back to his own experiences, and was like, "Yeah, if a white dude calls me boy, I'm gonna be like, that's racist." Is
yeah,
that kind of how you feel?
No. We're not gonna do that, bro. We're not gonna do that, bro. You see, this is what I got a problem with. You're comparing the term boy. A white guy calling AJ boy. You're comparing that to him saying young lady. Do you know the type of setting where that was a thing? Where old white men would talk to black men like that? Hey boy, come here, boy. And you're comparing that to him having a dialogue with you, and while raising his voice in a non-serious way, saying young lady. Okay, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Was
bro?
well about
Yeah, I
saying
feel like-
young lady.
I feel like the young lady thing.
What are we
is
talking
just
about?
Perspective, and I feel like it would take a much deeper perspective from somebody like, well, I can't speak for AJ, but for me, I still don't completely understand the thing of young lady, but I would just like know better than to say it to anybody above the age of like, I don't know, like 17 or whatever. Like, obviously, if I'm speaking to my blood, my family,
It's
I'm
not
speaking to my
that deep.
niece, I feel like calling her young lady.
Yeah,
doesn't
like an
fit the
actual
vibe.
child.
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm saying I understand the perspective.
But how is that a problem? Did you say that was sexist? Do you want him to call you old lady? Like, I'm not understanding. Because y'all don't like revealing y'all age because y'all feel insecure about y'all age. You don't like feeling old. You don't like acknowledging the fact that you're getting old or being old. So you want to be addressed as old? Is that the problem here? Because he's saying young lady. Are you not young? Do you think that he's trying to be funny? Is that the problem? I'm confused.
Like, obviously, if you're like a 20-year-old grown-ass woman and somebody's calling you young lady, naturally assuming that they're just like older than you, or it can come
Yeah,
out as- it
especially
can
with how
come
much
out as belittling,
sexism we get in the game every day, and then someone has to
Exactly,
point out
yeah.
that I'm a lady in general.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're sexist. Like,
I
why are
completely
you
What?
pointing out
No.
my-
You see, this nigga's too PR trained for me, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. Jeez, man. Come on,
Do
dog.
you? Is that how you feel as well, AJ?
No,
Yeah, and
it's-
that's like actually really, that's a really good way to relate it. And because like for me personally, just like Zeno
No.
said, I didn't understand. I don't want to use this card as like a. I promise this is not me trying to like bring my race into it, but I mean I kind of am. But like as a young
No, I
black
thought it
man,
was
like
a valid point to relate it. That's why I asked you to bring it up again, because in your stream it made me think differently as well.
yeah, but I was saying like as a black man, like that's black lingo. Like I feel like a lot of black people can also vouch
It's
for this.
not
Like
black
young lady
lingo,
is
dog.
something that black people say often, and it's
Very,
respect.
very
It's
common.
respect.
That's why I was very foreign.
For me, like it's a respecting. Like if I see,
But is it a respect thing if they're screaming it at you?
yeah, I can understand. Like we were both raising our voices at each other. I feel like that
Because
was definitely like
We were,
unnecessary.
but
He
I
was trying
wasn't
to be
screaming
funny.
boy.
Yeah,
Does
no,
that make sense?
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Because
Absolutely.
imagine someone
Stop comparing the two, gang. It's not the same. I promise you.
screamed at you in game. Come over here, boy, or something.
Yeah.
That's
Would that
way
not freak you the fuck?
because it's different. You know the context of that. You're comparing. Well, usually white people do it. So say a white person like says that to me, "Come here, boy." Compared to him screaming, "Young lady," I don't even remember the clip. What the context of that? Apparently, he was yelling, "Young lady." That's not sexist, bro. I'm sorry. You're comparing racism to something that's a false claim. That's one. It doesn't even correlate.
Look out.
Yeah, like I would look at it weird for sure. And you know, I completely understand the fact that
Like,
young
what?
lady is an offensive term to use towards you, and I completely like understand and I apologize for that. I didn't mean to come off in that sense, but my intention with
Thank
that
you.
was no problem. But my intention with
appreciate
that, no problem. But my intention for that was not to like bring up the fact that you're a lady. It's just in my culture, that's how we address people. Like it didn't come from any heinous place. Like that's just how
It's
it is.
not a
And
culture
just
thing,
like
dog.
if somebody were to say, boy, well, I
do
wouldn't
have-
necessarily say.
Sorry, just to add, I do have a black woman in my chat saying that I'm a black woman and young lady is very condescending.
I mean, yeah, that's her opinion. Like,
Yeah, it's her opinion. It's a wrong opinion too, because it's not condescending at all. I don't know if you know what condescending means. It's like to put down, to talk as if you're putting somebody down, basically. In simple terms, it's not. How is that condescending? Okay, bro.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
just-
broke it down
this-
further to me. Like for example, like
Listen,
I
they ain't
never
ready
really
for me,
went
bro.
unless
So
I knew
is it
who I
a
was talking to.
culture? Yeah, is it
Like,
more of a
it's a
cultural thing, or is
cultural
it more of a your
experience.
experience in your culture thing?
I'll say
I would
more in my
probably-
experience.
Because
in my
I'm
culture.
genuinely asking. I'm not trying to attack or anything. I'm
Yeah,
genuinely
no,
asking because
completely
obviously I
understand.
don't know the inner depths of the black culture. Like I grew up in South Africa. You know, there's a ton of black people there. Like I'm not
She's
accustomed
South African, not Australian. Noted.
to the black culture, but it's more so like, especially the American, the like African American culture is slightly different.
Yeah, like I'll definitely tell you, like I don't know if Zeno can agree with this, but like when a compliment, like a common compliment in my culture, like the way we speak to like older women that you can clearly tell are elderly, like a compliment to them is like, "Ma'am, you look beautiful today. Like you don't look a day over 20." Like it makes it's a compliment. Like complimenting people, like saying "young lady," never, in my opinion, like it didn't come off as disrespectful or anything. Like that's how I wouldn't say I can't speak for
Well,
everyone,
that's
but
just
that's
not
how
how
I
you
use it.
intended it.
Yeah, and that's not how I intended it. But-
I was
So we can
talking
okay, so
about-
we can
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Sorry, just the actual. If we just take it back right to the beginning, the actual game we had together, I
Mhm.
muted you after
Mhm.
you called me young lady. Whether or not we think that the young lady is patronizing or whatever,
Yeah.
or whether or not I was personally offended
It's
by
not.
it,
You
that
shouldn't be.
is what happened in the game.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
Like,
absolutely. Like,
it's
that's the facts.
completely, you're right.
Okay.
If you feel patronized, or if you feel like it's leading towards sexism, like that's completely
Yeah,
valid.
that's
to do
largely
so.
why I muted.
Yeah, and that's like why I said like I
Yeah.
apologize that you took my attention like that. Like that was not my intention. Like I apologize.
Y'all are pandering. Y'all are really trying hard. This is the problem. The problem is y'all are like, it's kind of like, I won't say pandering, but it's kind of like you're trying so hard to not, you're stepping on eggshells, gang. You're more PR trained than most of these streamers out here, because these streamers been wilding, dog. I ain't gonna lie, so I'll give it to you. Claps to you, but at the same time, this is not the situation for that, bro. Your name is on the line. It's getting drug in the dirt. Okay, you're
That
being
didn't come off that
gaslit.
way.
Okay, thank
But,
you. Appreciate
yeah,
the
no problem.
apology.
But I do want to say, like, obviously, like I watched everything. I watched your timeline video, and like, if you're done with this part of the conversation, like, I don't want to interrupt. If you have anything else to say.
Oh, just this point? No, you can add. You
Okay.
can elaborate.
So, it felt like, your timeline, it was missing a piece that not necessarily
Oh, you
fabricates the
came with the
story,
notes.
but it feels
Valid.
dishonest because I feel like this is important. Like,
Let me see if I can up
it's
the
not too
quality.
important, but your
'cause I need to
timeline,
read this.
the comment that you made, the comment that I found toxic, happened immediately after the first round to
Okay.
your chat. And you're
Yo,
muted in
we
game.
HD
So it's like
with it.
when you put it in your timeline,
There's another guy using my face, my likeness, and my content on his TikTok to go viral, so that all the other sexist haters can hate on another woman in video games. I hate the way y'all just like the way y'all conclude situations to fit a narrative, or just the way that y'all Like,
put that at the end.
That's
And
crazy.
what that makes it,
If this is not his intention of doing that video, it's just the aftermath and the what's the word? It's what is basically what happened afterwards, but it's this is not his intention, bro. So I don't like that they try to. He's doing this so that all the other sexist haters can hate on another woman, and the fact that you're victimizing yourself in this way is kind of like irking me.
look like is I responded to you, you muted me, and then I was annoyed enough to go to your chat and hear you say that statement. That's how that comes off to the public eye. You see what I'm saying?
For me, yeah, I see. For me, it's more so that I didn't say it to you. It wasn't, I muted you and then I made that statement. And the reason I made that statement was because round one was so tough for me because I felt like I wasn't getting healed.
Yeah.
So the reason I was raging about Jess and Spidey said don't switch, it wasn't after we'd won the game. It was, I thought it was pretty normal to assume that I'm complaining mid-game, and also the footage is.
This is the thing. The way you made it seem was that the game was over with, and he went in your chat after you muted him and went out of his way to harass you. You said he was harassing you. The way you was framing is kind of crazy.
Mid-game, and it has the rounds on it.
You didn't mention it being
What did you
mid-round.
explicitly say between
Well, it's not
the two
necessarily
rounds that we won.
it's not necessarily that I wanted you to. It's just that is important. That's important context because it's like
But it's on the screen. It's in the picture.
I know,
Nah.
but
It's in
you're
the video.
okay. But at the same time, that
The
means
context
that
is there.
yeah, but you're assuming you're expecting people to actually,
They're
think
watching the
and,
video,
and
though.
like yeah, I understand they're watching the
Like, not everybody plays Marvel Rivals. I don't play Marvel Rivals, so some of the terms and lingos that y'all are using, I have to get hip on. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand sometimes what a screen look like in Marvel Rivals. Cause I haven't it's been a while since I played. 2, I've only played for like 3 days straight, and that was months ago. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
video. But if I include something with context on screen, but
don't say it.
explicitly state it, and I'm doing a voiceover of a bunch of clips on the screen, it can still come off as the timeline being skewed. Not everybody is going to understand that. Like, think about somebody from a Marvel Rival standpoint that doesn't understand. That could have been another game. You know what I mean? Same map, another game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, that just feels, I don't want to like diagnose or say what your intention was, but it feels dishonest. That doesn't feel honest. And another thing is like, when me and you spoke in my stream, I made it clear to you, like the 3 hours, like you kept saying, it sounds better. I gave you this example. I said, if you go to a party and you ask for a slice and a half of cake, no one's gonna look at you crazy. But if you ask for 3 slices of cake, they're gonna be like, dang, bro, can you save something for the rest of us? Like, that's a lot of cake, 3 slices. So it feels like when you say I watched your stream on my stream for an entire 3 hours, for an entire 3 hours straight.
Yeah,
Those were your words. For an entire
That's
3 hours
an
straight, I watched
analogy.
your live on my live. That's like an exaggeration that can skew the public eye into
Okay,
looking
so
at me
what
differently.
was the facts? What was the facts then?
So there
Because
was
I was in your stream. I will admit I wasn't there for the full 3 hours, but everybody told me it was 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So I am okay to backtrack on that if you give us the facts of, because I have not seen your VOD.
Yeah, so
when I went to go watch it the next day, it was gone.
yeah, no, so my VOD definitely did not get removed. My VOD was definitely there because I personally, I don't even know how to take my VODs down, if I'm being 1000% honest. Second of all, I'm an affiliate, not a partner. I'll probably have a partner next month, but I'm pretty sure affiliates can only
How
keep their VODs
long?
for 30 days,
Oh,
which is
for
why
30
I bought
days.
a 5 terabyte hard drive so that I can keep
Damn.
my VODs for longer time periods, right? So my issue is
My
that
man be streaming.
you and I
Sheesh.
had this interaction, and you're saying that unprovoked, like I went into your stream for the next day and just sat there and watched you and berated your content and talked crap about people, talked crap about you in Discord with other
That's
people.
what I saw.
Yeah, and I understand that's what you saw, but I want to make it
You know,
clear.
like just yeah. sorry.
Like
Oh
people
my
were saying,
God,
like
let him
people were saying,
talk,
like you didn't need to
man.
make a video, and he was doing this, and that. Like a lot of the things that were being said about me, the misogynistic claims, the sexist claims, were being made on the 29th. Like I have the proof that they were being made on the 29th, and then
Yeah,
my
because
stream was April 30th.
We've just established that I thought you were being sexist to me in game, calling me young lady, and you agreed that you can see that I saw it that way.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
me calling you a sexist.
This is where you messed up, because you shouldn't have conceded to that. Because I don't feel that me calling you young lady is sexist. In what world? Well, your world, La La Land, but it's not sexist, dog. If I'm yelling at you, young lady, I'm not. No, this is not that.
Was based on my experience of what you said to me in game,
Absolutely, and I
not
understand
based
that.
on other content. The way you mentioned that you made the video based on other.
Well, you can't say that somebody is a toxic streamer based off of one interaction between you and them. But it makes sense to say that if there's more than one instances of you acting toxic in different situations. Am I tripping? Am I tripping here? Does that make sense? I think it does make sense, to be honest with you. But what she's saying doesn't. Oh, I feel that it's unfair that I made my conclusion based off of our interaction, but you're calling me a toxic streamer based off of multiple situations. Yes! Like, what?
Toxic things, not just your experience with me because I muted you in game. I didn't say anything toxic to you in game.
Right.
So you made the video based off other clips you've seen of me, not
Yes.
your experience with me.
Yes.
And now I was talking to my chat. I didn't even make a video. I was talking to my chat
Yes.
saying you were sexist because that's how I felt with the statements, our actual interaction with the game.
Right. And I will say, like, at the same time, you replied to a chat making a statement on your stream where somebody was like, you guys are getting mad at her for talking about this kind of stuff on her stream when it's literally her platform. And you were like, exactly. So why am I not extended the same decency to be able to talk about things
So
on
for
my
me,
platform?
for me, and I'm sure you can agree, if you're chatting to your live chat, right? Like there's a lot of yapping, there's a lot of hyperbole and emphasizing random things for content, but actually curating and making like a TikTok or something that has a chance to go viral or something with a hook and like the idea, the intention for it to go viral is two separate things.
No, it's not.
Okay.
The live streaming and the content creation side are two separate things. Like you can have a live streamer that's really good, but terrible at editing content and like they just cannot make
No, because clips off of a live stream can be clipped up the same way a video can be sequenced to get views, which is why you see what's going on Twitter nowadays, where they're having these crazy captions with a clip that has nothing to do with the caption, or they clip you out of context to make you sound crazy, like you said something crazy just for the views. You can switch the narrative. It's the same thing. It is not different. But you should know that because you're a more experienced streamer than I am. I'm new to this. We're the same age though. Same common sense. But common sense ain't common though. So I gotta keep
content
Right.
for platforms like TikTok and YouTube and stuff.
So
Can we agree there's a separation in like the kind of content on each?
stop conceding.
yeah, I mean, it's a live stream. and it's
Stop
TikTok.
Just post a 3-hour
conceding,
live
sir.
stream VOD on TikTok. It's not gonna go viral.
Absolutely. But
Yeah.
I will say, like, obviously there's definitely ways to cut it down.
I
It
don't
just comes with
concede to that.
time of making TikToks. Like that's just something that happens over time.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying, like, I still disagree with the fact that
Also,
I was just saying I still disagree with the fact that you're saying that you're allowed to be on your platform talking about these kind of things, but you're continuously adding the point that I'm
Sexist.
made a video about it. Even though I made a video, it's still my
wait, so
platform
how
and my
do you know?
streams. talk.
Did you watch my streams?
Yeah, I have. No, I was able to watch the VODs after. the
Yeah, I
streams.
watched the
Like these are
tape.
statements that
Okay.
were said. Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
I
like-
You
seen
were
it.
initially, sorry, I'm just going to keep, for everyone new coming in, I'm going to keep going through exactly what we clarified. So for you, the initial video wasn't made
Mhm.
because of something I said to you in game. It was made because of the VODs that you watched of my live stream and my other clips.
No,
And
it
you-
was.
You
It
thought
was everything. Okay.
I was toxic.
You think it was all of it combined?
No, yeah, like I said, it was all of it combined. It was me and your interaction, and then other
But we
things
just
that I've seen
established
that
I didn't say anything to you in game.
you didn't say
that was
anything to me in
toxic.
game.
You
Oh,
didn't say anything to me in game, but you said something about me. And then you said that I don't brush my teeth and I don't get girls. When I do have a whole girlfriend and I brush my teeth every morning and before I go to sleep. That's a little bit crazy, shorty. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I didn't say it to you though. That's even worse. It's not better.
yeah, like it was after, like what you said during the match,
Yeah,
but
to my
not too
stream.
direct.
So
Yeah,
I'm
to your
saying
stream, not
content-
directly to me.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, like my
right.
chat,
You're
like-
saying-
That's why he said
Sorry,
indirectly.
my
So
chat
I'm
came in and
saying
told me. Sorry, I didn't mean to
okay,
interrupt
so
you.
your issue, that's okay. Your issue. the
I don't
reason
even
you
wanna
made
read
the
his
video,
chat
the
because
reason
I
you
seen
thought I
something
was
crazy.
toxic was based off of like my live stream content and my other content that you got not from the interaction in game.
Yes.
And now you're saying you watched my VODs, and after the first video, you got increasingly upset with me because of what I was saying in the live streams again.
Yes.
Yeah, and
Is
it
that
was
what you're
the
saying?
it was the
Where's the
it was what you
contradiction
were
that
saying in
you're
the live
trying to
streams,
paint?
the things that were being said in your Discord. I don't know if you remember, but you actually commented on my video comparing me to Poppy Capone of all people, and then all of a
Because
sudden,
he's a known. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I don't think you're like Poppy Capone. Like, can we just clarify that?
yeah, no, I mean,
He's a known raging sexist. Okay, can we agree on that?
yeah, like absolutely, but
Okay,
like I'm
so
saying,
at that time, we've already established I felt you were sexist towards me in game by calling me young lady and screaming it.
Mhm.
So that's why I made that association. I regret saying it now, and I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, apologize. Now that I know you a bit better, you are nothing like
Okay.
Capone.
Now
Right,
let's
that-
read this because he's gonna read it, but I just want to make it completely clear. Okay, we read stuff over here. Oh my God, Poppy Capone already used me for content, and now you're doing it. Stop trying to profit off the woman that you clearly hate. I said you so clearly hate. Like, stop using my face and content. It's so predictable now. Thanks. The funny part about it. I'm sorry, it's a long day. The funny part is that your viewers are literally coming into my chat and socials and perma harassing me. You are your community, I guess. Wow. Ain't no one in my chat coming to yours ever. You don't know that. Usually I agree when someone is being toxic, but this isn't one of those times. Why are we acting like we, oh, of course. Yeah. Huh. That makes sense. It checks out.
What was the correlation I was making back then?
okay, yeah, so
If that makes sense.
yeah, and like I
To
said,
be
I wanna make
fair,
sure that you're,
I do think that she's comparing the intent of Poppy Capone, not what he does. So she's saying he already used my name and likeness for content, and you're doing the same thing.
you understand. This is not coming from a place of now. I'm talking about emotions before we understood each other's angle.
Yeah,
Emotions
that's why we're
beforehand.
having this conversation. I think it's important to go through what our intentions in why we
But
did what
you're
we did.
painting
Right.
it as
Yeah,
he's
that's
why I'm
contradicting
asking all these
himself
questions,
sometimes.
because I think it paints a better picture for both of us.
Yeah, so it's like if I can give you an example, like I'll run through my thought process. I saw your video, or I posted my video after we had that interaction. Okay. Then after the video was posted, I had seen that you were commenting on it, but the comment had disappeared. I only saw that comment from your Discord server, and in like
It was probably folded.
it might have been, but the thing is, when I saw this,
Bro, these efforts need to stop using my face and my content for views. The worst thing I said in here is that I hate people that play Jeff and Spidey. His whole community is coming into my socials and talking, and it's so boring. But you see how you're misconstruing it? Well, not even, you see how you're skewing it. The worst thing I said is that I hate people that play Jeff and Spidey. Not the worst. It's not I hate Jeff and Spidey players as people. And then the whole extra stuff, you left all that out. So
I was blocked. You know what I mean? And I will say,
That's why it
so
disappeared.
it must have disappeared. And I don't want to
Yeah,
say
I did
that
block
the
you.
comment is gone, but if it is, it's 1,400 comments deep. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm not even gonna like, out of respect, I have the screenshot, but it's like,
Yeah, I did block you off pretty much everything when I found out you were in my Discord and looking at all my VODs and looking at all my TikToks and stuff.
Yeah, and
That's
I
when
understand
blocked
that.
you, and that's why I blocked you. I didn't
Yeah.
block you because we got into a game together and you made a rage
no,
video.
absolutely not. No,
I
I can
blocked you
understand
because
that.
I knew I had actual proof that you were in my Discord and watching my VODs and talking to your chat about that.
Yeah. So I will say,
So
I mean,
what?
obviously, I was still able to see the VODs and everything. I wanted to make it clear though, when I
Thank you
joined
for
your
the
Discord
support,
server,
though.
my
You know what I'm
intention
saying?
wasn't to be a spy. I joined, said, "Hey Gemma, if you could check your DMs whenever you get a chance, 'cause I want to shoot some message." And like I said, that's my bad. I wasn't aware of the time zones and everything. But like I said, the public opinion is important in these kind of situations because it can skew not necessarily the truth,
Yeah.
but when you
She's
say
That brings
things,
me
skewing
back
the
to a
truth
point
for
you
sure.
made- Sorry, just on the public opinion thing. You made a point earlier that I left out of the timeline because it was in the video that it was mid-game, in between the two rounds that we won together.
Mhm.
You said I should have reiterated about it being in the middle of the game because even if people see it on the screen, they don't, unless you actually reiterate it. You said this, right? Am I
Yeah.
right?
wait, say that
Yeah.
again?
Okay. You said because in the timeline, that clip with the rounds and when I was saying all that stuff was between the rounds. You said
Okay.
I have to actually reiterate it and say it because viewers just watch it and they don't critically think about what they're seeing, right?
Yeah, no, I'm
Basically.
not saying you have to do anything. I'm saying
No, but
I would.
You said you wish I had done that in the timeline.
Yeah, because I feel like that can kind of skew the story. But like I said, like it is what it is. Like if anybody asks, I can tell them like, no, you're in the middle of the game, and I can understand that you left that out
Mhm.
because you felt that the
So
context was on the screen. But at the same time,
Yeah.
this has more eyes than just Marvel Rivals on that, and I think like
Of
on this,
course,
and
of
I think you
course.
know
And
that.
I'm glad you actually said that because that is a valid point. That
Yeah.
obviously with content, if to get your point across, you have to actually say the thing, right?
Okay.
So
Like-
that brings me back to the original video again. When you made the video, and the first 3 seconds of the video has me saying Jeffs and Spidey's that don't switch. For the entire rest of the video, you didn't say the ones that don't switch a single time.
Did he or did he not? Because he clarified that he did put it in the video. It's just not in the beginning of the video. And that's the big difference right there, shorty. I'm sorry. I'm not leaving out context. It's a hook for an intro in the video. Therefore, that part I cut up to give a a brief summary of what's to come. You know what I'm saying? It's not me leaving out details because I put it in the video, the full clip. Nice try though.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
So no, in the video I actually included the entire context. In the very beginning, the hook was I think if you play Jeff and Spidey, you were a bad person, or whatever the exact statement was. But later, when that time actually came in the video where you said what you said in the exact like long form version,
Yeah.
that was
Mhm.
included where you said who don't switch. That was
So
that
the
clip was
people-
in there.
So the people that
Don't
are watching your
switch.
content, and you said that like usually you have to tell them what's happening in the video. They were listening to you and what you were saying because they care about your opinion. It's your content, it's your community. Like obviously the reason it went viral was your community watching it, right?
Yeah.
So how can we agree that a lot of the community completely missed the part that was like the ones that don't switch?
Yeah, I would definitely say
For the same reason
Unfortunately-
that you're saying the people are missing it in the timeline that it's the middle of the game because I didn't say it explicitly.
yeah, but there's a difference between leaving it out and putting it later. You know what I mean? Like
So do you think I intentionally left it out to frame the story in a certain way?
no, I don't think you intentionally did that. I know that's not, you don't have any malicious intent with the situation anymore. Or I won't say anymore because I can't confirm nor deny that you did at all. But my point is there's a difference between leaving,
That's
and
true.
I'm not saying you left it out intentionally. I'm saying it was left out. That's what it is. So when I say leaving it out, that's just what it is. But when it's left out, there's a difference between something being left out and put later. The context was included. You know what I mean? Nobody can say that I did not include the don't switch part. And I noticed that in another video responding to me, It was, I don't remember which part it was, but it was responding to the second video that I had created where you were responding.
Sorry, before we get to that one, can we just finish up with the first one?
Yeah, but I mean,
Just
this is
not
also,
confuse things.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
we can
Okay,
do
so,
that as
yeah.
well. But yeah, like I said,
Let's see
it's
what you're
just,
gonna say. Oh, yeah.
yeah, in the second
Okay,
video,
you can jump to the.
in the second video, I had brought up the fact that you said it only hurts if it's true, and I don't remember if I directly quoted you or if I showed the clip, but you, I think I like in not, I don't know the word, but I know I responded to the statement that was made, and you said, notice how bro like purposely left out the fact that I said who don't switch to push his agenda. But the thing is, in that exact clip that I was referring to, you did not say who don't switch. So it's like when you show the screenshot of the
You
clip,
watched. No, hang on. You watched the whole thing, and I said I hate Jeff and Spidey players. They're shit people, or whatever I said. And then I said I really can't stand it when Jeff and Spidey's. I hate the ones that don't switch. So I clarified, and you watched that all before making your video.
Okay.
So you had the full context. You can't say now that because I didn't say it in that first line. You're actually just reiterating that in your second video you left the don't switch part out on purpose.
That's not what I said.
That's not what he said at all. What he said was that he left it out in the intro, but he put the full thing in the video. There's a difference between that and then leaving it out completely. There's a whole difference, shorty. I'm sorry.
No. Yeah, maybe it's better if we just wait to get to this, as I think our minds are still on the first video. I'm referring to a clip from.
Oh, yeah, mine is.
Yeah. Let's just pause. Let's just wait for this.
Okay,
Yeah, because I want to make sure you understand exactly what I'm saying.
I'm not understanding.
Yeah, I can.
I'm not understanding
Worst
what
case
you're saying
scenario, like I can show you the clip. It's not it's not a big deal. I can pull it up on my. I can start a screen share or anything. But no, my point is, like I said, yeah, it's there's no amount of context to be like. I didn't leave anything out. Like there's no lies. It is simply a difference in opinion. But like I said, this would be a completely different situation if I left out the part where you said who don't switch. That would significantly make you look worse because.
So do you not see? You mentioned that I left out in the timeline. I didn't explicitly say it. And I don't think you explicitly said it in your first video. Do you not see how that's confusing for me? Because the entire the reason it went viral.
Why is it confusing though? How is it confusing though? Do you not know how YouTube works? Let's just do a little bit of recon, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you do post on YouTube. Hold up. Virtualgemma. Okay. 3K. Hold on. Oh, okay. So yeah, change of whatever this is. We got a signosis. That's the wrong word. We got a summarized version. All right. Hopefully this explains. We dive into the controversy of attempted to expose streamer Senna for allowing. This might be a whole different thing then. Hold on, let me see this real quick.
Is tomorrow, and I feel like this situation proves that not everyone needs to be a part of this community. Not everyone's welcome into gaming. Because, well, boys, today is tomorrow, and Virtualgemma is in the bowl. Now, Virtualgemma is in the bowl for today because this woman has came out here trying to slander and try to belittle a Marvel Rivals creator because.
All right, so this is probably going over the whole situation. So, false alarm. I'm gonna keep lookout for that. Oh, here we go. Look who it is. Look who it is. That guy. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what we were doing. My bad. Yeah, it doesn't look like she uses YouTube for real. Okay, 2 weeks ago. 6 months ago. Okay, she's not consistent for real. All right, so I guess she doesn't really post on it, but she still uses it though. I'm pretty sure you watch YouTube videos, you know exactly what a hook and stuff. You do short form content. I'm pretty sure he made the short form content as well for you to consume that and get the gist of how to make a video. So I'm confused on how you're confused on how content creation works, gang. I don't understand.
Viral and stuff is because people thought I was talking about Jeff and Spidey's in general. And in the very first 3 seconds of your original viral video, it literally has the full clip of me saying that don't switch. The rest of your video, you just don't focus on that part.
Right,
So
because this is
the way
Also-
the video was framed to your audience was that I was talking generally about all Jeffs and Spideys, and that's the way they received it, even though it was said in the clip, because you didn't reiterate it.
Okay, I can understand
So
what
do
you're
you
saying.
think? Do you think that's his fault or the lack of attention from his?
Well, he
viewers?
just said to me that he didn't appreciate in the timeline that I didn't clarify with words what was happening in the clip. So
Oh,
I'm
I
just
see.
asking him
So
that
very
back.
It's not the same.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm saying that I didn't appreciate that you didn't clarify with words that I was referring to the Jeffs and Spideys that don't switch specifically
he
the throwers.
did.
Yeah, so
He
like I said,
played-
I can
he played the
understand that,
clip,
but
though. What
Gemma,
does
the
he
thing
have
is,
to clarify?
it wasn't like your timeline like actually had a fault in it because that did not happen after the game.
But it was in
You-
it. But
It was-
it was in it.
Right, it was in it. But my thing
The
is,
clip was in there.
yeah,
clip
so
was in there.
we're making
And guess what? The clip was in there. Is that what you're saying? My bad.
two different types of content. Your content is a voiceover style content. My content was simply taken from my stream with
Oh, she's saying that the time was in there. The time frame of which what was going on was in there. But so was the clip of you saying don't switch. And you want to harp on this being the biggest point is that you said don't switch. So you're referring to people who use those characters and don't switch, the throwers to be exact. He put it in the video. So the video is in there. It's in there.
that's
But it's in there.
that space of the audio, right? So if anyone sees the entire video, they watch the video, they're gonna see the part where you said who don't switch. Do you understand what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
your
but do you
your
not agree
timeline
that you... Sorry, carry on. Finish.
I'm saying your
I don't wanna
timeline
interrupt
directly, not saying you did it intentionally,
you.
but
Sorry, there's literally someone in my chat, a first time chatter, that's saying she literally said about all Jeffs and Spideys, we all saw it. And this is part of the comments. This is why I'm emphasizing it so much, is that for the last 2 months, I've had new people coming in being like, you've said this about Jeff and Spideys, and we all know you hate them, and you're rude, and you're horrible, and saying awful, horrible things, and this is how it snowballed. Because in that video, to me at least, I don't know if this was your intention, but to me, it seems you framed it in a way that the audience believes that I was saying about everyone by just completely brushing off the fact.
He didn't frame it any type of way. All he did was use a part of that clip in the intro and then put the full clip in the rest of the video. The full clip is there. There's no framing anything to make it sound like, I understand if he just used that clip and didn't put the rest of it in the video at all to make it seem like you were saying something you weren't, because that's leaving out context. But if you put the full thing in the full video and let it play and put the full dialogue of what you said in your little live, that is a different thing, bro. Come on, dog. We got to stop this.
That I said the ones that don't switch.
okay, so let me ask, in that style of video, and I want you to answer this honestly from a content creator standpoint. In that style of video, you're saying that you wish that I didn't just brush over the fact that you said who don't switch. So what would be the solution? Because I can't imagine, like I really want you to think about this. Because it's like imagine in the video, you said the part who said who don't switch, but literally look at like the fact that if I were to take that clip where you said, I think if you play Jeff and Spidey and you don't switch, and then I loop it. I think if you play Jeff and Spidey and you don't switch, and then I loop it again. And I didn't, you see what I'm saying? Like that doesn't change the fact that
I think what changes is the context, because you said earlier that like making content and stuff, it's important to say the full context. And I don't think you once said she was talking about throwers.
But is someone who doesn't switch a thrower? Because we were winning the game, and you directly related
that was
to.
I said it in the middle of the round because I died and couldn't get kills because I was asking for heals. So I felt at the time that you were throwing because you didn't switch, and also to my knowledge, you weren't a Jeff main.
Like people are sharing clips that he didn't even make. It's other people making these clips. Because what does that have to do with him exactly?
Yeah. So I can understand that. So I'll tell you this, right? Now this is from. I feel like we're past the point of Marvel Rivals and competitive, whatever you want to call it, skill.
Yeah, we're
but
just trying to at this
game
point
under-
clarify the beginning of how all this started.
Yeah. So I will say, I think a part of the issue, there's two things. First of all, I know that in one of your videos, we can actually, let's get to this point later. The first part is that we had a full dive comp, right? Now from a Marvel Rivals player, a high elo player's standpoint, we have a Venom, a Rogue, a Spider-Man, a Black Cat.
Okay.
I think.
I'm sorry. I want to shut this down real quick. Wasn't this a diamond game?
No, this was like, I think this was a
I-
Grandmaster.
You don't
It
even
wasn't
know
even
what
loaded
match
yet.
he was
Like,
playing.
but regardless of that, we're both there for a
But
reason.
I was just playing. I was just trying to get my hella because we had lost 3 games before that. I explained that all in the VOD that you watched.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I'll say this now. Why did it have to be me assuming that you were a woman and a streamer that I asked you to go support? I only asked you to go support, and I'll say this right now.
Well, that's a good point.
Like I want to say, be 1000% honest with me. This is like a week and a half into Black Cat release. Me and you both understand. Partners, people with early access can get to figure out these harder characters sooner. Did we or did we not ban Black Cat for an entire 60 days every game?
Oh yeah, she's banned a lot.
She was broken. She's the
Especially
best
in the lower
character in the
ranks.
video game, right?
Okay.
So when I'm hovering the character that I know how to play before she's a permaban, you gotta understand. People were still figuring out how to play Black Cat. People thought she was bad. I knew she was good, so I'm trying to
I
play
hear
her
you.
and run the game. You know what I
I
mean?
get it. So you wanted to play Black Cat. I totally get it. But then you also know my context that I'd lost games before, and I went in with my duos, and you're gonna play tank. I'm gonna play Hela. We're gonna play our mains, and we're gonna cook this game.
Absolutely.
So we
So-
both have context as to why we wanted to play our characters. That's not in question.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
The issue is that we didn't know, obviously, why the other person is living their life. You know.
So what
But
I'm
you picking Jeff of all healers, I felt was weird.
Okay.
If you're a Black Cat player.
so no, I'm not a Black Cat player. I actually have 17 lords. I pretty much have every character
Yeah,
at
know,
least
I know
captain, I'm like the ultimate flex player. I
Do you
play
have any
literally every
healers?
hero. Yeah, I have
Do you have
Loki
any
Lord.
healers?
I have almost Invis, Cloak and Dagger,
So
Man. So like
why'd
I
you
play a lot
pick
of characters. So I picked Jeff because at the time I had the Venom team up and we're running a full dive comp. Jeff has the capability of healing from across the map. When you have a dive team, like I feel like, I'll be honest, like I don't
But
want
do
to.
you think you'll play better on something like Jeff in the rank game than
Absolutely.
one of your mains, one of your lords?
Absolutely, because the thing
Like,
is,
don't you agree that in lower ranks, like in Diamond GM, like it's like horrible to put people on like other role. Like it's always like you should play a main.
If he's efficient in multiple characters and he feels as though, hey, I can cook with this, why does it matter whether or not he's proficient in it? Like if say a lot of people have mains, right? They have characters that they play. Why does it matter what he chooses if he's good at multiple characters though? Why is it a problem? Why is it an issue? Do you think that he's not as good as he says he is, so he should use his main his main character? You find that weird? He obviously plays the game a lot. I can see the VODs. Majority of it is Marvel Rivals. He's one of those, yeah. Well, if you didn't lose, all right.
Like we can cook if you just get on something you're comfortable.
yeah, and absolutely. So I feel like listen,
says-
right? I think if you would have been on, I'll give you this perfect example. We have a full dive comp. There's like a missing puzzle piece, which was Hella. In that situation, like Hella in a full dive comp, I understand you felt like you're not getting healed. I have to also keep myself alive because of the team. So if we're talking from a game skill standpoint, I think I know you're a great Psylocke. I've seen your Psylocke gameplay. I think if you would have played Psylocke there, this entire situation could have been handled differently because you would not have been struggling to get healed. It was hard to deal with the Spidey that had a champion Spidey. Like he's doing hydro combos. I don't know if you know what that combo is. That shit kills you instantly. Like he was prime. Yeah, go ahead, bro.
What's it called? Outside the game's viewpoints, the general idea, discretion originally was you didn't like the assumption of, or her assumption of you just like asking her to go support because she was a woman, because obviously you didn't know, you had no clue, and to your context was completely different from hers, right? Or her perspective rather.
Yeah, we
Black
had
Panther
different
came out-
perspectives going in.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I just want to make sure we stay on track with the original discussion. I feel like that is completely fair by 7 foot. I feel like he obviously didn't know who you were, who you played.
Do you think it's fair? Do you think it's fair for me to assume that because he didn't play DPS, he switched to Jeff and he didn't have Jeff Lord, and I assumed he was throwing right away?
No, I wouldn't necessarily say that's fair because, for example,
But it happens to me all the time.
it happens to you
People
all the
pick
time.
Widow.
Because it happens to you all the time. Sure, it's fair for you to make that judgment, but not to assume that that's what he's doing based off of what he's doing. But I see what you're saying, because if, say, I see what you're saying, bro.
People pick Spidey, people pick Jeff, and then just
Okay.
throw it because they know
I
the
feel like
character
it's
they
fair
want.
to have that in the back of your mind, but to 100% assume and stamp it, I feel like that is where the issue takes place, because you can never 100% assume something without confirmation.
But do you see?
Confirmation bias does exist.
Okay, so can we just root back to what we mentioned earlier? So I already had that bias, right? So I was like,
Yeah,
oh my
yeah.
gosh, he's throwing, like, oh my gosh. And then in the game, he hit me with the young lady. So now I'm like, he's throwing and he's sexist?
Yeah, see,
I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah,
Do you
so,
get it?
like, I get the perspective
Yeah.
where it's all adding up. It makes complete sense.
Yeah, like absolutely. Like I completely understand. I just feel like at the same time, like I said, I know you said like you want to keep on track, but I feel like this is also important.
Yeah.
I want to say, Gemma, like in that competitive situation, like I understand you felt like I was throwing because I wasn't healing you, but that's one of those situations where if you were on somebody that could actually fend for themselves and didn't have one get out of jail free card on a 15-second cooldown, like it would have been easier
Yeah.
to keep you up.
So
like
I hear you.
it was
I
just
think
hard.
it's kind of like low-key pointless trying to analyze the game because
Yeah.
it's just like a rank game. Like I don't think the actual game was that serious. I think what happened afterwards was more serious because I feel like
So let's get
the
to it.
difference in perspectives of that actual game, our actual interaction with each other was
Yeah.
I muted you in game and I didn't say anything toxic to you.
Mhm.
You came to my
Yeah.
stream afterwards and I was ranting about throwers in my stream and you took it personally when I didn't in fact even say it to you.
It's the fact that you said it about me, not to me. It doesn't take away from the fact that what you said was toxic.
He felt indirectly attacked, which is to
Yes.
build the perspective of you. And
'Cause you
I
subbed
I
him.
see.
Look, I completely
I see the
understand.
guy, like, I understand both sides, 100%.
Yeah, and I will say, like,
Okay.
I think a part of it was obviously, like I said, TikTok chat, Twitch chat, instigating, telling me
Yeah.
that you're saying these what they were saying were awful things. Like it was a mix of me, feeling like obviously, like I said, I felt like you were personally
Yeah.
attacking me.
I
And-
also feel this happens a lot with streamers. I'm not speaking. I can't speak 100% for you guys, but I've seen it happen a lot within this.
31.
Whole
She's
quote,
31.
Controversy is that chat. is
31
persuading,
sounding
like people relating.
Yeah, they're always gonna try comment and
they're
get
always going to
involved.
With
try and
logic
try
of
to,
a
like,
Yeah,
stir something
but
up.
that's why we
18-year-old
can't base
game.
our actions off of chat though.
Absolutely.
In my opinion.
Which is why I feel like
That-
reading
that's
every
fair,
chat
yeah.
is important. Like you don't read every chat. Like there's chats that, like obviously, Gemma, I'm sure people have said awful things about me in your stream chats, and you don't read them out loud. I'm sure people. I'm 100% sure.
course, yeah.
I'm very certain people are saying awful things about you in my chat, and I don't read them out loud. I make sure I say, "Yo, mods, can you get that person banned? You know who it is." You know
Remember
what I
I
mean?
said
I'm very
keep this in
adamant about
mind.
that. And I feel like, I understand you felt like I wasn't policing, and all of these things, but I wanted you to understand at the time.
You see how she's framing it like he wasn't even he wasn't policing, but literally, like I said before his stream in his VOD, if we go back, it's 1:16:32. In the beginning of his stream, right around here, it was, "Hey, listen, we're not gonna do no disrespect or anything. All right, you see that guy? He's wilding out. Get him out of here. Oh, he's saying something crazy. Get him out of here. Hey, we're not playing that today. Everybody be respectful. Da 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 da. Police in this chat before he even got on the call. We just seen old boy Zeno's VOD where he was doing the same thing. So now she's trying to frame it as, hey, there's people saying crazy stuff in your chat. And you're not doing anything about it. So I feel like you're endorsing that, or you're encouraging that, or you're fine with what they're saying and you agree with what they're saying. You're gonna learn that she is the toxic streamer because your mindset is toxic, bro.
Look, video. I have 22,000 followers, so we were around the same following, and I understand that as a content creator, I average pretty high viewership on TikTok, decent on Twitch. So it's like it's hard to literally pinpoint every single person that's harassing you. You know what I mean? And I made it very clear.
To clarify that I'm sorry that I do. My mods are very, very strict and under strict instruction to instantly time out and ban anyone that is heinously harassing anyone.
All right, that's
Absolutely.
cool. So,
and I'm the exact
so
same way. Like I made announcements in my Discord server, like right after this entire situation started.
And he's coming with the facts once again.
The stream where I talked about you for and what you said was 3 hours. In the very maybe first 10 to 15 minutes, I made it very abundantly clear. I spoke about it on stream and I showed a video that I made a while ago responding to a very similar situation. Like I feel like a lot of the clips that you were using to paint me as a misogynist and a sexist were like dishonest, and I felt like it was getting to a point where it seemed
I personally felt the clip that you used to frame me as a toxic streamer was dishonest.
No, it was definitely not toxic, because now he's about to explain what she said in full entirety, because I can't remember fully, but he's gonna pull it up and he's coming with the facts. What you said is kind of immature and toxic. Now, granted, as streamers and stuff like that, we just playing, so it's not really that deep, but you seem to be taking a lot of things personal, so it's hard to tell whether you're serious or not. You know what I mean?
And I can understand that angle, but the thing is, that is directly.
That you did that. Sorry, just want to clarify. Do you understand that you made the video first?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I made the video first. There's no, I'm not ashamed of that or anything. Like
just clarifying for everyone.
Yeah, like I made the first video, and I will say, I don't think any level of what's it called, context changes the fact that's a toxic statement. Like the statement you made, regardless of whether or not it was towards someone who doesn't switch, it's still a toxic statement. It's a toxic. If you want to say that it's not a toxic statement, it really is, because it's still a toxic statement towards throwers. Throwers are still people. You understand what I'm saying? So like I said, the video got removed for hate speech. I spoke to customer support on TikTok. I said, hey, as you can see, this is my face. I was posting a video in kind of like an expose style. These aren't my words. This is what the person that I'm making the video about, what they said. So the video was the appeal was then approved. You know what I'm saying? Like I have all of the screenshots to prove that and back it up. But I feel like,
do you think that you've ever said anything like that about Jeffs or throwers?
Yeah, no, like I've never said that about Jeffs or throwers, directly relating them as people. Like I said, I seen you try to use a clip where I was like, oh, I killed the fish. I'm literally directly talking about Jeff the Land Shark. Like this is nothing new on my page. Like
no, you're talking about your own teammate. You can't kill your own teammate in the game.
Exactly.
Like your own
the fish.
For wasting
this whole logic is crazy.
No, my Psylocke.
You said that you wanted to kill Jeff's whole family, but you're speaking to the Jeff player as the person. Well, you're speaking on Jeff as the player, not the character. Don't you think that's toxic? Man.
Dashed in and got Jeff eaten.
That's like, you know, I'm gonna relate this to Arc Raiders. That's like you saying, that's like me saying, I swear, bro, if I see another shiesty skin, you know what I'm saying, I'm shooting on sight, I don't trust them. That I'm talking about whoever's playing the shiesty skin. If I see you in person IRL in GTA, I'm gonna bow you. Like, I'm gonna pew you. On sight, no questions asked. That's how I feel about people who use the shiesty skin. Do you see how different that is? Everybody knows you see a shiesty skin in Arc Raiders, bro, don't trust them. Because they're shiesty.
Clips, so I was
it's
like,
different.
Bro, the fish gotta go.
Yeah, but you can't physically kill your own.
That's not toxic though. It's not.
So you were not talking about killing a fish in game.
Definitely was. Like I'll tell you, for example.
How are you gonna tell me?
No, I wasn't mad at my teammate. Like I was directly talking about.
The Jeff ate the Psylocke, and that's what made you mad.
Yeah, but I didn't say it made me mad. I never said that. But my point is.
So why did you say the statement then?
Because that's what happened. You said it was because the Jeff was saving his old for Storm
No,
NATO.
so-
That's not what happened.
Sorry, I understand that. But why did you say the statement about the Jeff?
Because I've always hated Jeff. This is nothing new. I've always hated Jeff the land shark. I hate that fish.
Okay,
You understand
so
what
why
I'm saying?
were you offended in the very beginning and took it personally when I said that stuff about Jeff?
Because you said you said as people. Your
people,
direct words
as a
in the first
person.
thing that you said
Yeah.
was
So
as
your-
people. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's a personal
yes.
attack directly relating it
Yeah.
to
So
the people
your-
playing them.
So your video, you said you're gonna kill Jeff.
That's basically saying you hate people who use Jeff as a person, right? Not the character, because you're clarifying that you don't mean the character, you mean the person behind Jeff. And I'm the one who uses Jeff, so you're saying you hate me as a person. Not a teammate, not the character that I'm using. You hate me. Not Jeff. Not Punisher. Not Superman, not Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Not Pac-Man. You're talking about me. You specified that. You can't say it's a general statement when you're talking about a certain person.
Jeff and his entire family. Who's Jeff's family? Or are we not using that as an analogy
Frost.
for the person playing that?
You see? I wouldn't have known that. I didn't even know there was a thing such as Jeff until I see Marvel Rivals. I didn't know.
Emma Frost and Deadpool are Jeff's family.
So that's who you were
Deadpool?
referring to.
Yeah, like just like the whole fish's family. Like there's been multiple clips. Like
Oh, Jefferson Deadpool.
I said,
You're
I
right.
have a video where I was like,
That might be a little crazy.
no, like I mean, I have multiple
You
clips.
refer to like Emma and Deadpool?
Like in general, yeah, like the whole fish's family got to go in general.
Oh, you're talking
And I
about
stand on that. Like I'm telling you, like there's
I
multiple clips of me
Then
saying
why
I'm a
did you
Jeff
say in
racist.
GTA at the end?
Because on TikTok Live, you can't say that you want to kill, regardless of who you're talking about. You can't say
So
that.
do you think
TOS
so do
doesn't
you
matter.
think
AI doesn't listen.
If TikTok said it would take it down if you didn't say in GTA, do you think that your audience may have taken it that you would like to murder that Jeff's family?
No, because they didn't take it that way.
So
wait,
it's
wait,
just
what are
TikTok
you talking-
AI that would
yeah,
take it that way.
yeah, absolutely.
Not everybody watching you.
No, yeah, it's the TikTok AI. Like I've said, like I was watching your stream. I remember you were making.
You don't think anybody in your community took it that you were talking about the actual person playing Jeff's family?
No, I do think that some people took
You
it that
think
way, which
just
is
the
unfortunate.
AI?
Yeah, no, but I'm talking. I said in GTA because of the AI because that's exactly what you're supposed to be dodging. The AI will ban you for saying things like that. Just like you can't say, do you know? Okay, imagine I'm a
Well,
true
don't say it,
crime.
we're all live.
No,
Don't
I
say
know.
it, we're
No,
all
let me
live.
finish.
Okay.
So let's
Don't
say
say
we
it,
all
please.
I'll give you this example. We all know what Bucky holds in his hand, right? His weapon or his pew pew. When people make true crime like videos on TikTok, they say, oh, you can't use he walked and he used the pew pew. Even if they're relating to, let's say they're talking about a movie, you can't say that or else TikTok AI, you have the chance of having it removed. And then Gemma,
Yeah.
another thing is, I'll tell you this.
Because the TikTok AI thinks that you're talking to a person.
Absolutely,
That's
yeah.
why it takes
Like,
it off. It doesn't want you to say that stuff to a person. Just one sec. So when you say that, it thinks you're saying that about a person. So the AI thinks that. Do you not think that some people in the chat would also think that?
No, well, it depends because some people are slow. But what you're not understanding is it doesn't matter. Like you know how YouTube is, bro. You say one wrong thing, you show one wrong thing. It could be something that's unintentional, and YouTube will flag it and take your video down and give you a copyright strike right then and there off of misunderstanding. But the viewers will know that that's not how it went, or that's not how it was intended. So it's not really connecting.
That's what some people in the chat thought. Like everybody's entitled to their own
Yeah.
opinion. But my point
so
is,
people did think you were talking about Jeff's actual family, the person who was playing Jeff.
right? Yeah, like I can understand that. Like I can't
So we
sit
can
here and
agree
say
that we've both said poo-poo things about Jeff as people.
no, we have not.
because
That was
it's
not my
different.
Yes.
He wasn't talking. There's a difference between saying you saying Jeff as people and him talking about a character. He wasn't talking about the person behind the character. He was talking about the character. You were talking about players that played Jeff and Spidey. It's not the same thing here. Come on, bro.
No, I
Can't
said
spin
that what you said was that people can take it that way. My intention with what I was saying was speaking directly about Jeff the Land Shark as a character. What your intention was as people. You
There we
directly
go.
related it to
I
the
was
people playing.
hyperbole. I wasn't speaking seriously. I was talking to my stream. I didn't make a clip and try and make.
And he wasn't being
Okay.
serious either. But that's not the point.
Still-
Genuinely just like hopping onto my team, raging because I lost 3 games before. It was, I don't know the people. Genuinely, I don't know every human or any actually who sit and play Jeff and Spidey and don't switch. I genuinely do not know what these people look like. I don't know what they're like. I like dead ass. How could I be speaking about them as people and saying they don't brush their teeth? How could I know? That can't be factual.
Right, it can't be factual. But the thing is,
Right,
you still
so
said it.
hyperbole.
It's the
You
same-
still
it's the
said
same
it.
as taking it personally though, because okay, for seven, perfect analogy, right? 7 foot saying that he was going to Jeff's family in GTA, etc., etc. Obviously, he's speaking to the family that surrounds Jeff, Emma Frost, And Deadpool.
No, I don't think it's obvious at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it
I
definitely is
disagree on that.
obvious, buddy.
I mean, like, he
Oh, you're
just
saying that's
clarified
what
it.
he was? Oh,
That's
okay.
what it came off as. You see how it just came off to you as he was speaking generally? Obviously, you don't know the Spidey and Jeff players personally. You can't confirm that. You can't say that they do this and the third.
I don't even know who Jeff's in-game family is, if I'm honest. I don't know the law.
Mhm.
So I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
even,
like-
my mind wouldn't even have gone there in the first place.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not really what I'm saying though. Like you saying that you naturally assumed that obviously he wasn't talking about, like, I naturally assumed he wasn't talking about Jeff Van. I'm just figuring this out now that he's talking about Marvel.
Yeah, you also said that you thought he was talking about
I
the
was
person playing
thinking
Jeff.
about, exactly.
Yeah.
But it's the same way that that's the same argument can be applied when you're speaking generalizing Spidey OTPs and Jeff OTPs. It's like even if you don't know them in real life, if you're not quote unquote speaking to them like directly, they're going to take it directly. And I feel like that perspective.
For sure.
matters.
And that's absolutely why this thing blew up and why I'm getting 2 months of hate, because they did take it personally because he made the video to put it out there.
Yeah, and also a sense of accountability is due to the fact that you made that statement. And it's like if you're going, and it's okay to completely stand on it. Like I said, if you play Triple Sport Ultron,
No, I completely, I would never
want.
want to offend any human being. My
Yeah.
statement was against the throwers I've had and saying I hate the Jeffs and Spideys that don't switch. They're terrible people. They don't brush their teeth. They wouldn't help a granny cross the street. They fail all their tests. I was making content, and I just.
But it still can come off offensive. I'm just saying, if like somebody said that about people who listen to Drake, you hate people who listen to Drake as people because of all that you just said. Now let's look at this. See, today's chat is gonna be a mess. So now we got the Reddit post, Kaizen, and this Jeff hater now too. Yay. Why are men who play this game like this? I actively tell my chat I'll ban anyone if I hear of them going to harass anyone. It's not that hard to be a decent human being. All the comments just boosting your content though. Right. Ha ha ha. I'm ready to ban anyone who even looks at you funny. To be fair, I'd have to ban myself though, so okay. I hate how you like interpret things.
Sincerely apologize if I offended anybody who plays Jeff and Spidey and throws. For the
Exactly.
people that
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
switch,
that's what I feel
I
like
apologize
they-
to you, but also could you please stop throwing my games? I genuinely apologize for insulting you by saying you don't brush your teeth.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I felt
like I can
personally
take
was
full
like-
accountability that what I said, and I personally, I don't think it's that awful, but that is also my opinion, because that's why I said it on
that's
stream.
fair.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I completely.
Zeno, if you don't mind if I interject real quick, I want to say, Gemma, I feel like there's a disconnect here between like our agreement on this, like our opinion, and obviously that's fine. Like we're not going to agree on everything, but I want to make it clear that when you, like there's a clip where I said I'm no longer a Jeff the Landshark racist. Okay, now anybody that looks at that clip,
Wait, is this the one that was in Haynes' video?
yeah, like that, I posted that video. So before I had 10,000
Yeah.
followers, I used to post shorter videos because obviously I wasn't in the creator rewards fund. Okay, so my goal with my videos was to try to get a blow up moment and respond to patch notes, new news, and right before I posted that video, the official news came out that Jeff the Landshark's ultimate would be getting a healing pool. Okay, so when I made that video, I'm saying I'm no longer a Jeff the Landshark racist. We love Jeff because I'm directly talking about the character.
Yeah,
But if
you
I were to
said
say
you were a Jeff racist, like you hated
I
Jeff.
hated Jeff because I used to main Black Panther. I used to play against DPS Jeffs that would put a bubble down and it would knock my like it would knock me out of my dash and it would just be annoying. Like I didn't like
So-
Jeff. I don't like playing against him, right? But my thing
So
is,
just-
Gemma. Hold on, let me finish. So my thing is, Gemma, if it would be completely different if I directly said I am no longer racist against people who play Jeff. That would have been. You see how those words completely change the statement and the way that it's annotated by people and understood by people and the public
But do you see
opinion.
the difference is you made that content, you edited that content, you put it up on stream, on TikTok. I said it in my stream and you clipped it out of context.
I didn't. I don't think.
I had, but
He didn't clip it out of context though, shorty. He let it play in the. Oh man. I clipped part of it for the intro, but put the full thing in the maybe to your. Okay, he clipped it out of context for the intro, but he put the full thing, full context, everything in the rest of the video. So this is the clip. He put it in the rest of the video, took what part of what you said, put it in the beginning to make a brief summary of what's about to go in the later to come. So it's like there's a difference here. You know what I'm saying? You're leaving out context because you didn't specify a certain thing and you're framing it to be a certain different type of way. That's out of context. Him making an intro but putting the full clip in the rest of the video is not leaving out context. Unless you're focusing on only the intro and he took the intro and he posted it on TikTok. If he made an intro and posted that intro only the intro and put it on TikTok, I can understand where he's leaving out context. But he put it in, I'm pretty sure that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? So it's, unless I can't speak for certain, I might have to go and check that out. It'll take me some time though, so we're not gonna do it right now.
for me, I went on about it during that whole rest of the game talking about it. So I feel like We separated earlier the difference between live stream content and TikTok content.
Yeah, but I feel
Right,
like
but there was-
content is content. If you post it, it can be reposted. People can. It's the internet. That's just how it works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
and
for sure.
I will
But
say-
I do feel like
sorry,
the
go
way the live stream content comes out and the way it's framed is very different
It's completely
than
different.
you admitting like I was a deaf racist.
I understand where you're coming from. I still think I'll give you a perfect example. Do I
Do you
think
genuinely sorry, just to clarify, do you genuinely believe that I was stereotyping the people that throw on Jeff and Spidey? Do you think I was like being genuine?
That's exactly what you're doing, though. That's literally what you're doing. You saying that a specific group of people do a specific thing. I hate people who play video games that use keyboards. Y'all are cheaters. Y'all use hacking devices and all that. You're always cheating and hacking. You don't play fair. You're a nerd sitting in your mom's basement. You wear glasses. You can't even see straight. No 20/20 vision for you. Your shit is 520. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact with keyboard players. You're short. You're overweight. You got cheese doodles hanging out your stomach. That's stereotyping. I'm not.
Horrible because you said you don't anymore think I'm a toxic streamer. Did you back then genuinely believe I was like trying to belittle and hurt the feelings of anyone that plays Jeff and Spidey that like doesn't switch?
yes, those were your exact
Yes.
words. Those were your
That's-
exact
yeah,
words
that's
by definition. Like that is
Okay,
the
so-
definition of like exactly what you said. Like you directly related it. You said with
To
like as much
everybody.
emphasis that I've ever seen. Like that's an exaggeration. But with emphasis, you said as people. Like you hit that P
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so hard.
Yeah.
Like you meant like it sounded like you meant what the fuck you were saying. You know what I mean? Like you were standing on that 10 toes. And I understand that you're saying who don't switch. But my thing, Gemma, is like, for example, like
Because
when
I
you
didn't
sent
like,
those,
I don't like in general I don't like people that don't switch.
I can
I
understand
hate
that.
them as people.
Yeah,
Right.
and like I understand. I
Nobody
understand.
likes
I
to
just
throw in their game. Like we can all admit that.
yeah, but I don't hate people that like you just said you don't hate that you hate people that don't switch like as people. I don't agree with that statement. I feel like that is
What
a
must I
toxic
hate them as? What must I hate them as? They are people.
as what must you hate them
What
players?
must I hate the throwers
You can hate them as
Well,
players.
well, obviously that's what I mean.
Okay, but if that's what you mean, Gemma, you have to
Hate them as players and hating them as people is different because you can name characteristics or behaviors that relate to those players, right? Who pick those characters. But to say there's a difference between hating somebody as a player and hating somebody as a person. I hate when my boy uses LeBron James. I hate him as a LeBron James player because he always passes it to LeBron James and he bullies in the paint and goes for the, you know what I'm saying, pass it to LeBron, drive in. I hate him as a LeBron James player. No matter what team he's on, I hate him as a LeBron James player. I don't hate him as a person because he's an actual cool guy. He's funny. We vibe. He likes what I like. We have similar interests. That's my dog. I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying? Valid. 10 toes. Dude, stand-up guy. You know what I'm saying? But as a player, I hate him because you just hog. You're a ball hog. You're a LeBron James ball hog. And I hate that. There's a difference.
But
Jeez.
it's people.
I know-
just clarified earlier that I don't know them as people. So how can I speak to their character?
people say things on the game
It's
all
hyperbole.
okay. So let me give you an example, right? If somebody's in a Call of Duty voice chat, right, and they don't know what somebody looks like, right? Let's say I'm trying to think of the most respectful and like appropriate way to say this, but people say things on the game to try to get under people's skin that they probably know is not true. If somebody
I
goes,
didn't say it in the game. I didn't say it in the game.
I'm talking
Use
about
an analogy where you're
on,
talking about
I'm
a
talking
game.
about on the game, on video games, like playing video games. You're on the game, like when we play Marvel
Okay.
Rivals, we're on the game.
Oh,
That's what I'm
what do
talking
you
about.
mean, like just speaking? Like just
No,
speaking
not
out?
speaking, just on the game, like you're on the game. But I'm giving you this example, so I'll change it. So here, when you're talking to people on the game, sometimes people can say things. Let's say somebody comes up to me and says, "Shut up, bro. That's why your dad left you." If somebody says that to me, I know it's not true. But imagine they said it to somebody who it does apply to. Does that make sense? It's like there's no talking about you can't
Did you
say
feel that it applied to?
no. I didn't feel like it applied to me. But why would you even say those kind of things about me?
It just felt directed.
It felt it's not even that it felt directed.
But why
Gemma,
did it
your
feel
literal
directed
words.
towards you if it didn't apply to you?
Because your literal words, it felt what you were saying was directed towards me because your words was, my TikTok title is literally anti-Jeff and Spidey and I have both on my team. That's how you know I'm fucking irritated. Then you said, I
Yeah,
hate
was
Jeff and
saying,
Spidey
you
papers.
understand that perspective.
It's in 4K. So she, you know what I'm saying? Like you relating it to what's going on at the moment, right then and there. So it's a little coincidental for you not to say, hey, I wasn't talking about you. I was just talking about Jeff and Spidey players that I hate. And you're in the middle of a game where there's both Jeff and Spidey players on your team.
Like I said, yeah, and hold up, let me finish, And then you said, I hate Jeff and Spidey players as people. Then you said, I think if you play Jeff and Spidey and you don't switch, you are the worst kind of human being on the planet or something. I don't remember the exact word if you said in the world or on the planet. And then you started going into, I don't think you brush your teeth twice a day. I don't think you help a grandma across the street. I don't think you have a girlfriend. I guarantee you failed in life. I bet you failed every single driver's license test, school test. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, Those are all statements made towards a person, something that I wouldn't do. And by definition, that's hate speech. And you're being that was a toxic statement. There's no getting around the fact that it was a toxic statement. I understand Zeno has said things like that. You may think that I have said things like that, but I don't talk about people as.
Do you think that, just to bring it back, you're kind of saying that I said a toxic statement, sure, but you did too by saying you're going to obliterate Jeff's whole family, whether or not you meant it as his actual family, the player's family, or the actual character's family.
Okay.
That is a toxic statement
Yeah,
to
so-
obliterate someone's entire family.
Two things can also be true.
Oh my God.
No,
bro.
but he made the initial video because he believes that I said a toxic statement.
I know I did it, but you did it too. You're 31, dog. What are we talking about? Now we gotta hit the boom again. I know I did it, but you did it too, though. Huh? We just established the difference. You see, what you like to do is, but we just said earlier, we just conceded to the fact that this is this. We just conceded to the fact that those are two separate things. I'm not talking about the person as a person. I don't hate him as a person. I hate the character. Next time I see that character, I'm gonna take his whole family out. Opposed to next time I see that player, I might just crash out because I hate him as people. They don't do this, they don't do that. They don't got this, they don't got that. They do this and they do that. And you know what's crazy? I got both of them on my team right now. That's how you know I'm irritated. Yes, you're talking about me now. There's a difference.
Statement that needs to be outed to the world, but you said that a very similar toxic statement.
I don't think that's very. I see what you're saying. I can see how you think that's hypocritical, but what I'm trying to get you to understand, it lines up with my content. I have clips. When I had Angela early access, the first thing I did was get on and figure out a way to hang Jeff with my ult. Like, this is nothing new. I've been finding creative ways to solo ult Jeff.
For sure. Do you know that the definition of hate speech, like murdering, obliterating a family, and hanging, falls under that definition, but saying you don't have a girlfriend and you fail a test does not. It does not fall under the definition of hate speech.
Okay. The definition of hate speech says abusive.
I can agree that you and I took what each other's content said in a negative light, like, oh, it was toxic. Like, obviously, I thought you were being sexist in game. We've covered all that. But when it comes down to the actual root of what I said, saying someone doesn't cross the street or they fail at life, that's just like my opinion. That's not. I don't think that's murderous.
Just because it's your opinion doesn't make it any less of a hate speech, Shorty. I'm sorry to inform you that. Why is there blurred lines when it comes to what you can do compared to what somebody else does? You saying certain things is just your opinion, but him saying certain things like young lady is sexist and he's a misogynist now. I wish it was a condensed version of this VOD because it gets worse than this.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for it in
I
the
understand your
background.
angle, but what my point is.
Oh yeah.
So there's two things I have to say. The definition of hate speech: abusive or threatening speech or writing that expresses.
Abusive or threatening. I'm going to obliterate their whole family.
Let me
Correct.
finish
Yeah,
reading.
So I understand.
Yeah.
You think that me saying that I'm going to obliterate Jeff the Landshark's family
Did
is
I threaten them?
speech? No, you used abusive language.
I don't think
Like,
I did.
That's an
Yeah,
abuse.
you did.
Okay.
Abusive language. No, abusive language is when you say I'm going to obliterate them. Like I'm going to.
No, yeah, that's true. But it's also you belittling somebody to make them feel less than, and that's what you were doing. So there's that. Yes.
Like abuse.
So tell me this: if you were talking to, let's say your niece or your nephew or your sister or your brother, would you go up to them and say, "You don't brush your teeth twice a day. You don't have a
'Cause
girlfriend"?
I know my niece and family. I know their character.
I know.
You can't
Right.
relate that because I'm
But I'm
talking
saying-
about throwers, which
Oh
I
my
already think are
gosh,
evil.
bro.
Okay, but is that or is that not abusive speech? Saying that to
Saying they can't
anybody.
help a granny cross the
Sing it
street.
to
But that's not the
anybody.
only
It's
thing
not
you said.
clarified
But
as abusive
anybody
speech.
else.
But again, that's not
It's
the,
clarified
the
as
whole
hate
thing.
speech.
that's not the
Shorty.
only
I
thing.
said you just went through. You read it to me. You quoted it to me, and I agree. That's what I said.
You
They
sound
don't brush
like
their
a
teeth. They don't help a granny cross the
6-year-old.
street. They're a loser. They whatever. If they fail at life, they don't have a girlfriend. And I think there's one I'm missing. Abusive language is slurs or enticing damage to a person. I was venting after a shit game using what I think, in my personal opinion. And, I just want to take us back to, like, I don't want to be toxic or anything. Like, I just genuinely want to get to the root cause of why the video was made. And for me, I think that's kind of tame. Yeah, it's a bit mean. Like, I said some mean things that, like, yeah, it probably would offend people. And I take full accountability for that. Like, I'm sorry if I insulted any throwers who do not have a girlfriend and really want one or something like that. But you have a girlfriend. So why would you think I was even referring it to you in the first place?
Because
why
you
would you take
said
it personally
you
if you have
referenced
a girlfriend
him.
and you're doing great? I heard you just graduated. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
If that's correct.
Yep.
But you're intelligent. I can tell by the way you speak, by the way you create content, by the way you carry yourself. So why would you get offended by these hyperbolistic, random things that I'm talking onto my
If you know that you're not a young lady, why would you get offended on the fact that I called you a young lady? Why would you think that I'm sexist because I refer to you as young lady, even though you're not young, and you know that you're not young, and you know that you're a lady? So why would you get offended? Why would you feel that I'm being condescending, referring to you as young lady? But you know that you're not a young lady. You're kind of old. You're 31. We're old. Yes.
Chat about. I didn't say them to you. I didn't say them about you because you weren't even a thrower. We won the game. So why on earth would you have taken any of that personally? And this is why when you said on your stream, the way you mentioned the racist bias is like you felt like the way I was speaking about Jeff was the way I was speaking about you, and you related it to like the amount of racism you've gotten in the game before. But I genuinely, I think what I said is like tame compared to like obliterating a family or calling yourself a racist to that population of Jeffs.
Okay, so there's no population of Jeffs. It's literally just one shark. That's like it's one.
Just what are you talking about?
But I didn't say. Bro. Okay, so I understand that's how you took that, but that is literally by the words that I put in the video. There is no correlation to directly talking about the people who play Jeff, the person behind the controller, the person behind the monitor. I'm directly speaking about the land shark. The 4-footed.
I said that I was speaking hyperbolically. I was exaggerating and saying funny things as content, like they don't brush their teeth. Like, come on.
Okay.
All right, he was saying funny things
people took
for the
content. I understand. Okay, so
people took offense if I say they don't brush their teeth.
No, people took offense. That's not the only thing.
You took offense. You took offense that I called you a young lady. Do you hear yourself? I'm about to lose my head, bro. Jeez.
Like people took offense to the fact that you said you don't like them as people. I understand what you're saying. That maybe
that's pure hyperbole. I don't know.
Young lady is definitely hyperbolic too because you're not young, obviously, and you took offense. You'll take offense to me calling you an old lady too. So which one is it? Jeez.
Yeah, but like, be honest.
Lies. It's pure lies and exaggeration.
Okay, Gemma, but you're saying you don't know them as people. So saying that is hyperbolic and for content. But when people speak and say rude, sexist things to you, they don't know you as a person.
Yeah, but they know I'm a woman. That's different. That's totally different. They know I'm a woman. They have that knowledge.
Okay.
I don't know if the throwers don't brush their teeth. I don't know if they have a girlfriend. I don't know if they fail their tests.
Okay.
That's the intent versus.
Yeah. So the reason that I took what you said personally was because, like you just said, you assume that since I'm in a diamond or whatever low GM,
I need some ice cream or something, dog.
That since I clicked Jeff and did not have Lord, you assumed I was throwing. Therefore, you assumed that I was one of the throwers that you were there then referring to when you stated that you don't like throwers. Meaning you were directly relating to me, and it's not even like, let's say that without that context, right, of you thinking that I was a thrower and saying what you said about me.
I said I assumed you were. But I changed my mind after the game.
And then
we won.
Yeah, and then you said, but the thing is, Gemma, before we won the game, you said what you said, and at the same time, you said after I said young lady, you assumed that I was sexist and a thrower. Those are words that you said. So my point is, what I'm saying is that you're saying, hold on, I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a whole lot of interruption going on.
Holy brain fart. Hold on, wait.
You want to find it? I got some.
That's okay. Find it.
Hold on, wait. Yeah, I don't want to lose it. I'm gonna get distracted. Wait, I was saying though.
You don't lost your mind, but
that's how you felt about me. Oh, and then even if you didn't include the fact that you thought that I was throwing or that I was a thrower and sexist, it doesn't matter because you literally said that you had both on your team. That's how you know you're irritated. And then you said that you hate them as people. So it's like you're directly relating that to the person on your team who is me. Does that make sense?
But do you admit that I didn't know you?
Yeah, I mean, like,
what does that have to do?
Absolutely, and even if you didn't know me,
speak on your character. How?
Gemma, I didn't.
You.
I'm not offended. I'm not offended because you said things because they're not true. They're not true statements about me. What I'm offended about is the fact that you said it as a streamer to me, knowing I was another streamer. I know you said you didn't know me, but you were aware.
I didn't say it to you.
Okay, you didn't say it to me. You said it about me.
Stream as content.
Oh
I did not say it to you in
and
game.
As content.
I didn't personally attack you.
Okay.
She's playing semantics right now. Keep that in mind. She's playing semantics right now.
I didn't know you.
Making it.
I didn't speak on your character.
Everything. Words matter now.
I didn't say it in game to you. I said it to my stream. You came into my stream and you took something I was saying for content, speaking as hyperbole, over exaggerating as personal, and I'm asking why. Why?
Because you were directly speaking about me.
I wasn't directly speaking to you.
You weren't. No, I didn't say you were speaking to me. You were speaking about me, Gemma. You said, "Listen, like I think there's a
I was
misunderstanding."
speaking about Jeffs and Spidey's that don't switch.
Okay.
You didn't switch, but we won the game. So in general.
So oh my gosh, you're talking about Jeffs and Spidey's who don't switch, and he was a Jeff and didn't switch. So what are we talking about here, gang? I'm losing it. Oh, timestamp. Shisha 140. Okay.
Is that I'm mad at? Why would I be mad at you? I muted you, and GG went next right away.
Did we win the game before you said that?
No.
No, we won the round.
Okay, so
not only did we not win the game, but I didn't switch either. So you were talking about me then. I was talking about Jeffs and Spidey's who didn't switch, and you didn't switch. We didn't lose. I mean, we didn't win or lose the game yet, but I wasn't talking about you. While being on a team with the Jeff and Spidey who didn't switch. Do you see? I mean, like, okay.
What you're saying. So let me ask you this, right? You think that because you didn't know me and because we won, that classified me as not throwing. But the thing is, you said it before for one, the game was finished. Because let's be realistic. We could have won that first round by straight luck. And I won 5v6s, 4v6s, 3v6s, right? Being down an entire player, having one person sitting in spawn on Black Widow. But my thing is, you assumed that I was a thrower, okay? And then you directly started talking about throwers.
I did think you were a sexist thrower, yes.
Okay, which means that you were directly relating what you said.
I was mad.
Okay.
Sure. Sure.
But you
So
So
I
you
didn't say it
did
to
think
you.
that he was a thrower after you said that he wasn't. You see, we're not, now you know you done messed up, right? You know you done messed up, right? You said you weren't talking to him because, one, I lost my train of thought. Jeez Louise. You say you weren't talking to him because, one, you mentioned Jeff and Spidey who didn't switch. And he was a Jeff. I don't know why I kept saying Dave. He was a Jeff and he didn't switch, but you didn't say that you weren't referring to him as a thrower because y'all won the match. But you thought that he was a thrower though. So to clarify, you said you hate Jeff and Spidey throwers who don't switch. And now you're saying you thought that he was a thrower.
Say it to me. No. You said it in your
No.
stream for
No,
what you
I
said.
did not insult you as a person.
You
No.
didn't? Because you said,
No,
Gemma.
I didn't say it to you. I didn't say it to you.
Okay, so my point is,
I didn't call you that. I didn't say it to you.
Okay, so my point is,
This is
you
not
literally
real,
said
man. This is not
word for
this
word
is not
that-
real, bro. This is not real, bro.
my
She's
TikTok
not
title
for
is
real.
anti-Jeff and Spidey, and I have both on my team. That's how you know I'm fucking irritated. Those were your words. And then you said, I don't like Jeff and Spidey play, or I hate Jeff and Spidey players as people. So when you say that you have both of them on your team, now again, I'm gonna relate this, and this is, I wanna make sure everyone in the chat is aware. This is not me saying that anybody here is racist or anything. I'm relating this directly to my own experience. Okay? If somebody is in a room with me and they go, now let's say there's
I wasn't
20.
in a room with you. I'm sorry. I'm gonna hark on about analogies because what got us here in the first place is misinformation.
No,
I'm happy
no,
for
no, no,
analogies,
no,
but they
no,
have to
no,
be-
no, 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 no. What got us here is your mouth, shorty. What got us here is your mouth, gang. I don't know if anybody else is covering this, but listen, I'm here, and we're gonna get to the bottom of this. We're gonna get to every nook and cranny of this live. It might be 2 hours long, and it might not be a lot of viewers that's watching this, but guess what, gang? Those who do stick around, you the real one. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below at this point if you made it this far. But listen, there was no misinformation, gang. He put all the information in the video. Regardless if it was in the intro or wasn't in the intro, it was still in the video.
rather relevant.
But
I wasn't in a room with you and I
Let
didn't
me-
say
let
it
me
to you.
interject.
Can we use an analogy that's like similar?
Why does it matter that you didn't say it to him, but you were talking about him, and that's what he's been saying this whole time. He never said that you didn't say it to him. He said, he didn't say that you said it to him. He said that you said it about him, and that's his main point. You were talking crap about me on your stream. You muted me, so you weren't talking to me, but you were talking about me. So I went into your Discord to see what you were saying.
Because I just don't want people to be out of context, misinformation.
There's
and
no
things.
misinformation.
Okay, wait, what's the
or
misinformation?
context.
I'm confused. What misinformation was there?
Because you're saying we're in the same room. We weren't in the same room.
I know, but you
No,
said this.
I
Yeah,
never
but
said
you said
that we
this
were in the same
started
room.
on misinformation. So what was the misinformation that this started on? Does that make sense? That's what I'm asking. What?
The video that went viral where you claimed I was a toxic streamer and you've admitted that you no longer think that.
That's not
Yeah, 'cause we're sitting
misinformation.
here having
You
a
said if you
conversation.
could go back. Yeah, exactly.
Let me
So
interject
it was
at the
a
beginning.
false claim.
So just to make sure we stay on track, I feel like we're going in circles. Let's just to make sure we understand, and we ask the right questions, we make the right everything. Your end goal, Gemma, is to strictly understand why the first video was made, correct?
Yeah.
Because you expressed that
But he's saying, yeah.
you already expressed that
You got a problem listening, shorty. You got a listening problem.
Video. What was your reasoning? Sorry, AJ, for making the video.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to. He took it personally. Does he still feel like I was talking personally about him after I've explained I don't know him, didn't know his character. I wasn't even speaking to him. I was speaking in my stream, making content, saying hyperbole.
why would
I
you
rage
say
a lot.
it?
Like,
Yeah, no,
I'm
but
genuinely
I
trying to
wanna
find out
know
why the
exactly
video
what
was
it is.
made.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've already established.
So why
we've
would
already
you say
established
that?
I understand that wasn't
What's
your
the point of
intention.
saying it?
But Gemma, we're talking about
That's
the emotions of the
your
moment, and you're
justification
asking me why the
for
video was
saying it.
made. That was how I was feeling at the time, and I feel like when I say that that's how I was feeling at the time,
Mhm.
you're taking that as if I'm talking about now. Does that make sense? That's
No, I'm not. I'm talking
Nah,
about
you
why
are.
the video was made, how we were feeling in that moment.
I
I
felt
felt that you were a sexist throwing my game.
okay, and
You
I
felt
felt
that I was
sexist
personally
throwing
attacking
your
you, but I'm
game
trying to figure
because
out
you said
why you
young
think I was
lady.
personally attacking you. If everything I said,
Do you see the state of the world right now? You see the state of society. This is, mind you, she's from South Africa, but this is literally how it is in the States too. I see it on Twitter all the time. She's a Twitter bird. This is literally a IRL Twitter user. Y'all not gonna bait me into this Love Island topics, you know what I'm saying, that I be seeing, but trust me, I'm gonna get there on my time. I just need to take my time with it because I'm gonna get in these comment sections and that's all I'm gonna see, and then I'm gonna get tight. But you're definitely one of those who be in those comment sections. You think that a person is misogynistic and colorist because of who he chooses to be with in that show. You think that he's a cheater and he ain't shit because he's doing what you're intended to do in that show. You're sensitive because he says he no longer feels attracted to you because you gave him the ick and chose somebody else. Now you feel like he ain't shit. And he is misogynistic because he hates women because he doesn't want to be with you. That's the type of mindset it seems like you got. And it's crazy. It's scary. Seeing it in real time is scary.
And it didn't reflect on you because you have a girlfriend, you do brush your teeth, you're very intelligent, and you weren't throwing my game, and I didn't even say it to you.
So, okay,
Right.
So why would you take it personally?
You said it about me. Okay.
It wasn't. I don't think. Okay. The reason why somebody could potentially take that personally, whether it's true or not, is because from the perspective, regardless of how you meant it. If you didn't mean it, if it was hyperbole, it was indirectly targeted. Indirect meaning whether or not you chose to direct it.
Sure.
Indirectly, it was targeted
Indirect, yeah.
because you did have a Jeff that didn't switch. Whether or not he was a thrower, he fit
Yeah.
enough of the qualifications under those lists.
And
of insults
I
for him to be upset.
sadly took at the time
Because you thought, no, because you knew he was a Jeff. He was a Jeff player. You were talking about you hate Jeffs and Spidey as a person. You hated Jeffs and Spidey players as a person who were throwers. You thought he was a thrower. So he's a Jeff player. You thought he was a thrower. Like,
screaming young lady at me in game as directly sexist.
so what?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not
Both sides
directly
are
sexist
completely
either.
So my
No, it's not.
my
No,
ranting
it's
in
not.
game was
Stop
more
this
of a
PR
response.
stuff.
And that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But that's what I'm saying. We keep going.
So my ranting in game was more of a response.
A response to what?
And that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But that's
To
what
him
I'm
calling you young lady?
saying. We keep going in circles about it. When
Soft
we
as
already
hell.
know
You're right.
One side, you already apologized, right? Whether or not it was indirectly, you apologize if he felt that way or anybody that you spoke about felt that way. You already apologized for those list of insults because you didn't mean it directly to the players. Like you said, it was strictly for content. As well as AJ, he at the time, like he said, felt as if it was indirectly targeted towards him.
And
because
I want to say,
he was there.
He's valid for
Zeno, sorry for
thinking so.
if you don't mind me interrupting.
Do you
Oh, no, you're
believe
good,
that AJ? Do you believe that I genuinely want to know? Do you believe that I wasn't directly targeting you? Because I don't think I'm a terrible human being, and I genuinely would never say that about a specific person. Like I don't think like if we're chatting right now, Nicole, like I would never say that. Like you
In
fail.
person, right?
Okay, yeah.
No, never. Like I would
Exactly,
never.
yeah.
I would never. Do you actually believe like that? Like just I know that's how you felt at the time, but right now, do you actually believe that I mean those things about you? Like do you still
No,
take
you don't.
offense to
No,
those
I don't
things?
think you
Okay.
mean those things about me.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Because first of all, I want to say it's not true. Second of all,
Mhm.
you know it's not true. So how could you mean something that you know is not true unless you're lying to yourself? You know what I mean? You know I have a girlfriend.
Exactly.
You know I brush my teeth. You know I'm intelligent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't apply to me. But
Yeah.
my point is, Gemma, what you said, word for word, right? It's like I think I want you to understand. All I'm saying, right? You're saying that you didn't directly. It wasn't directed towards me. But the thing is, even Zeno saying indirectly, when you say
Yeah.
that
You're saying
you have
that I
both,
didn't direct it towards you, but you took it as directed towards you.
because
I understand.
but you're
Maybe there might be some of her viewers that are watching, so I just want to reiterate and just make it clear every time she says this. If you say that you hate a Jeff player and a Spidey player as people, you refer to them as throwers, you thought that he was a thrower as a Jeff player. So he's the Jeff player that you're talking about. You thought he was a thrower. You said you hate throwers that don't switch, and he didn't switch that game. And then you say after that statement, listen, the fact that I got both of those in my team right now, on my team right now, that's how you know I'm mad. Would I not think you talking about me? Should I not think you talking about me? Would anybody else not think that that person is talking about you? It's a little bit too coincidental. And it's not fair to say that that's a general statement because you made specifications in that statement alone. You were specifying that who you hate, as in the character, and not just the character. You're talking about the person playing the character because you named personal traits, not characteristics of the character.
no, Gemma, your literal words were that you have both on your team, so you're irritated, and then right after that, you follow up by saying, "I hate Jeff and
With
Spidey players as
generalization,
people."
yeah.
So
With
it's like
generalization.
okay, you're generalizing it, but what sparked that generalization? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
you're
but I had
literally
another Jeff and Spidey
on your
But it
team,
doesn't mean
but
I was
who
talking
was
about
the-
the ones on my team.
But
I
you-
was speaking in general.
but you said all like you generalized them, meaning that it directly applies to me,
I
and
did.
I'm the one that
I
sparked that
generalized.
feeling.
No, it doesn't directly apply to you. We've just established that.
No.
Because you have a
Yeah,
girlfriend,
what-
because you went throwing.
Yeah. Yeah, but you
We
can
just
understand how
established it
people
didn't
directly,
directly apply to you. Indirectly, sure. But we
Yeah.
just established that it didn't directly.
We established that it doesn't apply to me, but when you connect that to, and I got them on my team, so that's how you know I'm mad. That kind of sounds like, you know what I'm saying? Now, you didn't know at the time whether I brushed my teeth or not, whether I had a girlfriend, whether I would help a granny cross the street, whether I get straight A's or not. Mind you, this is nigga literally 17. He's still in high school, so that does apply to him. You know what I'm saying? So like, what are we talking about here, Shorty? Like,
apply to you.
But you can understand his perspective, whether he felt it as indirect or
I
direct.
can.
because-
I have said
Yeah.
that I understand that he took it on personally. I get it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then what's the problem?
Said, like,
For sure, for sure.
If he took
And
it
then
that way, 'cause I felt like that was
moving-
what's most important.
Yeah, and then just moving on like a step forward with the video obviously being made and obviously it went viral and whatnot. Do you at this point believe that the video started like a bandwagon on me?
I think people it started a bandwagon, but I can't control whether or not how people reply to my video. All I can do is present the facts
Of course.
and what was on there. So I understand you feel like me calling you a toxic streamer was not a true statement. Okay. And I think that
But you
me
also
putting
think that it wasn't a true statement. Now.
no. I said that now that we're
You
having
don't
this
think I'm a
conversation,
toxic streamer.
I don't think you're a toxic streamer anymore.
what he said, I told you I'll keep this in mind too. Okay, we got notes over here. This is one of them. He said initially, I don't think that you're a toxic streamer, but I think that what you said was toxic. I think that you made a toxic statement. It's not that I don't think that you're a toxic streamer no more. And I thought that, and I still think that. No. I would change the title to "This streamer made a toxic statement" instead of "This toxic streamer."
Because I can, just like you felt,
So
just like I want to say
yeah,
pause, just
I'm
like
just
you felt that I was sexist and misogynistic, I'm able to have a different understanding because that's the point of this conversation. We want to both understand
for
each other.
sure.
So,
We both have different perspectives now.
so my point is,
Yeah. And I
Let him
totally
talk,
take back calling
shorty.
you a sexist. I don't think you are. I mean, you have a girlfriend, surely. Like, there's no way. But
What?
I'm just clarifying for
That doesn't mean
the chat.
anything. He can have a girlfriend. He can have a wife. You know what I'm saying? He can have a wife, 6 sisters, and 10 daughters for all I care, and he could still be sexist, gang. It doesn't change a thing. Unfortunately, that's just how life is. Sometimes stuff like that happens. So,
when you say, sorry, what did you say again? That you, I don't want to misquote. You made the video because of you, because
No,
you
I
saw a
ju-
toxic streamer.
yeah, like I saw you.
I just want
being
to
toxic.
clarify that you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah, in the past.
in the past and in the moment
getting
that the
hot
interaction
and
that I had
he's
with you, it's
fan
like
on it.
you're able to have. Look, I have this moral. It's one of my morals. This is how I move, right? Let's say somebody's been outlawed from the community, and if it's not something crazy, if they just done something kind of silly or whatever it is, and people don't like them, I'm willing to give that person one chance with me because I'm not gonna just immediately assume that they're a terrible
Pass
human being,
judgment.
pass judgment, right? So I hear it's you. You know, I've heard things, I've seen a couple clips, but I'm not directly applying that to you. And I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt, and then you and I have that toxic interaction, and it's like, okay, so what everybody says about her is true, or not? I can't say everybody, but what people
Wait,
say
but
about
we
you.
didn't have the toxic interaction because I didn't say it to you in game. Just to clarify, it
Right.
was you in my stream afterwards.
Right, so-
it wasn't even an interaction between you and I.
Right, but you directly okay.
the situation, man. See, now you're playing semantics, gang. Remember that you're playing semantics right now. This is you playing semantics right now, and before when you were specifying whether or not you said it to him. You didn't say it about him. You said it. You didn't say it to him. You said it about him. You didn't have the conversation in game. You had it on stream, and he heard it.
You said something about
I'm
me
just
on your
clarifying.
stream.
I just want to make sure all the facts are
You
straight.
said
and
something
this
about
is
him
so
on your
meeting,
stream.
Yeah, you
because
said-
people will take things out of context.
Yeah, you said
There's nothing out of
something
context.
about
There's
me
nothing.
on your stream, and it was reported to me
Mhm.
by the people that were in our TikTok chat, in yours, in mine, in my Twitch chat. You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's going both ways. Multiple
Yeah,
people
but I
are,
mean, that's Twitch, that's chatters and stuff. I'm just saying what you're saying right now.
but that's how I
that
found
it
out.
was
Is what I'm
just
saying. It's like
misconstrued.
okay, I understand what you're saying. My point,
So
my
do you-
point here is,
Yeah, your point about the bandwagon
Mm,
starting.
yeah. So my point here is, I only posted my interaction with you, and you can call it interaction or not, but we interacted. Okay, that's what happened. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But so the interaction that you and I had, I posted it, and people then decided to develop their own opinions, however they decided to handle it, and then post a video about it. But me, 7-foot black guy, I tell people I don't support harassment. Like long before Zimsy or Joshy's video was made or anything,
Mhm.
I've
Yeah,
made
we're
this
just talking about
very
the beginning
clear.
right now. Like,
Right,
we're
this-
just talking about
so-
the beginning.
so this
the initial.
bandwagon, like, do you know the exact date that Zimsy's video was posted? Because if it's any time after the 30th,
it's in my clip. It's in my clip, and
Okay.
it was after the.
so if it's any time after the 30th, then this bandwagon that started is not in my hands, because there's no, like, in my opinion, like, in this situation, I feel like there is no blood on my hands for this bandwagon, because I have policed as much as I can, and I still am, and everyone is aware that I don't support this kind of toxicity. I don't do
One
that.
sec. One sec.
Mhm.
Have you seen Ente? I'm not sure how to say his name. Have you seen his recent video about me? The one calling me a disgusting pig.
Oh damn.
I might have. I'm not sure.
He specifically cites your first viral video as his source.
Okay.
How can you honestly say that he didn't jump on your video as a source?
How can you honestly say that he didn't do his due diligence and do his research to be, as a content creator, you
Because-
have a due
But
diligence.
yours went viral. You
Right.
see?
I
So
understand.
Can we? I'm trying to just understand if we can see how the viral video started a bandwagon. I'm not saying you did. I'm saying the viral video was misinterpreted and it started a bandwagon.
Yeah, I did. Like, there's no doubt around it. It started a bandwagon.
Okay.
No matter
And
how you put it.
when you made the viral video, you said that you made it when you believed I was a toxic streamer. You believed I was referring to you with the statements. When you made the video, how did you think that video was going to make me feel? Because you tagged me in it.
If I had the same interaction he had, I would make the video too. Like, let's put it like this, right? So say there's a situation where an editor scammed me by using my edits as his own and taking the money that he was supposed to send me for those edits, keeping them, and saying that the person is playing and is running off with our edit, right? Whole time he was taking the profits for himself. I wanted to make the video and expose him to let everybody know the whole situation, the rundown, and not to work with bro. After that situation, I don't care how you feel about it. Okay? I don't care how it's going to make you feel. I don't care how it's going to affect your business, because you're out of here, gang. You painted me dirty. You did me wrong. You try to finesse me. I don't care what happens to you after that. Whether you lose a business, you lose customers, you don't make any more money, you're exiled from the YouTube community, I really don't care, gang. Because guess what? You did me dirty, and I'm exposing the truth. Now, with this situation, you literally framed him as a sexist and a misogynist, right? All because of that interaction alone. You made multiple videos on TikTok dragging him. So let's just keep that in mind as well, right? You did that. And then what you did was you went out of your way when you saw him in the next, like in Cinna's match, because I seen that in Cinna's match, you made a whole video explaining why, oh no. You framed it as him harassing you continuously and harassing multiple female streamers. So there's that. And then you went into her comment section and said, Cinna, if you, I'm surprised that you're support. This is paraphrasing, obviously. You keeping him in your event, basically saying that she doesn't support women at all by keeping him in the event. So you're stopping his bread too. So after that, no, I don't care how you feel about me posting a video, because you were going out your way to get me out of here, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Calling me a harasser, calling me a sexist and a misogynist on Twitter, knowing how those trigger words can, you see your Discord, they're all your minions and stuff like that. They're going to side with you. But once you say those words to a girl on Twitter and you paint that narrative, they're going to run with that. I don't care how you feel when it comes to that, gang. I don't care.
Realistically, after our interaction, I didn't think about how.
You guys were talking about Ente's video, right?
I won't think about
yeah,
it.
that one came up.
I won't care about it.
But sorry, I'm talking
It
about
won't
his now. Yeah.
move me.
Also, real quick, I want to say.
How the creation of that video, like if you thought about how that would make me feel.
I don't care.
Real quick,
I
I do
hope
want to
it'll
say.
make
I think
you.
we need to.
I would hope that it make you feel regret for what you did. You try to be a Karen and drag me through the mud, but guess what? You ended up coming out the situation dirty, shorty. So, yeah.
I don't know if there's a latency in the call or something, but I feel like we should pause for a second after one person talks, because I feel like we keep interrupting each other a lot, and I want to make sure we
Oh,
both
it's
are able to
perfect
get
from my
point.
side. I can hear you while I speak.
Oh, okay.
Is it cutting you out?
No, it's not cutting me out. It's just I can't really focus on my words whenever someone's talking, so I just have to, like, you know, like, I feel like we should just take turns. I feel like we keep talking over each other, so
Yeah.
let's just yeah, that's all. Like, if Zeno wants to moderate that, or
Can I,
Make sure to interject.
that I'm speaking over you? I haven't even given this.
Yeah.
Can I speak right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
I do feel like I've asked a lot of questions here and listened quite a lot. Do you feel that I'm speaking over you? I haven't even given a single
A little bit. I feel like I keep getting cut off, but I mean, I'm willing to.
Yeah,
I'm so-
it's been happening. It's been happening a bit more
So look, listen to this.
for both sides, like ever so often, but there is a good bit of cutting off. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. If there's
Oh,
something you're saying in a thought process and I want to interject and change it or interject and add, how would you like me to go about doing that?
Just say may I interject? That's fine. Or can I say something? Just so I know that
Okay.
you're about to start speaking, because then I'll lose my train of thought and
Perfect.
then we'll get distracted. So I want to make sure we stay on topic.
Okay, we can go back to the question then. How did you think it would make me feel making the video?
But like I said, I don't think I like thinking
This
back.
is the second
I don't
time
think I
asking this, by the way.
really like thought about how it would make you feel. In my opinion, I was annoyed at the situation, and I found, like I said, I thought you were a toxic streamer, so I posted the video that I posted. Now, with us having a conversation, just like you don't believe that I'm sexist and misogynistic, I don't believe that you are a toxic streamer. And I would, like I said, I was willing to go into this conversation and change that. And like, okay, like obviously this isn't happening, but I came into this conversation after our first conversation with the preface that I felt like you weren't as toxic as I believed you to be, and I want to hear more of your side. But if you came in here and said something toxic, that would immediately change how I felt, and then therefore you would be labeled as a toxic streamer again, which I'm not saying is.
I do want to clarify that yes, she is a toxic streamer, bro. And not only a toxic streamer, but she's a toxic person because of her mindset. She has a Twitter bird mindset, bro. You throw buzzwords, you get offended, you get triggered easily and stuff like that. I don't even think you should be in this space, to be honest with you, if you can't handle that. Okay, there's a lot of things that I be seeing in my comment section that be like, damn, that's crazy that somebody would even waste their time to even put that much effort into typing that into my comment section. But it happens, and you gotta have thick skin for this shit. And if somebody calling you a young lady makes you think, damn, I'm offended that you call me a young lady, you're sexist. I'm talking about somebody and I blocked them from all my from all visual social medias and all that stuff so they can't see, but then they found their way into my community to see that I'm talking mad crazy about them. And you consider that harassment? Okay. And the harassment is me DMing you asking if we can have a chat and talk things out. Okay, yeah.
Happening right now.
You're
but
done.
That's what I meant. Like I came into this with the willingness to unlabel you as that in my head. Does that make sense? Like,
as did I.
yeah. So what I'm saying is, when I made that video, I truly did feel like you were a toxic streamer, and I felt that as if the things that you were saying were not cool, and I posted it, and it's
Wait, add.
yeah. Go ahead.
You felt they weren't cool because you took personal offense to it, correct?
Partly, and I just feel like that's a statement that partners, content creators in general shouldn't be making about people discriminating against someone for the character that they play and saying that they
You
are.
called yourself a Jeff racist.
Yeah, I call myself a Jeff racist.
Are we
Like, I
really
hate
going to say
Jeff.
discriminating a character?
No, discriminating against people. Gemma, I think a big issue here is I'm telling you that we're talking about a
There's also
person.
a video of you saying that Namor should unalive themselves.
When did I ever say that?
I did see that. I'll find it, but there is a video.
She sounds like she's reading her chat though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't know how he's keeping his composure, brother. Like, you're not 17, dog. You're at least 72. Like, gotta be. You're not how old you say you are, dog. You're definitely older. Well, you're acting like you are. This is kind of crazy.
Of you saying, I hate Namor, they should all unalive themselves. Someone find it for me.
Okay, so yeah.
I'm just saying, if you believe that a partner shouldn't be saying that kind of stuff, but I'm not here to attack you genuinely, and I think like I genuinely want to get to know you and your side, and I'm here just to clarify the facts that you can't accuse.
But do you see how crazy that it would sound if it was the roles were reversed, where a 31-year-old man was having this conversation with a 17-year-old girl trying to, you know what I'm saying, squash things up, but saying, like, I really would like to get to know you and solve it, you know what I'm saying, solve this problem and work things out. You see how that would flip? They'll flip that situation. It's kind of weird. So
Me and saying a partner shouldn't be saying that stuff when you've said that stuff.
Okay, so I understand your angle and your point here.
It's not an angle. I'm repeating what you've said.
Right. So you think that
You-
talking about a character. So for example, I'm sure you've seen those montages and stuff where people solo old Squirrel Girl and things like that.
Yeah, people
Would you
rage
put
about
that
characters
as
all the time?
right? So I'll give you a perfect example. There's a content creator. I'm not exactly sure what his name is, but every time he gets early access, he goes, "This character is unbelievable," and then he goes and he rants and he says, "She can two tap from this range, do this, and that." Exactly, right? I think his name is Golden Soul. I've seen his content for a long time.
Yeah.
So would you say that he is inherently speaking about people
No, I think he's making content. I wouldn't
on
take it
those
personally. No,
on those characters, right? So
I wouldn't take it personally.
now, when you imagine he said things about those people, do you understand what I'm saying? I just feel like there's a difference between talking about.
But I think we're getting into the semantics there because we've already established that I don't know the people, so I wasn't talking directly about the people. I think we're talking about.
how do you make a direct comment about a person but not talking about that said person? How do you say I hate Knicks fans as people? They don't even wash their behind. They don't flush the toilet and they don't wash their hands after they use the bathroom. I hate all Knicks and Lakers players because that's what they do. But I don't know them personally, so I'm not talking about them as people, but they do that. You hear how that sounds?
Word
Like what?
people in my sentence, and I wasn't directly talking about the people, and we've already established that in our previous
So then
conversation.
why I say
that I
as
don't know
a
them.
person?
I didn't know you, and you agreed that obviously I wasn't talking directly to you.
I'm not talking to you
Back then, you
as a
thought I was.
person, but I just mean
But we agree now
players.
that I
as
wasn't.
the
We agree that
person.
you still, yeah, we agree that. But
So why
we
am I
still-
being held to such a high standard still? Like you're still saying you don't agree with what I said
Be-
when I was just flaming throwers.
because that's how I feel.
But why am
like,
I being
regardless.
held to such a high standard when you said you're going to obliterate Jeff's whole family
Because the
so that no
context
more
is-
should unalive themselves?
Because I wasn't talking about the person, I was talking about the character in the video game. Yes, I'm gonna take out Deadpool and whoever he said. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
Okay, first of all, until you have like hard evidence of that, I don't think you should be saying that. I don't know who told you I said that. I want to pause on that. So let's just stick with the unaliving the Jeff's family, please. But yeah, that's different. Like we're talking, like I said,
How is it different?
no amount of context changes the fact that you were talking about the people playing the character.
I don't know the people. We
doesn't-
established, of course, I was not talking about the actual people. I don't know where they live. I don't know what they look like. I don't know if they brush their teeth.
Okay,
I was not talking about you personally. I want you to understand that genuinely, I'm so sorry if you thought I was talking about you personally, but I was not. I didn't know you.
Mhm.
Genuinely, like, I genuinely would not say that to you personally. It was hyperbole and content, and a lot of my content is raging, as a lot of yours is, with funny clips, raging and calling yourself a Jeff racist.
If you don't mind if I interrupt, a lot of people keep spamming us in the chat. I want to clarify real quick. You only continue to make your series of videos to explain everything and the Twitter post, all that stuff about the Senate attorney strictly because the harassment not only didn't stop because you seen AJ's video the first time, you threw it under the rug, you're like, all right, whatever, it was a game, go next, boom. Weeks later, it kept going on, and it never really stopped. And then it got to the point where all these sexists and all these misogynistic people, a good group of them, were constantly harassing you, sending you death threats, all types of stuff. And then that's why you continue to press on because of the quote unquote witch hunt kind of thing. That's the only reason why you felt like you had to stand out. And
So I was going to get there.
Nah, but let's get
So
there.
the reason I'm going to get there still to the
Yes,
end of the video to explain
let's get
why I
there.
did what I did.
Let's get there.
But, sorry, I'm just checking this. Yeah, I suppose we can get into it. I mean, sorry, we finished the bandwagon.
Yeah, like I said, you know, I'm genuinely so disappointed in the Marvel Rivals community and that they interpreted my
course.
video and chose not to sit there and really make their own opinion. But I do, because like I encourage anybody to go watch all the videos, go watch all of the evidence, and I want you guys to make your own informed opinion, right? That's what a normal, mature person would do. But
we are mature people, so let's do that. I'm gonna let the video play, and then I'm gonna investigate while.
I will say that I am not responsible for the bandwagon because I want to say that this, first of all, could have been done by anyone that you had a interaction
So
with.
earlier, sorry to interrupt you again, but earlier you did say that you can see how it started a bandwagon because the way the community ran with it, because they didn't focus on the part that was the ones that don't switch. You did say that about 10 minutes ago. You said you can see how it bandwagoned from your video. Not that you intentionally started a witch hunt bandwagon, but that it was a result from your video with Entei citing it, with other people citing it.
Right. So
people have
so why
literally
does that matter?
bandwagoned on citing your video. We can't deny that. I mean, we believe that the video that is being cited in the rest of the wagoning.
You know, I thought she was talking about me. Then I realized we only got 200 views, 300 views, maybe 400 views. Whoa, hold on. How many views do we got, gang? Oh wow, 440. So it jumped up 300 views. Golly, but she ain't talking about me though. She ain't talking about me.
Bandwagon.
Okay. So like I said, I'm saying me posting the video is the only extent that it went. I feel like I want you to really, before I assume what you mean, give me your exact definition of the bandwagon. Give me the exact definition of the bandwagon. Exactly
I
what
don't
you're
think it's
talking
about
about
exact definition. I think it's your video went viral. 500,000 people saw it. 20,000 of them thought, oh my God, she's so toxic. They didn't think about the don't switch part because you didn't focus on that part in the video. They thought, I hate her. And then a bunch of them, thousands of them, tens of thousands of them have spent every day from that point coming into my chat, insulting me, berating me. And then other content creators even watched your video, decided to look in their camera and record content hating about me purely based off their experience of me because of your video.
Oh no.
They didn't have any other experience of me. I didn't even have a chance to show people what I am because I haven't had a viral video yet on TikTok.
7.
The first viral video of me is so damaging, in my opinion.
Okay.
God.
And you said earlier that you made it, that you didn't think how that would make me feel.
Gemma.
Gemma, if you don't mind if I pitch in here, and AJ, do you
All right, ready?
Do you believe that you?
Let's put this to the forefront real quick. Cause this is gonna get me. This is the 7th. We're on the 20. All right, so this was weeks ago. Hold on.
Recording this video on May 7th at 7:17
May
p.m.
7th at
It's been
7.
7 days since I last spoke about Virtualgemma, and I'm getting all kinds of messages telling me that she's still talking about me, still replying to comments about me, and I completely respect your angle. But the problem is when you go out of your way to say things that are not true, that's when things have to be addressed. So point number 1, you and your community mass reported my TikTok video and had it removed. You think that I took
Damn, this shit did go viral. Didn't it? 100K. Like, how many views this guy? Golly.
down the video and didn't want to put it back up until you replied to a
Checkmate.
DM that I
Fuck
sent
nigga.
while you were sleeping. And since you didn't respond, I then promptly put the video back up, which you know goddamn well is not true. Because in your Discord server, when they spoke about the fact that my video had been removed and they said small victories, insinuating that they were the ones that mass reported the video in order to
Notice that guy's video has been privated or taken down. Small victories team. Oh, what? Actually, wonder why. I wonder if there were a lot of comments agreeing with the Jeff hate.
have it removed,
You
you
laughing about
replied
it.
to that, acknowledging it, meaning that you knew the video was removed. But let's pretend you didn't know. People in your TikTok chat were explaining that if you continuously report my video, it will be removed. What does that sound like?
So if you report a video enough, it will either get muted or TikTok will stop pushing it to the For You page. I can't tell if you like this game or not. You always look so mad with it.
To
This
you
is
guys.
irrelevant.
All right. Point number 2. You posted a video saying that it only hurts if it's true, insinuating that you saying that Jeff and Spider-Man players are bad people. If that hurt anybody's feelings, then maybe it's true. Gemma, the point is not that it hurt anyone's feelings. The point is that when you start personally attacking people, that's when it gets to a point of toxicity. If you and I were having a conversation about Marvel Rivals, and I'm talking about a character in the video game that I dislike playing against, and you start personally attacking the person that's playing them, what does that sound like to you? And the thing is, even your viewers think that you're not personally attacking anyone and that you just want to win, which is perfectly fine. I love winning too. But the thing is, you are literally personally attacking people. Why are your viewers so adamant on just defending you? The fact that my video got removed for hate speech when the person...
And this is the thing. It's not even that he feels that she's talking about him, right? It's the fact that what you're saying, generalizing the people who use that character, is what's making it toxic. Not the fact that you said it about him or said it to him or made things personal. You were generalizing. It's the fact that you're saying it about people that you don't know, and it sounds kind of toxic. You said that people that use those characters are bad people and you hate them as a person. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch for a video game, but okay.
that posted the video, look at my face. I never said anything hateful. The only person that said anything hateful was you. The video got removed because they saw hate speech in the video. The hate speech was yours. When you say, I have a Jeff and a Spidey on my team, that's how you know I'm fucking irritated, and then you go into a long rant about how Jeff and Spider-Man players are bad people, doesn't that sound like you're talking about the person playing the character and not the character?
How do people do this whole voice pitch thing with regular speed?
The fact that you're talking about me, because I'm the one on Jeff. I don't care if I was playing a walking left toenail. The problem is that you are personally attacking me unprovoked. If that's not toxicity, I don't know what is. But once again, let's pretend that didn't happen. It has been a week since I've posted any content or spoke about you. I was on vacation this weekend while you are still on the internet talking about me and using my name in ways that is not true. Well, let's take that out the picture. I'm getting messages from people telling me that you said the N-word on stream. Roll the clip.
Focus on the left. Listen, they got one healer. Shoot the strange now.
Now, it may sound like she said, this nigga. But no. She actually said, listen, they've got. Completely understandable. She has an accent. She speaks fast when she's talking and giving comms. I understand clicking your push to talk button and yelling out loud, it can come off as another tone. Gemma did not say the N-word. But what she did do was unprovoked say that I was gonna run with this.
7 foot's gonna run with this? Oh god, of course he is.
Why the fuck would I do that? You cleared up that you did not say nigga. So then you are more than welcome to completely dismiss the situation. But bringing my name up, saying that I'm gonna drag this and use this against you, where's the correlation? It honestly baffles me how I haven't spoke about you in 1 full week, because that's the last time I spoke about you on stream, last Thursday, and you are still going out of your way to talk about me. There's a clip of you generalizing the fact that men are supposed to be good at video games and women are supposed to be good at healing.
You guys literally have 1 kill between you both. I'm so confused.
I'm on support now.
I
How
thought
am I
men were
supposed to
supposed
kill
to be
anything?
good at video games and healers were supposed to.
Okay,
girls
now
were supposed to be bad.
no, don't do that. That's weird. That's weird.
I thought men.
No, that is a little bit sexist. I ain't gonna lie. Gemma, you can't call somebody sexist for saying you're a young woman or young lady, but yet you're saying That sounds sexist. Oh, you're a guy. You're supposed to be good at video games. I'm a healer. That's what we're supposed to do. But you can't seem to get any kills, so it seems like you suck. It sounds kind of sexist to me. Whoa.
I'm supposed to be.
I'm
good,
literally,
and girls are
I'm a
supposed to be
man
bad.
with a champion cloak.
I guess, bro.
And
Then
that
go out of your
sounds a
way-
little bit toxic that you now look. I mean, the gaming atmosphere is toxic, so I wouldn't even care. We talk smack in video games all the time. I've heard worse in Kyle Lobby's game. So
to start asking the person you're speaking to whether or not they're heterosexual.
Like, what more do you
You're
want
a
from
man.
me?
Sorry. Can we take it back 1 second?
I
You're a
forgot
man?
about this part.
Like a grown adult.
Grown adult, yes, and I like to role play as a
are
snow
you
bunny.
by any chance heterosexual?
Wait, what's that one?
You like women.
No, I don't.
You don't like women?
No.
You don't want to be with women?
Why would I want to be with a woman? They have cooties.
What does that have anything to do with absolutely fucking anything?
So
I
not
have
only
nothing but
are
love-
you a sexist, but you're homosexual. Oh no. No, I take that back. Not only are
and
you
support for my
sexist,
fellow content creators.
but you're homophobic. My bad. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Correct that. Damn, don't clip that. I just had a Rikai moment. But yeah, that's a little crazy game.
and all the people on this planet. But when you wrong me and then try to use that as ammo against me, saying that I'm misogynistic and sexist, that is fucking crazy. Sometimes a lot of us need to understand the things you say on the internet actually matter, especially if you have a platform. The reason I made that video was to bring light on a situation of another content creator treating another content creator with disrespect. People's eyes are on me. I have almost 30,000 followers. When I post a video, yes, it's going to do well. People are going to see it. Imagine if someone with 5 followers posted the same exact video that I posted with the same exact context and everything. Do you think this video would have gained as much traction as it did? No,
Probably.
it wouldn't have.
No,
The thing
it
is,
definitely would have. Just not as much. Maybe it has it did. It should be happening on TikTok game, but
I didn't put any video back up. TikTok did. If you were sleeping and then you woke up, posted a TikTok, got on stream, and then continued to bash me on there, you missed every single QuickTime event that you could have had a one-on-one, mature conversation with me. And the fact that you didn't speaks numbers on your character. You're not at all required to have a conversation with me. But when you try to twist the narrative and act like I'm the bad guy,
I ain't gonna lie, this is a smart kid, bro. I'm impressed. 40,000 now, almost hitting 50,000. Sheesh. Where's what I just watched? He posted a lot, gang. Damn, 700,000. I see why she's tight. And he do got a girlfriend. You mad as hell. Oh, no. We not gonna get copyrighted, brother. But I see you. I feel you. You know what I mean? Anyway, I feel like we got enough reconnaissance. You know what I'm saying? Enough recon. You think so?
Should take any amount of accountability or responsibility in, I wouldn't say that happening, but in general, it happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether or not you obviously, we all know it's the internet. You can't control nobody. It's life. You know what I'm saying? Which is why nobody can hold you fully accountable at all. But do you take any amount of accountability towards like how things unfolded? And could you see how like it started with your video and it unfolded through there?
It absolutely, it absolutely started with my video. That's the fact. Like my video was the first, but it continuing from there on and there on out.
How do you feel
How do I feel about what?
that your video sparked a witch hunt bandwagon on me for 2 months? That's been giving me a lot of mental stress and anxiety.
I'm disappointed in the Marvel Rebels community. Like I said, that that's terrible. But like I said,
this is a PR trained ass nigga, bro. PR trained ass nigga, bro. Listen, you did all that, all them TikToks on me. You threw all the labels on me. I could care less how you feel after I made the video. Matter of fact, if there's a bandwagon coming towards your way, you know what I'm saying, guess what? I'm actually pretty satisfied with the results. I think it did what it's supposed to do. I said you're a toxic streamer because you said all this about me and you're still going on and still going on and still going on and you're painting me as this and you talking mad crazy in the Discord and you making mad TikToks and you going on Twitter and you going out your way to get me out of a tournament, another tournament, by the way, months ago, like months from what happened. Not months and months, but probably like a month from what happened. Yeah. Nah, I don't care. I don't.
if you, I mean, if
You're
you
about to
even
see her
took any
toxic,
time past, I
toxic
don't, you know, like you don't owe me this. But if you
mindset
even took any time
in a
to
bit. It's
I don't know,
coming
watch my
right now.
VODs, anybody that came
actually.
in talked about you disrespectfully, like if there's a
Gaslighting.
way to
Are
find
you
ban logs,
sorry? Are you sorry at all for the way it's happened and laid out because of your video?
I'm
You
sorry
take
that,
any accountability for how it made me feel, for how it's been detrimental to my career and my future?
yeah, like I'm sorry about how you feel. But like I said, there's
No, I'm sorry that it made you feel that way. I'm not sorry about how you felt. I'm sorry.
only
No,
so
I
much.
can't say I'm sorry, but like I'm genuinely asking you from the bottom of my heart for an apology
For what?
how the video has been snowballed through the internet. We can't just say I'm sorry, but like I'm literally telling you that it has given me.
I apologize that my video has caused a hate farm to your brand. That has caused you stress and anxiety. But unfortunately, I don't regret my decision on editing, rendering, uploading the video at all. Anything else that happened after that is out of my hands, shorty. Word.
2 months of the most insane turmoil of my entire existence.
Here comes the
I'm sorry about
gaslighting.
Yeah, like I said,
Remember when I said you gotta be ready to manipulate before you get manipulated by the manipulator. But in order to do that, you gotta learn when you're being manipulated, and she is now starting to turn on the manipulation.
You said when
disappointed.
you made the video, you didn't think about how it would make me feel, and here I am telling you how it made me feel.
Right.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is that
What do you want me to do?
I'm disappointed in how the video was interpreted. I don't think I did anything wrong with posting that. There was like, I didn't not include any context. That is just the internet taking it the way that they took it.
See, so if you don't think you did anything wrong in posting it, you have since said to me that,
Mm-hmm.
to get this straight, that you took it personally. You now don't believe that I was talking about those things to you.
Mhm.
You don't think that I was saying it directly to you because I didn't know you. I didn't know what you look like. I didn't know anything about you. You
Mhm.
said you took it personally after the game.
Mhm.
You said that if you could go back and you could change the title now, you would say a toxic statement instead of a toxic streamer. So not even you believe what's written on the video.
Yeah, to an extent. I don't believe that you're a toxic streamer. I just believe that you're a streamer that made a toxic statement. You know what I'm saying? You're not a bad guy, you just did a bad thing. There's a difference. Yes. So what do you want me to do? You want me to I'm not gonna delete the video. We're not gonna do that. No, we're not gonna do that. But I guess I could tell you what I could do. I could change the title. That's the most you're gonna get out of me. Not gonna lie to you.
And on top of that, you didn't think how it would make me feel. You didn't think how this would affect another content creator.
And I don't care.
And you've said that you can see how it started a bandwagon. And now you're going to say,
Matter of
you don't
fact,
regret-
we're gonna go live on TikTok. Yeah.
you're not sorry for posting the video, but you've just
Now we're
backtracked
gonna
on
go
5
live on
things from posting
TikTok,
the
buddy.
video. You've just conceded in 5 different statements of why
Jesus.
the video is incorrect.
The video is not
Um,
incorrect, actually. The title is, though. So I'll go and change that, but that's the most you're going to get out of me.
So like I said, going into this conversation, I was willing to change my mindset
Jeez.
and how we're starting this conversation. You know, that's how I felt at the time. But like I said, as this conversation goes on, that may change, right? So if
Yo.
you were to come in this call with me, that's how I felt before we, after we had our first conversation, and the conversation we're having now, I feel as if I'm willing to understand your side, and I think
Stop it.
currently in the moment, like I said at the time, that if I could change the title for the video, it would be a streamer who made a toxic statement, because I know your intention. But the thing
You said
is,
this,
it doesn't
though.
change what you said.
Would you just keep repeating what I said, what you just said? I've
'Cause
stated
you're
those
not
5 things together to show
understanding.
you that you've dismissed and conceded in your own video with 5 facts.
Right.
I know, we know, we've all heard it. We've all been here for 2 hours. We've all seen all the footage. We know what I said. We know what you just said. I'm asking you, how do you think that, like, how do you feel?
I just told you.
What do you think of my feelings on the situation? How do you feel about the situation that we've ended up here from a
Shorty,
video that
I
you've
don't
agreed on 5 different points
care.
essentially should be
I
changed or should
don't
not have been made
care.
because
Okay.
there's 5 different things wrong with it.
For one, I don't think the video should not have been made. I don't agree with that. And like
But
I
you've
told
just
you before,
conceded saying it doesn't have factual information on the screen.
No, it definitely does have factual information on the screen, just not as the title.
Doesn't emphasize the point that I said don't switch. You're upset about
It
how
does,
the community
though.
has
I
interpreted
never
it.
said
You're
it
upset about
didn't.
how the other content creators have been using it.
Yes.
You didn't think about how it would make me feel at the time. You would now, but you didn't think at the time. And you said you do feel like upset that it has started a bandwagon. So how can you say that you don't regret making the video? I'm so confused.
Because
that's how I felt.
Gemma,
at
I
the
did
time,
exactly what
and
I do
stand by that.
with my other content
I
when I
expressed
post
myself.
toxicity, things that I find
But
toxic.
You
When I-
were being
listen,
You
toxic.
just
Hold on,
admitted you
please
don't
stop
think
it.
I'm toxic.
No,
You
but
put
you were
lies
being
in the
toxic.
But
you're- okay.
But you've backtracked on what you're saying. But you're saying that you don't.
I'm not
you
backtracking
gotta
on
listen.
nothing.
I
The only
don't.
thing
I
I'm
know, but I
backtracking is
just
the
want you to
title.
respond to what I'm saying, please. Please.
Okay.
Please what?
Okay, Gemma, you're giving me like 2 words and you're not letting me respond. Just let me finish what I'm saying so you
Yeah.
can understand the full picture.
Shut
right?
that up.
Sure.
So you're saying that I'm backtracking and everything. And my point is that if I posted, you're asking me how I felt, but then
How you feel now? I asked you how you feel
How I
now.
feel
and you
now?
said you're very disappointed in the community.
that's
yes.
that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah. But that doesn't
And
change
I'm
you
the
still,
disappointed in the
fact.
community.
you started this by saying you don't regret making the video, but you've given me 5 things that you regret about the video.
I said-
Tyler's
so what
wrong,
does
you said
that
it was
mean?
wrong to tag me. You said you took it personally and you don't think it was personal now.
gotta
And you
get
said,
it.
So first
I'm
of all,
just giving
first
the
of all,
facts and laying them out for everyone.
so
Yeah, it's
okay,
so
so I didn't
weird,
say
bro.
I regretted tagging you. That I don't.
Oh,
I don't
So
think
why
I said
did you
that.
tag me again? Oh, I don't think we covered that.
No, I
Can we,
tagged
can
you.
we side quest?
Yeah, I tagged you because you're the person in the video. You're responsible for the actions that were said. It's your face. It's your face. It's you. It's you.
Oh my
Did you
bad.
want people to click on my tag?
I posted you. Like your name is.
All right, so the toxicity is going to start. So this is where the toxicity starts, gang. Why is my shit like this though? Hold on.
All over the screen. Like context given or context not given. Like you're the one
Bro,
there on the
stop
video.
being
Like
stupid,
the
gang.
tag doesn't change anything. So, like I said, Gemma, we're going into this conversation. I'm able to in the moment. Like I said, let's say this conversation doesn't go well.
Can you answer the
and-
question before we move on?
What question did you ask? Repeat it one more time.
How
please.
do you
about
feel?
making the video
I just
after
told
considering the
you
5 things
I
about
feel
the video?
disappointed that things happened the way they
What
happened.
do you mean? How do I feel? I feel like I'm disappointed
said-
that they took the video the way it was taken by the community. That wasn't my intention with the video, but that it is what it is. Like I'm that wasn't my intention. I can't control
So what was your intention with the video again?
to post the toxicity, the interaction that I found toxic from you, who I deemed as a toxic streamer at the time.
And you don't deem me as a toxic streamer anymore.
Not when we had a first conversation, because I see your angle and I see why you were defensive.
And if you don't deem me as a toxic streamer, which is what it says in the video, then you don't support what's in the video, correct?
Okay, I see what you're trying to do here. No, Gemma, the video was made, and I just told you that I still think, regardless of whether or not I could change the caption or not, it's still, the video stays the exact same except for the caption. At the time, I deem it's not fair to say, oh, you're backtracking. I'm allowed to backtrack. Because imagine that you were still standing on the fact that you thought I was sexist and misogynistic. My point here is that you were toxic at the time. I saw you as toxic, and now we're having a conversation. I don't see you as toxic anymore. I don't see you as a toxic streamer, which means that it's therefore not the same level, or it's not as true. But what you said was a toxic statement. It's that simple.
So this brings me to my next thing that I want to pick your brain about.
Okay.
What do you think about like the misogyny in the community and like how women are perceived in general? And
Oh,
do you agree with how
Oh my gosh.
they're perceived if it's negatively?
No, it's terrible, and I don't agree. And I'm gonna respond to that, and then I'm gonna piggyback directly off of what you're saying. So, no, I don't agree. I think women are treated terribly in the space. I play comp with my girlfriend, and people get on her ass and say rude things to her, and obviously I defend her and stuff. That's
Oh,
my,
you play
that's my
with
girl.
her? I didn't know that.
Yeah, sometimes
So
I play
you
with
got
her.
like actual like literal context from in game
Yeah.
of playing with a woman.
Absolutely, yeah. I play with women all the time. I play
Okay.
with women streamers. I play with my female friends. I play with my girlfriend. Yeah, all the time. So, yes, I don't agree with the misogyny. But like I said, you posted a out of context clip, right, of a video of me called rage baiting a toxic VTuber.
Can I
Okay?
interject?
No, I would like to.
yeah,
finish
word,
what I'm
like,
saying.
let him
But we're
talk,
still
bro.
on the first video. I'm just talking about the first video.
But then why did you just piggyback and talk about misogyny? Okay, know what? Go ahead. I would like
Because
to hear
it
what you have to say.
relates. Sorry, it relates back to a question I have about the first video. I just wanted to know your opinion and views of misogyny in gaming, and you say you have direct experience with it.
Yeah, like I don't support that.
Okay.
Which is why I said, like, if you guys any of my streams,
But
I
what does that have to
police-
do with anything?
Man, I police everything that I can, like I said. And I don't allow that in my community. Everybody that comes in here and talks crap about you, I don't even read the chats out loud because it's my moral obligation to not read chats that I don't agree with.
And I respect that.
Yeah, like I said. So
Making it's kind of a two-folded question because obviously there's that previous video you have with 1 million views that went viral with White Fox, right? I don't know who that girl is.
oh
but
yeah.
yeah.
YouTuber, yeah.
So that one went viral, and I took a look at the comments, and they were saying some heinous things about women.
Okay.
So that video went viral, and obviously it's viral. You can't police all the comments, but when making the video about me, you had direct experience with women's experiences of sexism in
Okay.
the game because of playing with your girlfriend, and you had direct experience with what a viral video does to the perception of a woman in video games because of your viral video about White Fox.
Okay.
So
So
making the video, do you not feel? I don't know. How do you feel about those two correlating things?
like toxic. I feel like toxicity is
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is a crazy comparison. Cause what do you mean? If I'm walking down the street and you decide to hit, or not decide, but you just so happen to hit, like to run me over, so I get hit by a car, your car. You decide to run me over in GTA, right? And I go on TikTok. Oh, all right, let's put it like this. I'm walking down the street. You decide to run me over. You roll down the window as you pass by and flip me off, right? I go on TikTok and I make a video. I took a picture of your face and everything. I said, yo, the cops ain't doing nothing about this, so I'm just going to put this out here. Y'all watch out for this lady because she just hit me with her car kept driving, rolled down the window, and stuck a middle finger in my, like, not in my face, but as she drove off. I know the. Oh, you can't hear me, man. My volume is. Damn, I haven't seen you in a minute though. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Well, there's that. That's for TikTok, my bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna regret the decision or second guess posting the video I'm making, exposing you for hitting me with your car and then flicking me off as you drive away, which is also a hit and run, by the way, because of the misogyny in the economy. No, you're still there's no remorse for that. That's like saying that I should think about appreciate the 0.67 gifted. 6-7. All right, I guess I gotta do that. Appreciate it, gang. Yeah, I'm not gonna feel some type of way about posting it because of the misogyny in the air, gang. No, you're still gonna get this work.
Toxicity and gender doesn't apply to the situation. If you're a toxic person, you're a toxic person. I don't think that there is a. Let me finish. I don't think there is a.
You just
like,
said there is a
this is crazy
sexism
though.
problem in gaming.
There is a sexism problem, but that doesn't mean that I can't post about a toxic woman just because they're a woman.
Yeah,
that is unfair to me, my platform, and toxicity in itself.
I said all that just to say that.
Okay, but
yeah,
that's what you're expecting. You're saying, I saw what it did.
I'm expecting. Okay, I'm not expecting any. I haven't said my answer. I've just asked you questions. So don't say what I'm expecting, please.
Okay, go ahead.
Knowing what you know about women in the community and knowing how they're treated in the community and making your video, do you think that there is, knowing how sexist the community can be, do you think that there is really no moral obligation to think twice before posting a hate video about a woman?
It's not a hate video, bro. If you were being toxic towards me and that's my experience with you playing in this tournament, I'm going to make a video. As long as I'm not lying, I'm going to make a video, you know what I'm saying, stating my experiences with you. If you get hate for that, that's on your fault because you're toxic. What are we talking about? Yo.
In gaming, especially another content creator in your gaming space. Do you think there's like zero obligation to just think about it a step ahead for the bigger picture, like the bigger picture of misogyny in gaming?
Okay, before I answer that question, let me ask you this. And I'm going to directly relate this. If a black man, now knowing that racism is a big problem in gaming, if a black man gets a video posted about him, is it a moral obligation, and the black man is being extremely toxic, is it a moral obligation for the person posting the video to consider how the community might respond and how they might be racist to this person?
That's a great question, and I do think racism is a big problem in game, but I don't think the community, I don't know, maybe this is a question for like, I don't know if it's the same thing, because
it's discrimination,
the racism, it is discrimination, but the racism that they give in game isn't like about the game. Like, we're automatically assumed to be shit at the game.
Nah,
We're automatically assumed to go and support them to get kills. We're automatically assumed to shut up and go to the kitchen. I don't think the racism is just obviously idiots, like absolute idiots being racist, but I don't think it's got to do with how they play the game. But in your experience, are people racist
Brody,
and saying you
please
can't
let
play
her
the
know
game
though,
because you're black?
before I
Absolutely. I've heard, get off the game, go pick some cotton boy. I've heard, oh, are you able to even touch that keyboard with those monkey fingers?
GTA, I'm on TikTok Live,
Totally.
man. Chill.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
You know what I mean? So it's like, hold on, wait, let me finish real quick. I want to finish what I'm saying. So I feel like it's unfair to minimize race, because that's.
Sorry, I want to clarify. I'm not downplaying racism. This is to support an argument.
It seems
Why
like
is
you're
everybody
downplaying
saying I'm
racism.
Because you
I just got you to agree that you have the same experience as women in
This is a whole white girl, by the way. Okay.
game regarding to your racism as I do with
Saying that
sexism.
sexism
Chat needs to relax a second. I'm seeing a lot of disregarding racism. Hold up. No way. You agreed that you get the same treatment as I do. So not only do you play a game with your girlfriend who gets it, but you feel it yourself in your heart of hearts.
Okay.
Because you're saying it's the same thing.
Okay, right. That's what I said.
So you feel that. And when I left that game and I said you were being sexist or whatever, which is incorrect now, I can tell you're not being sexist.
Okay.
Like, I can tell now that I know you and actually had a conversation with you. Like, I will fully take back that I said that, and I apologize for saying that to you.
I accept your
At
apology.
the time when you said young lady, right between that game when I was raging about them, I thought you were a sexist. And I really freaking hate sexist, as I'm sure you hate racists, and I hate racists too. I defend
Okay.
other people every day when people are racist.
And I will say, I stood on.
Can I just finish my point?
Yeah, my fault. Yeah, my fault.
Go ahead.
To bring that back to the question at hand is like the moral obligation of like reporting on the sexism when you firsthand have experienced through your girlfriend, experienced through your previous viral post about a woman, and experience in relating it to your experience with racism.
Okay, so I understand. So let me ask you this, right? Did you?
Can you answer my question and not answer it with another question, please?
Which is?
I'm not going to do that here because this is directly going
You
to
don't
answer
want
the
to answer
question.
my question.
No, pause. This is going to directly answer your question. Or just go ahead. Go ahead and repeat your question. I want to repeat your question.
Restate the question.
Do you think you had a moral obligation
No.
when posting
I
a video
don't.
about a woman in a negative light? Do you think that, knowing now what you know, that you wouldn't have posted it, seeing my side that I thought you were sexist, based off the fact that you've had direct experiences playing with your girlfriend and sexism, direct experience that you've related with racism back to how we feel with sexism, and direct experience with your previous viral video and how that woman got treated in your comments, which are still up? Do you think there's a moral obligation with all these things that maybe there's a chance, like maybe you shouldn't have posted the video? Like I'm trying to see where
you
you're
were
at
being
now. What do you think
toxic,
about it,
I'm
knowing all
going
the
to
facts
call
now?
you out.
Knowing all the facts now, that is not where I stand. If I, like I said, the reason I wanted to piggyback off of what you just said is because the first time that this entire situation happened with the Fox waifu VTuber, right? The video got 1 million views. I then made a video replying to the toxicity that she was receiving. And I said, that's not okay. I don't support that in my community. Everyone's aware of that.
I haven't seen that video.
Absolutely, yeah. But the thing is, Gemma, wait, I just want to pause. Before I have said anything like that, no offense, but that shows how much like time and effort you put into really combing through the important facts.
You not doing your homework, shorty. Word, you not doing your homework, gang. Get on it.
Stuff like this, because anybody, like, this is the reason that you got the response you did when you called me misogynistic and sexist, is because anyone else that did any kind of research can go on my page and see that I fight against toxicity on a daily basis. I don't allow it in my community, saying, for your words, like I have, you said, somebody asked you in your chat what's going on. You said there is another guy using my face, my likeness, and my content on his TikTok to go viral so that all the other sexist haters can hate on another woman in video games. So you are like genuinely painting the picture that I am a sexist misogynist without even doing the due diligence to go look at my TikTok page and see that I fight against it.
AJ? AJ?
Hold on, let me finish.
You know what's crazy? Because you said you're calling me a toxic streamer based off of multiple clips, but you called him a sexist misogynist based off of one interaction. Golly, would you look at that, gang? Yeah, you cooked.
But you painted the picture that I was a toxic streamer, and you've already said that
Let
I'm
the
not.
man finish, man.
So you incorrectly painted me as well. I would just like to confirm.
No.
I'm gonna finish.
I've apologized for incorrectly. I've apologized for calling you a sexist. I don't think you are anymore.
So what does he have to apologize?
I'm gonna finish what I was saying.
Yeah.
So my point is, in the first video, the very first video, I want you to really think about this. Did you watch that video? Did you watch at least the first 15 to 20 seconds of the video that you used where I was rage baiting the toxic VTuber? Did you watch that?
I watched the video.
Okay,
No, I didn't.
so-
Wait, sorry. Are you asking me when I watched the video?
No, did you watch it?
I've watched it now, yeah.
Okay, so since you watched that video, you would see in the first 15 seconds of the video, I said, my team was being disrespectful. The entire VOD is up on my Twitch as a highlight, right? And because she was running around saying I was highly editing the footage. There was no highly edited footages. I put the exact highlight of the game up on Twitch, right? Then in the beginning of the video, I was defending her because my teammates were making fun of her about something. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I told them, I said, hey guys, I'm not going to tolerate the disrespect towards the women on my team, so please cut that shit out. Let's just win this game. Let's keep the vibes up. Let's keep it positive. Those words came out of my mouth. Why was it just conveniently not there? That is an important, because if you would have left that in your original tweet where you were using this clip, that would have immediately killed all credibility of me being sexist and misogynistic, because why the fuck would a sexist misogynist say, I'm not going to tolerate the disrespect towards women on my team? You understand what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like you're not even...
Can I answer?
I'm not done yet. I feel like...
But you asked me a question and you're just screaming at me.
Go ahead.
I would like to answer.
Go ahead.
That I hadn't seen that video. That tweet. I still thought you were being sexist because your video was still up and you made 3. I'm still talking about the original video and you haven't answered my question.
Well, you keep asking me the same question. I already answered.
I'm asking you. You haven't answered my question.
He did.
Okay. Repeat your question one more time. Let's see if I can give you the answer you want.
For the 3rd time, I'll ask the same question.
Yeah, this is the 4th time.
Do you
actually.
think you have a moral obligation that when making a video like this, that you agree has misinformation in it? That you agree from your personal experience how I could feel sexist and playing with your girlfriend, you understand how this community is to women in gaming. And from your experience, relating it back to your own personal racism that you've received, how awful that feels. And also seeing the reaction of the community on that viral video about White Fox. Due to those 3 things, do you think you had a moral obligation when making this video?
No, I don't think that I should regret making the video because you're a woman and I could see how that could backlash you. No, I don't.
No, I don't feel like I had a moral obligation when making this video. I already answered that question, and then I piggybacked off the fact that...
You didn't say no.
Yes.
You said you don't agree with sexism, and you went on a rant about how you made a
Oh my gosh, bro, you don't listen, bro.
video about White Fox afterwards because you don't agree with the sexism and misogyny, but where's my video?
I did answer that. And
No, you didn't say no. You said yes. You stand against misogyny because you made that video. about her.
That is two
Afterwards.
completely different statements that I am agreeing to and disagreeing to. Yes, I disagree with misogyny. No, I don't regret making the video. There's two different things, bro. What?
You said yes, but you haven't fully agreed or disagreed whether or not you feel you have a moral obligation when making content like this.
I
no,
don't.
I don't feel like I have a moral
have
obligation when making content like this
a
because
moral
imagine.
Oh, well, buddy, I'm
obligation.
sorry. We've sat here for 2.5 hours already. Can I just have one more statement, please? If you don't believe you have a moral obligation as a content creator not to belittle another content creator, and you've agreed in your own words that you no longer believe that you.
Now I'm belittling you because I'm calling you out on your bull. You see how this is? This is called gaslighting. Okay, she's starting to push the manipulation gears. You feel me? Keep in check.
Initially believed I was toxic, and your opinions have changed. You initially believed I was talking about you personally, but you know now that I wasn't talking about you personally. You are saying that video, it holds false accusations.
It doesn't. No. It doesn't hold false accusations because you said what you said and you meant what you meant. Bro, now, yo, the gaslighting. There's manipulation and gaslighting mix. That's a cold mix, gang. Woo!
Yeah, as the further this conversation goes on,
And now, how can you say that you don't have a moral obligation?
yeah, the more this
When
conversation
you have
goes
a
on,
video with, this is one question. This is one whole question that has not been answered, and I've asked it 3 times. You're saying you don't believe you have a moral obligation to not post a video with false things.
It's not false.
I said no. I said no. I said it twice already. I don't believe that I have a moral obligation, and I need you to understand that when we go into this conversation, I'm allowed to change my mind. Like I said that if you were to say something extremely toxic in this conversation, then I would then change my mind. Just like this conversation, like we're talking in circles. I'm trying to get you to understand that. I don't know. I can't even, like, it's getting to a point where
so you don't. Sorry, because you're right. We are going in circles. So she asked you if you felt like you had a moral obligation. You said you said no. You feel like you yourself don't. Why is that? Why don't you feel like you have a moral obligation? Because
I'll give you the exact example. Like, we related it to the racism and everything.
Yeah.
If I want to post about something that is toxic in general, I don't have a moral obligation to every single time I make a video. Everyone's aware. I shouldn't have to make 2 follow-up videos addressing the harassment and the narrative that is being painted. If the evidence and the proof is literally just like, it's in the pudding. Like, what you said is in the video with full context. It is not my fault that people decided to run after seeing the first 3 seconds of the video. I am not responsible for that. If I left that out of the video, we would be in a completely different place. If I just made it look like, no, let me finish, please. If I left that out, we would be in a completely different place, because that would directly be leaving out context that you find important to saying that you're referring to throwers, right? But I didn't leave that out. We're doing a lot of what ifs. That was not left out. Therefore, the videos. But the video's proof, it's literally there. Like,
no, I don't agree with what you're saying. I don't agree. You.
How do you disagree, dog? It's in the video. She didn't cut it out the video. He cut it out the intro, but it's still in the video. Therefore, he didn't cut it out. Stop the semantics. You're doing it again.
You disagree, you gotta let him finish speaking.
Yeah, but you're gonna go on about a different point, and I just want to clarify this exact point. You can carry on. But this exact
what do you not agree with? I want to know what you don't agree with.
You said you didn't leave out what I said. Awesome. But we established earlier how important it is and how you think it's so important, like my timeline video, that I need to
91 cutouts is
actually
crazy.
say the thing that is in the video, because people see the clip and they run with it. You said that. So I said to you back, but that's exactly how I feel about your video. I feel like the way you've put the music, the sad, the very serious, newsy music, and the way you're looking at the camera like it's a very serious situation to report on, but your entire serious reporting completely misses out the part that says they don't switch, the ones that...
It doesn't miss it out because he didn't leave it out. Because he put it in the video, just not in the beginning. Come on, bro.
Don't switch.
Gemma, I can't.
The whole video is framed around keeping that part out, and now you're saying, oh, well, it's there. It's in the clip.
Okay, Gemma, you're asking me. Absolutely not. It was not framing. I don't agree with that statement. My point is, look, right? Let me just say, okay, framing someone, like, you have that malicious intent, okay? That was not my intent. When you're saying that I should have, Gemma, I need you to understand, what you're asking me to do is to pause right in the middle of you saying who don't switch, and then you want me to pause the video, freeze frame, get on there, do an instant replay like I'm ESPN, and go, she said who don't swap. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, continue the video. Back to you. And then I gotta continue it? Like, I don't have to say it because it's in the video. You indirectly left out an important piece, that the fact that we were still in the game when the statement was made. When you say that it was after the game, that insinuates that you were talking to your chat, then I went into your stream to harass you and find out what you were saying about me, which is not true. Therefore, skewing the public opinion. Let me please let me finish. If you
came into my stream to find out what I was saying about you,
I knew what
personally.
I knew what you were saying. I was told by my chat.
But
we are both.
You didn't. You said it's wrong that I said that you came into my stream, and
the time frame of which it happened is wrong because you perceived it to be, or you painted the picture that it happened at a certain time when it didn't. It's the incorrect timeline. The timeline is incorrect. It's skewed. You're skewing the timeline to make it seem a certain type of way. It's not that it didn't happen at all. It's the fact of when it happened. Come on, gang.
I'm going to interrupt if something is incorrect that you're saying.
Well, you're being incorrect.
Regardless, I mean, if you
But he
feel
can't
like
be
it's
saying
incorrect-
things that are incorrect. It's not that I feel. He did come into my stream and take something personally that I was saying.
Okay, if you guys can come to a mutual understanding of being able to stop someone in their sentence if it is false or incorrect.
I'm
then
not
that's
gonna do
fine,
that.
but yeah, if
I
you
don't think
guys
that's
say-
respectful. So I'm not gonna interrupt her, even if there's something that she's saying that's not true. I'll just patiently wait, and if I'm gonna forget it, I feel like I'm gonna forget, I'll write it down, and I'll just be patient, and I'll wait until she finishes saying whatever she has to say, and then I'll debunk
Fair.
whatever I find is not true.
You feel me?
Gemma, can
I'm
you
not
do that?
interrupting. I'm feeling a bit offended
Nah,
right now
you're
that you're saying I'm
interrupting,
interrupting.
Shorty.
I'm correcting an incorrect statement being said about me.
Okay, but
Yeah, but
and
That's what
you are
but
interrupting.
when you are trying to correct the incorrect statement, that's you're interrupting me to correct the incorrect statement. I don't understand.
Yes, but how am I going to stop you from saying it and quickly counter it? Because people are going to run with it.
That's the thing.
That's the whole problem with this entire situation. It needs to be stopped before it, like the incorrect information. We've agreed this incorrect stuff in the video, and people have ran with it.
The bigger picture is with Gemma, right?
How do you
that-
interrupt somebody 7 times within 2 minutes? It's crazy. It's insane to me.
This is what's been happening over and over.
Jamie, get your old ass on, bro. It's past your bedtime, bro.
And then it restarts. The real issue is that we need to stop making this about everyone outside of this call. It's between y'all two. Whatever these people decide to take and run with is completely something we can't control, and it's not our business. You guys are in the VC to settle something between y'all two. Obviously, it's bigger. It's a bigger scale, realistically. But first things first, we have to settle things within. We can't satisfy everybody. We can't cover all angles because it's how the internet works. So stick to what we can control, and that's at least common decency and respect. Interrupting someone, whether or not they're correct. Or incorrect,
I'm kidding,
is still
bro.
interruption, and I feel like we have to maintain that common
Relax.
decency between all of us. Everybody's doing their best to kind of remain within that circle. So whether or not, like he said, if you don't agree with like waiting or anything like that, then we have to find a middle ground, or we either just wait for someone to speak, because the interrupting, whether or not you think or feel or you're saying you're not doing that, that's the way it's coming off, and that's what's happening. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry if you feel offended. I'm not trying to come off that way at all. I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
I don't
but
feel offended. I have been interrupting just to correct.
that's what I'm saying.
things.
Yeah, and
Yeah, just to make sure it's straight.
and we can't do that. He doesn't want to do that because he feels as if it's disrespectful, and I feel like respecting that is important when it comes to having a conversation like this. So if from now on we could just completely wait and just hear it out, whether or not it's incorrect, or like I said, ask to interrupt. I'm saying I'd appreciate that. You know,
Can I say something on that? If I wait, he brings up a lot of different comments and takes it away from the question. So my interjections are to bring it back to the question. Like I had to ask that question 3 times,
Okay, then that's when
That's
you
when
say,
you
"May
go,
I
"May I
interrupt,
interrupt?"
please?" Like we established earlier, instead of just cutting me off in the middle of what I was saying.
which is what I started doing now.
Not recently, no.
I did.
You kind of just jumped in rather than asking.
I have been asking. I actually just asked when you finished your statement right before.
Just now, but I mean, like literally, like AJ can speak for himself. Like it has been less asking, and
Okay,
more just saying
sure. Okay, let's bring it back to the topic then of moral obligation and whatnot. I think
Bro, how many
But
times
no,
you gonna
focusing on other
ask this
things, like, I
question,
guess you
gang?
hate
It's
about
been
me. I don't know,
5
we're
times
just trying
already,
to
gang.
clarify
You already
points.
asked
I
him the
don't
question.
hate
He said no, he doesn't have it.
We don't hate you.
Yeah.
Nobody
It's coming
hates
off
you.
disrespectful.
Oh my god.
It's the media.
I'm so sorry if it's coming off as disrespectful. I'm not trying to be disrespectful at all. I don't believe I'm a disrespectful person. I'm just trying to get the facts straight before
Don't be sorry. Be careful. Stop it.
come out and you run with the topic with incorrect facts.
That's what
all.
we're here for, to make sure that the incorrect facts get corrected.
Yeah.
Everything. That's what I mean. Like nobody's running off of anything. If anybody's
There's
gonna
no
run off of anything,
incorrect
we wouldn't
facts,
do
though.
so. That's why the whole point is like I said, common decency, respect between you guys. What happens on the internet, I understand that you can't control, but between you guys, as long as things are understood, whether you disagree or agree to disagree, as long as the respect is kept, I feel like that's fine. So, but hey, you said you had something to say, Tina?
Me? Sorry, I didn't hear who you asked.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah,
you said you wanted
just,
to.
I mean, my main idea is this like moral obligation thing. It's like, Zeno said he feels the initial video shouldn't have been made, and a few people feels like the initial video shouldn't have been made. And now knowing like that I don't hate you, I wasn't talking about you personally in the beginning. Like just knowing it now, like I understand your motives for making the video, of course, but like just knowing, like I don't know, just like I don't believe I'm a toxic person. I don't believe the stuff being said in that video is true. Like knowing
He
all
never
that,
said you were, well, he
don't
did
know,
say
I
it,
just
but he
think-
changed his mind about you being toxic, shorty. He said he doesn't think that you're a toxic person no more. Okay. But you did say something toxic. You're not a toxic streamer. You're just a streamer that says something toxic, and he changed that. That's what he was standing on, bro. Like it's not. That's the only thing that you can say that's incorrect, bro.
like, do you wish this hadn't happened to me? Do you wish the community didn't run with a video you made? Do you wish, I mean, have you seen the heinous videos being made by a bunch of content creators with misinformation? Have you seen the comments in my comment section? Have you seen any of it? Like, what do you genuinely feel about it?
I feel disappointed and terrible. I don't agree with what's happening. I've stated that on
Why you keep asking
I-
the
I-
same question, bro?
I
Like I
literally
don't
said it
understand.
multiple times. Like I don't agree. I think that it shouldn't be happening, but that is against my will. Like I cannot control what other people do. Everyone has free will. There is, to a certain extent, I can police my community. I can do what I can. I'm not in support of the people that are posting. It's like, again, I've done so much, and this might get sidetracked, but like this needs to be talked about. I have done so much to remain respectful to you, honest about your character and how I view you.
Oh,
I view you, sharing my opinion.
Out right now.
And all you've done is berate me on the internet, say things about me that are disrespectful. You brought my girlfriend into the situation of all people, saying that you feel bad for her, which insinuates that I'm an abusive boyfriend. Like there's just, and you're insulting my intelligence. Like there's just so many things. And I'm sitting here before you even, like, the moment before you joined my stream, I was literally sitting here telling everyone you're not racist. Like that's not the intention. My point with that clip was to literally bring up like the fact you're reading chats that are painting me in a negative light when you don't have to read that at all. For example, if Zeno sees a chat and somebody goes, yo, 7-foot black guy is such a bum, he needs to shut the fuck up, right? If he reads that out loud and goes, oh my gosh, tell me about it. How does that come off? That comes off as he's agreeing. He might as well have said it himself.
Yep.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah,
does that make sense?
And do.
Can I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
So you said that you don't agree.
Address what I said just now.
The community is run with it, and you're really disappointed, and it's not who you are, and you don't support that kind of stuff. You don't support the other creators making those heinous videos about me. Correct.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So why didn't you take the video down when it started getting out of hand? If you don't.
Oh, so this is what it's all about, huh? This is what it's all about. You want him to take the video down, brother. Don't take the video down, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go ahead, Zeno. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because that wasn't the intention of the video.
Exactly. If anybody cared to ask me, exactly. But if anybody cared to ask me, right? So you're asking why I didn't take the video down because that wasn't the intention.
Yeah, but we know that wasn't the intention. We're talking about how you don't agree with what happened after the video started going viral, the consequence of the video.
Okay, so
we're talking about how you don't agree with what's happened since the video. You don't agree with all the content creators bandwagoning. You don't agree with what they're saying. You don't agree with the misogynists running wild with it. If you don't agree with it, why didn't you take the video down when you didn't agree with it anymore?
Because it's not my responsibility. Go ahead, Zeno.
Let me interject. So let me put this into a better perspective. So hypothetically,
there's no way she's for real.
Like you said, Gemma, he's realized, like you've seen, he's realized that he would change everything. He would change the statement of the video to just a toxic statement, right? So hypothetically,
can AJ answer rather?
Yeah.
I mean,
sorry, no offense.
that's cool, but I'm just saying you need another perspective since you're not understanding.
And I want to ask you this. You've gone on the internet saying that I'm misogynistic, sexist, and that I'm a woman harasser. All these claims. Let me ask you, and I want you to answer this honestly. Are you going to take down the 1.3 million view tweet?
1.3 million.
I will absolutely take it down.
And that absolutely. Is how
it's hurting you. You expressed to me that it is hurting you, and you feel it has a false narrative in it. I will absolutely take it down, and I'm so sorry if I ever hurt you in any way, because that is not my intention when I make content.
Okay.
So I appreciate that. But my band, like my what's it called? My piggyback point here is I didn't do anything incorrect with my video. I didn't take clips out of context. You posted a clip of me talking over Aramori, saying that if only these women listened to me about this woman harasser. Or let me see what you said. I feel so bad for her. If only women spoke up about this guy who disrespects women. This was after the first L.
You took that out of
pro
context.
Player. Every single pro player
and
every team IG yelled and shot called. And she was shut down by her own team. They would have listened to a man. Let's be for real.
You pulling these gender wars.
I didn't go out of my way and post out of context clips because I showed that context to you on my stream the other day. We have a clip where I was explaining to my level 15 teammate that just got started Marvel Rivals for in a prize pool for $150,000. And I'm like, God forbid, and this applies to everybody in the chat. I'm so sorry if you guys felt like me speaking up and using my voice in a $150,000 tournament was disrespectful. If you think that way, this is not your stream to be in because I stood up for myself. I wanted my money. I'm describing to my teammate how to use a mantisel. It was my point to bring up in the first place. And since I spoke over Aramori, even though I didn't
feel some type of way,
you use that clip trying to act like I disrespect women.
Sorry, no,
that's weird. Like I don't think that's not cool. Like going and insulting my intelligence, going and talking about my girlfriend, telling you how much you feel bad for her, and saying I'm choking up even talking about it.
Can I interject here?
Go ahead.
I'm asking why you didn't take the video down before I made any of that content. When yours went viral and other people started making content.
This is a 31-year-old woman, by the way. We're gonna stick by that. You're 31 years old, gang, and you're acting like a child. Disappointed in you.
Harassment before I made a single response video. I can appreciate post my response videos, and I apologize for how they've made you feel. I would just like to know why you didn't take it down in the month that it went from 0 views to 400 and something thousand views, and everybody jumping on the said bandwagon, blah 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 blah.
Because that's how I felt initially. I felt as though you were a toxic streamer based on the multiple clips that I displayed in the video. Going out your way to do things, say things, how you move. It was very toxic. Now, the way you're moving right now, it's very toxic. Shorty, come on, bro.
And the amount of hate I was receiving. I'm not asking after the Sinner stuff.
Because
I'm asking why in that month it wasn't taken down.
Because you were speaking about me, saying things that were not true about me.
No, but before that,
It's literally my birthday, and 7 Foot Black Guy has spent his entire stream insulting me, spewing false accusations, and berating me. I'm so tired of this. Respectfully, can you please stop talking about me? I don't talk about you about you other than my responses to your chatters who come. Might I add, my safety has been threatened. You see, I've been chat botted on Twitch, and you have sent thousands over to insult me across every single platform, all because I said I hate people who play Jeff, because 99% of my throne games are because of those heroes. Ridiculous. You see how you just changed up what you said once again? Because even this is different from what you said in the Discord,
before I made a single response post.
which is different from what you actually said.
So before you, so you're saying
What was
that
the
in the 2
reason you
days.
kept it up?
So wait, how long are you saying it took you to reply to my videos? So like publicly, to my video
It was
that was
almost a
posted on the 28th. Okay, no, so
Almost a month. It says April 30th here.
here you actually
My
posted on
first
April
part
30th
one
on
video
Twitter.
was
On Twitter, you posted on April 30th saying it's my birthday, and 7 Foot Black Guy spent his entire stream insulting me,
no,
spewing false
sorry.
accusations, and
I'm
berating me.
not quoting about a tweet.
That's a social post though. People saw that. I
I
got
have
7,000
7K
views.
on Twitter. It didn't even, bro. I have 7K followers there. That didn't even go viral.
What?
But you have 7,000 people who seen this. 55 liked it though. Might I add, we can include that 3.5. You can add that to that, so that's probably like 10,000 people. Let's not do that.
Does it being viral have to do with anything? You
So,
put it
so
on
you
the
didn't
internet.
take the video. So you don't agree with the stuff in the video, but you didn't take it down during that
It
time.
only matters if it went viral, guys. If a lot of people see it, then it matters. If it don't, then
The tweet.
I didn't take it down because you were running with false narratives on your streams, even though you may not have posted a video. You were saying things that are not true
7,000
about
is
me.
still a lot of
And
people.
I'm not responsible for every other person and the way that they conduct themselves. If they decided to go and post a video based on what I posted and not include context and leave things out, that is not my responsibility. That is not on me.
And now that we've established that you don't agree that I'm a toxic human being, you don't agree that I was directly talking to you, and you don't agree with the contents of the video anymore, do you still feel that way?
Yeah,
I
I'm not
just
removing the
told
video.
you.
Like, I've established that the video won't be removed because of the fact that I am able to. We can post, like I said, I told you, like we can come to an agreement. I told you this in the other stream, like it's there. I told you, let's come to an agreement where, let's say we both have 10,000 followers. Let's make a collab post so everybody can see it on our pages, to where we talk about the claims that were made. I'm gonna be like, guys, I don't find Gemma toxic anymore. I think she's actually a pretty cool person. And when you sit here and actually have a conversation with her, you can understand what she's saying. And I don't believe that she's a toxic person. I think she's someone who said something toxic that I don't agree with, right? But I'm not deleting the video because, first of all, you're saying that I should have deleted the video following the month of harassment. Realistically, right? Me deleting my video, it disappears off the internet. Does that change what's happening? Because the bandwagon has already started. We're using that logic. The bandwagon has already started. I know you're saying that you didn't speak about the situation, but that's honestly a fabrication that makes you look better in the public eye. It makes you look like the innocent person that didn't even speak about this entire situation and got harassed for a full month. You responded to me 2 days after the entire situation. 2 days. Not even 2 days. You responded 1 day after on your stream. And then another day, the day after that, responded to
We've
it on your
separated
Twitter.
stream content versus TikTok content 3 times.
Gemma,
We've separated it.
we
We've
are-
separated it. The intention, the recording, the posting. We've literally separated it.
Okay, so there's a difference. If I got on stream and started saying very rude, racist
You were on stream
things,
saying things. You literally watched my stream on your stream saying horrible things with people in Discord, other content creators. You
saying
did do it on
horrible
stream.
things.
Yeah.
What horrible things did I
insulting
say?
Just like insulting me in my content and saying I'm so horrible and this and that, like just horrible things in
No,
general.
no. Specify what I said. Let's not do that, because I'm pretty sure what I said wasn't horrible things.
Okay, until you
I
can
don't-
actually. Okay, I'm gonna make a
I
request.
couldn't see the VOD.
Okay, Gemma.
I explained this.
Okay, but you had people. I saw people were screen recording my stream. Did they not record the entire thing?
That was literally a 1-minute clip. No, they did not record the entire thing.
All right,
Okay,
then
so
whose
I'm
fault
gonna
is that?
kindly request. I know
You
you
have
couldn't
no
see the VOD. The
proof.
VOD wasn't removed.
You didn't see the entire thing, so therefore you can't claim something that you can't prove.
I don't remove my VODs. All of them are still up, and they expire after 30 days. So that's honestly not on me. I'm gonna tell you that it'd be different if I took it down like I was trying to hide something, but I have absolutely nothing to hide. That honestly, it's disappointing that the VOD wasn't up, but I would like to not make claims that you don't have the direct evidence to back up. Because I would never say something that I know is not true about you.
I may add.
Without
So
direct
if
evidence.
I say to you directly, like I can appreciate you answering all my questions, and thank you again for answering like all those questions you have. I really do appreciate it. I
Appreciation
like,
means
what if I
nothing.
literally explain like, the amount that this video has caused me, the amount of damages that it's caused me.
Here we
And
go.
I do believe it's got false information.
Look, okay, this right here is where the manipulation starts. She's gonna start gaslighting. Listen. Oh, my bad.
And like, I don't believe I'm a toxic streamer because I would have been deplatformed a while ago. And
No, because there's plenty of toxic streamers out right now, on stream right now.
you said you don't believe I'm a toxic person, like that my intent.
Let's look. This is my following. Toxic Rakai. Toxic Taekwondo, in a way. Spiritually toxic. Reginald. Toxic. Dante, the way you do our reactions over a 5-minute video. Toxic. Tio, the toxic tweaker. Snowcone, overly toxic. Beans Fernandez, let's not get on that train, buddy. The king of toxicity. So what are we talking about here? They're still on right now, and they're live and well. Let's not forget about Jay Boolin, Tej. I wouldn't really say he's toxic, but the real big win, he's just and he toxic. Yeah, let's not do that, brother. I mean, sister, my bad.
Intentions aren't to incite toxicity and stuff. What if I literally said to you, like, I'm so disheartened that another
Gaslighting.
content creator won't take a video down that's directly causing me harm, even though you didn't mean it to directly cause me harm. It is. What if it was your girlfriend? She was pleading to someone, please take the video down. It's continuously growing. There's new people doing it every day. Just this week, there was new content creators using your video as a source. And from the bottom of my heart, I'm genuinely trying to get you to just think of it from someone you do care about, because of how it's impacted me. And if you can relate that to someone that you really care about.
I understand what you're trying to say. You know, and I can respect that. I'm still believing, let's say that this person was directly, my girlfriend was pleading someone to delete a video that had the same
That has
effect. That,
incorrect information that people are running wild with, like
It's not incorrect information at all, though.
really wild. Like, you have to admit, like, Entei's video is really wild.
I
There's no
can't speak on
truth
that because I
calling
haven't seen
someone
it.
a racist. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
Bro, will you take a minute and watch it? It's not very long.
Let's see his video.
Just to get the
I
context
guess
of
she's
what people
referring to
just made, like, the
TikTok and
other
not
day.
YouTube, because 5 on account YouTube.
Because I don't think you're going to agree with what he is. I don't think so. I'll leave you to watch it.
Yeah, okay, give me one second. I'm gonna definitely.
They banned out my Cyclops, so I had to teach them a lesson.
That's one. Yeah, stand still one.
Damn, he makes a lot of videos.
Virtualgemma is probably one of the most disgusting human beings I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's to the point where I'm genuinely considering just calling it racism. Because why are you this tilted about a young African-American content creator? All right, what the fuck did this kid do to you? Mind you, I didn't even make a video on that situation that happened between him way back when. If y'all don't know, for context, Virtualgemma was being toxic to 7foot for no reason during their ranking, which they won. And then she said that all Spider-Man players, but the Jeff players, should themselves in DCA. 7foot made a response saying that as a large content creator, she needs to do better. And of course, she got flack from the internet for it because her dumb self decided to double down on her egregious takes. Next thing you know, a couple weeks later, 7foot gets into Sinner's $150,000 tournament, right? And all of a sudden, she's trying to label 7foot black guy as an abuser. You are a disgusting pig. What you did to 7foot is closer to harassment than what he did to you. He merely responded to you and your egregious claims in a timely manner, and even told his chat, "Do not go harass me." You cannot control people on the internet for responding to the dumb ass shit that you do. You are a terrible human being. Going as far as to lie about him harassing multiple women in the community, and then trying to get him kicked from this tournament, an opportunity to provide for his family, is the most egregious thing I have ever seen. I've never seen more of a bitch move than this one. Like, Virtualgemma is literally.
See, that's the only thing, though. I wouldn't really use or call anybody out their name. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't play about that word. So that is something that I would not even try to even, you know what I'm saying? But
definition of a bitch ass nigga. And honestly, I didn't even bother to get involved with the last drama that y'all had, because like I said, I thought it was just LARP. I thought this shit was just like streamers going back and forth. Is what it is. But you're really trying to label this man as an abuser and a harasser of women. That's something that's detrimental to the man's career, a young man's career. That boy is a child compared to you. Do better as a grown ass woman. Ignore the nigga. If you like, you could block him and move on with your day. But this is egregious. And the entire community needs to know what type of person you are. I'm literally this close to just calling it racism. Because why are you that person about a young black child? Move the fuck on with your life. You're a cornball.
Okay, you ready? Ready? All right, I'm back. So I just got done watching Entei's video.
Okay.
And I saw that he said that he believes that you said all Jeff and Spidey players should themselves in GTA. Okay? That's not a true statement. That's not what you said. Therefore, he didn't take the time to watch the video, find out what you truly said, but that is not on me. That is up to him and his own free will.
take that up with him.
I cannot control the fact that he decided to make an uninformed, uninformed, educating video on a situation where he didn't have all the facts straight, front, and center. That is not on me. You cannot blame me for him saying, I'm not done yet. You cannot blame him for
blaming you. I didn't
right.
blame you.
Okay. So, but you did though, because you said I started the bandwagon, meaning that you're blaming me for.
I didn't say you started the bandwagon. I specifically said.
I'm pretty sure that's the same thing, dog. If I make a tweet saying that we're in a relationship, I make a tweet saying that you cheated on me, and from that tweet, you get a whole bunch of comments, hate comments. My tweet is what started that hate train. Like, regardless of how you spin it, that's what it is.
I said you didn't intentionally start the bandwagon, and we went through that whole thing of admitting that a bandwagon was started from the original viral video.
The viral video that I posted.
Not that you intentionally started one.
But it started one. It's my art. It started a bandwagon. Therefore, it is.
So don't you think you have like the influence or the power to take it down and stop other creators making videos with lies about it?
Regardless of somebody has already made a video on it, so that I'm pretty sure this is not gonna stop. It is not. I'm sorry. You're cooked by now.
Don't you like me pleading to you and saying this video is causing me so much harm? And you have the influence. You're an influencer. You've got 40K. You've got viral videos. You have the influence to spin this thing and say, I don't stand against the misogynistic takes these other
Yeah, the guilt tripping is crazy, gang. Guilt tripping, the gaslighting, the manipulation is one tier one. S tier, actually.
You know, you said I've learned I've learned more about you. I disagree with some of the things I said in that tweet. You said, would you take it down? I said, absolutely, if you want me to take it down. Because if it's hurting you, I mean, you're another content creator in the space, and I think, I mean, I respect you as one. Do you respect me as one? Do you think you could help me in this situation? I'm feeling a bit like.
I think I'm gonna do my own thing.
I don't know what the word is. Do you not agree with anything that I've said?
Oh, no, I was waiting for you
about it.
Oh, sorry, I was waiting for you to try.
I think I've finished. I can't think of the word of exactly how I feel about it, but
no.
I thought we were moving forward here into a positive light, like actually getting to know each other and each other's point of views. And now you're saying like, I don't know. I feel like I'm pleading here.
Yeah, so
something is directly hurting me, and it is still up. Like what?
Respectfully, we were just in a tournament together. That was it. As a 17-year-old, from his point of view, I don't care to know you, shorty. You're double my age. Get out of here. If you feel some type of way because the video is exposing your true nature, then that's on you. That's something that you need to fix then, because you can't look in the mirror and it just hurts. It hurts that bad that it makes you feel so passionate about getting it taken down. What, you trying to save face or something?
Yeah, but the whole point of this conversation was for us to come to a conclusion and then create a video where we disprove all of the claims that were made. We needed to come to a conclusion first. You still were on the internet
come to a conclusion to get to a solution
for weeks. Why would I remove the video or even speak about it? First of all, you're saying I wasn't defending you against the content creators that were saying all kinds of things. Even right before you joined my stream, I was literally fucking screaming at my chats explaining how you're not racist. You're not racist. I made that very clear. People are calling you racist. You're not racist. At the time, I still believed you were toxic. So I'm not debunking that claim. Does that make sense? Sorry, that's a rhetorical question. Now we're debunking the fact that I don't believe you're as toxic as I believe you to be, and I actually think you are chill. You know what I mean? But we need to come to a conclusion first, and then we can make a video talking about this. But you're expecting me to delete the video and all to be done with. It's not going to stop. Okay, no, that's not fair. Actually, let me pause. That's not fair for me to say what you're expecting. I assume that you're expecting me to delete the video, and it's just going to cut the harassment, all the bandwagon videos, everything that already happened. Because you're pleading me to delete a video that has already caused what it has caused, but that is not on me.
It's still causing it every day. There's new people.
Okay. So what do you think is going to happen?
Just today, Beth made another one.
Okay.
Every single day, there's new people.
Gemma, I need you to understand, first of all, this is one of the biggest situations on the internet. Your tweet got 1.3 million views. YouTubers that don't even cover Rivals are watching this entire situation between you and I. Like, this is bigger than Marvel Rivals. I've expressed this before, right? It's getting to a point where I feel like you're forgetting the fact that if we were to stop together, make a video, and disprove everything, the harassment and everything that you're experiencing would end. And if it doesn't end, because there's, like I said, and you know as a content creator,
but this starts from having a conversation. This starts from seeing each other's point of view, and this starts with trying to make a change to help each other. You asked me, you said, are you willing to take down the 1.3 million view tweet? I said,
what does that have to do with what I am going to do?
I didn't ask you to take it down. I didn't ask you to take it down. I asked you, are you like, would
I just wanted to
like
see
take down the 1.3 million tweet?
I'm
not asking
you. Would I?
You don't have to.
Would I?
Like, would you do the same?
Yes. I haven't taken it down yet. I said I would if you, yes.
Yeah,
I said I would if you would. Why are we on the semantics of would or?
If I may interject, rather. So Gemma, 7 foot, will not take down the video. And you disagree with that? You want him to take down the video? Because if he's not doing it, yeah, go ahead.
He stated that he doesn't agree with the thing written on the video. He doesn't fully agree with what is said in the video about me being toxic, and he doesn't agree with how it's bandwagoned, and he doesn't agree with how he took it personally initially. He doesn't agree with anything that made him make the video in the first place. So what is it that's keeping you from taking it down if you don't even agree with your own video?
My brand. I cannot delete.
It's not that I don't agree with my own video, but I disagree with the title. But the intent of the video is still true to what I believe in. I felt this at the time. You are trying to stir things up to make it seem like it's not what it seems. It's not the way it seems. You have not helped the situation, not once. You still talked about me. You still tweeted those things. You still framed me to be a harasser, a sexist, and a misogynist. Knowing exactly how Twitter takes those words, and you're on TikTok with it too. You made 5 videos on me. Okay. You tweeted about me. They got 1.3 million. That's way more than 500 last time I checked. So realistically, I personally don't want to take it down regardless of how you feel. Just being real with you, shorty.
How is your brand causing something that is harassing me, and I'm standing here saying it's harassing me? Please, will you take it down?
I have to set a standard. If I delete a video just because
a standard, this is my life.
You gotta let him speak. I get what you're saying.
I understand your frustration.
If your life,
you have to understand that this is one of those situations where if I truly didn't do anything wrong, why would I give in to this?
It's
like,
carry on.
That's like pleading guilty to a crime you didn't commit. I don't. I just told you what I'm willing to do. I called you a toxic streamer. We can have a conversation and backtrack that and post a video together debunking the claims where you called me sexist and misogynistic. You don't owe me, honestly, you don't owe me shit. You don't need to delete any tweets. You don't need to delete anything of you saying this, because this is on the internet. This conversation where you said you don't believe that I am what you said I was is here. If anybody with a brain decides to take that and...
Why do you believe it's pleading guilty? Why do you believe that? Because I've not said that. And we've discussed that if you don't agree with the misogyny, that would be the reason to take it down. And you can make a video about that and say why you took it down is because you don't believe that the community should be bandwagoning. You don't believe that the viewers should be misogynistic. No one has said that it's pleading guilty. We've said that we've both said things in the videos that we have made that are incorrect. We've said that today.
So you think that
why is it about being guilty? Do you think I'm getting you arrested?
No. I'm giving you an example. I said it's like, it was an analogy, but it's okay.
Do you really feel like it's like it isn't a good thing for you to take it down against the misogyny I've been receiving? Do you think that brand image is valuable?
Yes.
Gemma, if it's disproved, why should it matter? I think
because it's currently still causing harassment every single day with new videos coming out and new people finding it. That video is still getting views every single day.
Do you know why it's still getting views? Do you know why people are still coming in and harassing?
Listen,
because
we
don't understand.
We can't attest to why. We can't attest to why.
Because we haven't come to an agreement yet. This is the first time we've talked in the past second time we've talked in the past 2.5 months. The situation has been going on, right? Let me finish. You are disappointed because the people are still coming in, but this is literally the solution. We have the resolution right here. This is it. This is the end game, right? We are finally coming to a conclusion where we can finally get on the internet and disprove. How do you know, unless like we got the time stone or something, how do you know that this won't stop the harassment? You and I having a conversation, me and you getting on here and agreeing that we don't agree with the things that we said about each other. So let's make a video posting and talking about all of the things that were said and that we don't agree with it anymore. But you want me to delete this video because of the misogyny and the bandwagon that started
and how it's affecting me every day still for the last 2 months and still continuing.
Right. So you think
nothing about admitting or blah blah blah. We're here to admit and move forward together and admit that I fucked up. I don't think you're a sexist anymore. I'm you know what I mean? Like we're here to actually chat it out. But I feel like we're at a wall. We're at a stop where you're saying that it's admitting guilt, where nobody thinks that. We're admitting that the video is causing a bigger issue that neither of us intended or want. The bigger issue that other content creators are jumping on with misogynistic views and out of context stuff. The bigger issue that I'm being harassed every single day because of new people watching that video still today. There's a way bigger issue, and if you care about that harassment, if you care about, I'm just seeing it as a bit of a wall.
This is gaslighting at its max, though.
The contents of even the video, and it's just about the way it's being.
He calls out toxicity in his videos. It's good to show when that gets resolved. It shows that people can solve problems with Marvel Rival. Marvel Rivals community and proves to people that we can take accountability, apologize, and not be toxic anymore. That's a fair point. W point.
Accepted by people watching it. It's framed in a certain way, and we've seen that over the last 2 months. I've gotten a lot of harassment for it. So if we've seen that, we see that it's being taken negatively, and that's not your intent. We see that other content creators are jumping on, and that's not your intent, and you don't stand with misogyny. then I'm not seeing why. I'm not seeing why it needs to be. Is it the money? Is it I don't know why.
To be fair, I don't feel like I owe you an explanation as to why I want to keep my
Then why are we
video.
having a conversation if you feel like you don't owe me any explanation, AJ?
I can
I
explain.
don't owe you an
Can
explanation of why I need to take
pause it.
this video down. I owe you an explanation of how I felt during the time, and that will then give you clarification to this whole situation. Come on, man. What are we doing here?
Pause that. First of all, I said I don't owe you an explanation as to why I won't delete the video. That has nothing to do with the rest of the conversation we're having. I need you to stop taking my words
and twisting
them.
I'm not
like Trey said, you twisting it.
We're having a conversation.
Twisting it.
And I said that I don't feel like I owe you an explanation as to why I won't remove the video. We can literally talk about anything else, and I'm fine with explaining what my thought process was. But this specific thing, I don't feel like I owe you an explanation. I made it clear before we even had this conversation. I told you what it was. I laid it out flat on the ground. Like it's right there. The proof is in the pudding. I told you I'm not going to delete the videos, but I told you I'm willing to get on our platforms together, create a collaboration post where we can talk about this. But you want the harassment to subside.
And what would the collaboration post say? That you support the fact that the misogyny and the harassment I've been getting is terrible? Because I feel like if you don't delete the video, that's not in support of it. Because I'm directly telling you that every day new people are coming at me because of that original video.
You're not gonna manipulate your way out of this one. Nah.
Every day that people are coming to you was a day that we didn't have a conversation. Gemma, we haven't even talked yet. We're coming today. Coming today, exactly. Okay. So the people are coming today, as in the past 3 hours and 8 minutes? Or are you saying today before the conversation started?
Semantics. What is the time of day?
Because
now you don't want to play semantics game. Now you don't want to play semantics, but you've been playing semantics all through the beginning of the video, but now it's getting too much to where you don't want to play semantics no more because it's making too much sense, ain't it? Come on, bro. Stop it. Come on.
Did we talk yet? Did we start breaking this down? Apologizing for our actions? Did we start talking about who did what and what happened? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like you want me to.
I genuinely believe that given the context of how much harassment that video is still causing me, and given now that I know that you don't agree with some of the things in the video and you don't agree with how people have run with the video, I can't move forward knowing that you're keeping it up for some arbitrary reason if you don't agree with the content in the video. And I'm asking you to take it down because it's directly causing me pain, anguish, anxiety, and it's causing me damages to my career and my life.
Okay, well,
I'm just not. I can't understand. And you're saying that you're stonewalling us. We're at a wall because you're saying you're not going to give a reason.
That's what I said. I already explained to you. Go ahead, Zeno.
Sorry. Gemma wants the video down. You're not going to take the video down. And now it's
What'd you just say? You just said stats aren't what?
I already explained to you. Go ahead, Zeno.
Gemma wants the video down. You're not going to take the video down.
Wait.
And now
that's what I said. I already explained to you. Go ahead.
Hold on, cause what did you just call him, bro? Am I tripping? You just said stats. Sorry, you gotta slow it down.
To my knowledge, Gemma. Sorry. Gemma wants the.
You're not gonna give a reason?
That's what I said. I already explained to you. Go ahead, Zeno.
To my knowledge, sorry. Gemma.
Maybe you said sorry twice. I thought yes, that's sorry. My bad. It's military.
Want the video down.
PTSD.
Take the video down. And now it's now that we can't. The video won't go down. She at least wants to know why. But obviously, you feel like you don't owe her that as much as that as an explanation. And obviously, that's not the entire point of the call. That's not the entire. Because at the beginning, remember when I asked, "Hey, what are you expecting by the end of?"
What's your intention? To come to a resolution.
It was nowhere near mentioned.
Exactly.
You're correct that wasn't the point of this video, but since we've had our conversation and things have come to light that he disagrees with things in the video and he disagrees with what the video is doing to me every day. Yeah. I can't believe he disagrees with them if he wants to keep the video up. I believe he's lying to me.
I'm not lying to you. I mean, if you believe that.
If you yeah.
If me deleting my video. Hold on. Sorry.
If you're not in support of the misogyny I'm getting every day, delete the video. It seems so simple to me.
No.
The video is directly hurting me. I'm a human being, AJ.
No,
right. I understand.
That's not how this is going to work.
One in the same space that you are. Please, can you delete the video? It is causing me direct harm. Whether or not it was your intention, we've gone through that. Whether or not you agree with it, we've gone through that. The way you think about me now is different to what you think about me when you made the video. So take it down. I'm not understanding. And you said you're not giving me a reason.
Well, to be fair, I tried to give you a reason, and I told you, like this is my brand, this is my content, this is my art, this is my voice. But you interrupted me and said like, oh, your brand is worth more than like you cut me. I mean, I gave you my answer, and I'm honestly I'm gonna keep it up. I'm tired of getting cut off. I'm trying to give you my answer. So no, I don't feel like keep repeating myself. I told you what it was. I told you what it was. Like, I made it very clear. I said I don't want to delete the video because it's my voice, and you think that. Like you cut me off. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't feel like continuing to describe and explain how I felt. Like I made it clear.
The gaslight.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but this is the consequences. Like I'm trying to keep this call respectful, but you continuously keep cutting me off, and it's like it honestly feels like you don't have respect for the things I have to say and you're belittling what I'm saying. Like, I'll do you this decency, right? Let's postpone the whole video being deleted. Let's talk more about this at a later date off stream. I want time to make my official decision because right now you're begging me to make a decision right now.
No. I'm begging you to think about it.
Okay, yes, I will think about it. Yes, I will.
I think that's probably a good idea to just. And I'm happy to have another conversation. I know you're busy with the days coming, so maybe it's good to have a bit of time. I'm happy to, of course, have another conversation and revisit remaking the content because I genuinely respect you as a content creator. And I'm sorry if I make you feel like I'm belittling you because that's not my case here. That's not my intention at all. I would never want to make you feel like that. I think for me, I'm just really trying to understand how if we've disproved things in the video and we've said that you don't agree with the misogyny I'm looking for a reason and it's not coming, and if you could just take this info and have a think back as to what like your brand could mean moving forward and how we could move forward as content creators in the same space.
I understand. Yeah, like I said,
I don't understand.
Sorry.
Yeah, like I said,
Doesn't finish my point.
oh, go ahead. My bad. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Sorry, just about the brand is like I like the brand right now. It doesn't make sense because you don't agree with what's in the video. That's why I'm asking you what the reason is because I don't understand.
But he did say he's rather or not uncomfortable. He doesn't feel like he owes it to you. But AJ, you did just say you would like to postpone, speak about it off stream, and give it some thought.
Yeah, like bro, okay. This is I've explained this already and it was just brushed off, but like I just explained that this is my voice, right? So like going back to what you were saying earlier, Gemma, you believe that I, as a content creator and a man that has experienced racism, seen sexism firsthand, seen misogyny firsthand, that I owe a duty to control the sexism.
I don't think you owe anything. No.
Okay. Well, it's my moral obligation. That sounds like owing. Sorry if I misunderstood that, but I'll use the exact words you used. You said that I have a moral obligation to speak against the harassment.
I asked you whether or not you think you have a moral obligation.
Okay, that's what you asked me. And I told you, I don't feel as if every single time, it's like, I'll give you this example. You didn't watch the videos that I defended the women, and you didn't watch the videos where I got on there and said, hey, this is not cool, guys. I don't support this in my community, this and that, yada, yada, yada. Talked about it on my stream. I've sat there and defended you for hours. And it's just, honestly, like, I want to say this without being... Okay, I was going to say, I want to say this without being interrupted. I feel as if I've done so much work to make sure that the narrative that I was trying to get across is across. And when you and I are having a conversation, I'm willing to think and change what I'm saying, not change what I'm saying, but reconsider what I've said. Okay. And what you're asking me to do is to completely wipe my voice off of the face of the internet. And I don't agree with that simply because of the fact that I've gone out of my way to create content where I defend people. Like I said, the video you used of me being a woman harasser and a woman rage baiter, saying that I get on and I rage bait women, I'm going to be like, I'm so sorry. I'm going to be blunt. Like, don't completely quote me on. I'm pretty sure I've made two videos like about like exposing women content creators or just toxic women, people that I found toxic on the game. Everybody else was a man. Like, if you did any research, like half the statements that you're making about me are just not true. So it's like, just like you said, yeah.
Sorry.
I understand, Gemma. Gemma, it's still out there.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I called you a sexist.
I understand that, but Gemma, you have to understand.
Are you mad that it's still out there?
No, I'm not mad that it's still out there. I'm mad that you took out of context clips without honesty. No, you can be as sorry as you want, but you still did
said it. Just
like it's any context. Like, okay, me personally, if I see this tweet, right? I see this tweet of you showing me.
You did it first.
Oh my God! You see, bro, you're 30 years old doing this, but you did it to me first. You hit me first. You hit me first. You did it first. You hit me first. Like, yo, back to age, shorty. Hey, what?
Extremer. This is what I'm not understanding. I retaliated, yes, and I apologized, yes, and I said I'll take the video down, yes. You did it first, and you won't apologize, and you won't take the video down, and you think I'm wiping your voice from the face of the internet? I'm telling you to delete your account. Nah. It's not the same thing at all. If anything, it strengthens your brand that you support the misogyny I've been getting, and the death threats and the hate and the...
I never said that I support this misogyny that you're getting. I said that I stand on what I said.
Okay. So what I was saying was, I've seen posts that you're posting, and I know you're saying I did it first. I'm not using that as... I don't agree. I think...
You made the first video, AJ.
Oh, yeah, I made the first video.
Disagree with that.
You made the video first.
Okay, but
you said it first. You did it first. Like, damn, bro.
So with that fact being said, you have used clips, right? Anybody that watches that video called Rage Baiting Toxic VTuber has to watch the first 15 seconds where I said, do not disrespect the women on my team. And instead, you conveniently left that out in a post that got 1.3 million views. You cannot tell me that there is no malicious intent unless you simply watched that video, saw that I said that, and rolled your eyes. Like, there's no way you saw that clip and said, I'm going to leave this out of the video because it strengthens my point.
I have already admitted 4 times at least that I no longer stand on the fact that you're a sexist.
And I changed my mind.
What do you want me to say?
I don't want you to say. I don't want you to say anything.
So why do you keep telling us what's in the video?
Okay.
We've all seen it. 1.3 million of us have seen it.
Zeno, would you like to add anything?
I'd like to add that
We're done here.
racetrack. Also,
We're done here.
like, okay, just to,
3 hours later, we're done here.
Sorry, my bad.
Why did
Just
you bring
to
it
go
up?
back-
Why? No, answer my question, please. Why did you bring it up?
Gemma, I brought
Why
it
are
up
we going through the tweet?
because you're asking me to delete a video that
Mhm.
I did not do anything wrong in the time. Like, you are literally taking. Okay, you have to understand.
You admitted you don't agree with us in the video.
Gemma, I said I don't agree that you are a toxic streamer, but that does not change the fact that
Yeah.
you said something toxic. You posted out of there's no
You also
nothing
said
is
those toxic things.
Gemma.
The two things can be true. Just because he said it doesn't completely. I get what you're
That's
saying.
why I'm
though.
saying also.
It's
That's why I'm saying
also
also.
it's also hypocritical, but he can still disagree with himself. He could say he can take the responsibility and the fault for that and still disagree with it. Just because he said it once doesn't mean he agrees with it. You know what I'm saying?
I've been getting severe death threats.
So have I, Gemma. So have I.
Who's death threated you? The one person that we both banned and dealt with immediately.
Do you think
even
I'm
when I
posting
didn't have a
screenshots?
conversation with you?
Do you think I'm posting
I don't think
screenshots of all the
we
hate?
should
No, let's pause. No, pause for a
I don't think
second.
we should downplay
Let's
progress.
just. I'm sorry to interrupt, Zeno. Gemma, you have to understand.
I've
Not
seen it in
everybody
your
is on my.
comments. I've not seen it in your comments. Go to a single one of my TikToks and it's there. The harassment.
Okay,
I've
so
not seen harassment in your comments. Am I missing something here? Could you show me some? Point me to a video. I'll open it right now.
I have to prove that I've gotten harassed and hate messages. I have people.
Yes, please.
I've had people come to my Discord server saying, I can't even show this on stream. Like, you want proof of harassment? I'm not gonna give that to you. You either believe me or you don't. I don't owe you. Listen to me. I don't owe you a proof of me being harassed for and receiving death threats. People calling me
AJ, you're
all
trying
kinds
to
of
play
names.
the victim here.
No, I'm not trying to play the victim, but you're.
I can't do this anymore, King. I'm sorry, bro. I can't do this anymore. You've been playing. You was just literally just pleading for. I'm just speaking as a person who's getting death threats and who's being physically hurt every single day, getting harassment in my comments and all that, death threats and all that. For you to please, someone who is suffering dearly, to please put that video down. And then you know what I'm saying? And then you're asking him if he's playing victim. Bro, what are we talking about, bro? What?
Saying
Hold on, man.
I
Let's
received.
let this roll. Listen. I
You're
think
trying to say.
we cannot downplay harassment, and I feel like that's something very.
So why won't you prove it? I want to see it. We want to see it.
Gemma, I didn't come here prepared to
I'm
show.
not downplaying it.
Gemma,
I'm asking for evidence of
Gemma,
it.
I don't.
You don't believe he's been harassed?
I would like some evidence of it, please.
Okay, you know what?
No,
Here's what
I'm
we'll do.
asking.
No, because I'm not about to sit here and open up messages that I've received on stream. A lot of it is in my VODs. A lot of it is in my streams. People come in, say all kinds of things. I've had people come into my server, say that I'm the decider, and if you do not delete the Gemma video in the next 24 hours, I will nuke the server. And then 24 hours later, he's sending inappropriate photos to the general chat. Like, I'm not about to sit here and open that up on stream.
Server. Someone said they're gonna find where I live and kill me and my dog.
Oh, okay, so
GTA, TikTok.
I'm so sorry
GTA.
that people said that to you, but you're trying to say that I have not received any harassment. And I have to.
It's a direct result
know
of the video
what?
that you made that is continuously hurting me every single day.
Okay,
Since nobody covered this, I'm going to make a commentary video on this situation because this right here needs to get covered. I'm going to make a Omeezy style video and record it tomorrow because this is crazy, gang. And I'm not going to record all of this. It's going to be up on my YouTube so y'all can see the full VOD. Because it's 3 hours long that I've been recording this. And it's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? But it get bad in here. You feel me? Like, this is crazy. Yo. I was just about to dox your full name and shit. TikTok lives don't get recorded, thankfully. But what's the word? No, this is bad, bro.
I understand your point. We're going in circles here.
Square one.
Yeah, Zeno, just do some mediating, bro.
Like, yeah, harassment, whether or not. Okay, so I feel like preparing harassment is also not within question. Downplaying whether he's lying or not, whether you just don't think it or you want evidence. I think it's completely fair to believe and assume if someone's saying they've been harassed. I mean, like, that's completely different, though. I feel like we're steering completely away from where we were.
Not really. If I'm openly saying your video is there's a direct result from your video of months of harassment to me.
You should take it down. You wanted to take the video down, but he already
every time I get to a point, he goes, "Oh, I'm not telling you why." Twice now.
No,
I'm not telling you why. I'm not showing you.
Do you know why?
If he doesn't want to tell you why, I feel like that's shot number one to just respect that. Like whether or not you disagree or agree with what he may have to say or what he believes, that if he doesn't want to take it down for that reason, we kind of just have to. That's his business. We can't really steal that from him. Now, like he said.
But now his brand is there's a woman on the internet. There's a brand now. There's a woman on the internet who's saying your video and got you to agree that.
Driving a hate train towards man's gang, and you're talking about Wait, I need to see the.
Oh, like he
The
said.
full
But now his
tweet,
brand
though.
is there's a woman on the internet. There's a brand.
They just be lying. She's taking the applicant. I can't see the video. You deserve both. FUMF. I can't see it. I'm on TikTok. They're gonna ban me. You're the epitome of an incel, and your viewers are too. 7-foot black guy is a harasser, and he disrespect women and support players. Remove him. This kind of sounds like a certain type of fan base. I ain't gonna hold you.
There's a woman on the internet who's saying your video, and you two agreed that your video.
But hey, he's showing the proof though.
Direct consequence is me getting harassment and death threats for 2 months,
Gang,
and begging
gang,
and pleading for you to take
appreciate
it down,
the
and you're saying you
roses.
can't because of your brand.
Is that a rose? Oh,
Because
no, never mind. I
because
take
what?
that back.
Tell me why.
I told
So
you
now
why.
your brand is unfortunately going to be that someone is begging you to take a video down that's causing them direct harm, and you're saying no, especially after I said I'm happy to take my down. I'm so sorry that I called you a sexist.
Is that what it is, or did we say that we were going to come back to this? Because I don't understand why you're still like.
We can come back to it, but that's where we're leaving it for today because I'm genuinely confused how someone can beg you and say, imagine it's your freaking girlfriend crying to you every night. Imagine.
Okay, Gemma, I just told you that I was also receiving harassment, and you say other than Invincible TV.
This is the first time I'm hearing of it other than Invincible
I understand
TV.
because Gemma, I'm a content creator. I receive harassment on a daily basis. I don't
I'm
feel
not
like I
gonna lie
need
to
to
you.
go.
From something I did.
My
From
screen
something I
is
did.
terribly
From your
small,
opinions, people
so
agree.
I can't see the
Gemma,
emojis
you're
that
calling me
you use,
misogynistic and sexist.
but
I've
I
gotten people in my
appreciate
DMs saying all kinds of things about me. I have people replying to posts of me. Like in general, this is a two-way street. They're not you. Like I feel like you believe that 100% of the public opinion is on my side, and a 0% everybody hates you. Everyone's just harassing you. That's not a
That's
true.
not what I said.
I know that's not what you said. I said I
I'm
feel.
sorry I'm interrupting and I'm sorry to correct, but you keep saying wrong things and I need to get it straight for this video. You're saying that it's 100% no. I agree that I have said bad shit about you that is lies and I'm sorry and I've taken it back and I will take the video down. There is a difference. The difference is your video was the first video, the first piece of content, the original one that is still growing. It's not about me taking accountability or you not taking accountability. This is about the very first video that is still up. And I'm not understanding how someone can beg you and tell you the consequences of the video, and you can sit here and say that you respect women, you respect your girlfriend, you respect that the community, you can't control the community, but you can influence them, and you respect that there's misogyny going on here, and you respect the fact that other creators are jumping on a bandwagon. You can't say all that and then say, oh, but I'm not going to take the video. Like, it doesn't, to me, it doesn't make any sense because that
Did
video
you post
is
a
the source of
TikTok yet?
all
I'm
of
gonna
this.
check that.
And I'm standing here asking you to take it down, and I'm not understanding the reasoning to say no.
So for one, I just tried to tell you why, and you interrupted after. I'm gonna say this, right? Zeno just sat here and explained that it was disrespectful to continue to interrupt me. Then, not even 5 minutes later, you do the exact same thing when I express my feelings and speak over me and say pretty much this is how I took what you said. When I said my brand, my voice, you're like your brand, your brand, like you're belittling. What do you mean? How is that a big
Can I
deal?
interject?
No, thank you. So you're saying like
But
just
that's not
not.
what I said. I didn't say it like that.
No,
I said
thank
that's
I'm not
you.
gonna let you miss. I'm not gonna let you misquote me.
I said this is how I took what you said. I'm expressing my opinions. I feel like you're
But I
taking them as
explained-
facts. Let me finish, please, and thank you. I said just now, I feel that you did this. I'm expressing how I feel about the words that are coming out of your mouth, regardless of whether or not that's what you said. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not quoting you. If I was quoting you, I would say that I'm quoting you. I'm expressing how I took what you said. Interpretation is everything. And instead, you continue to cut me off thinking that I'm saying what I'm saying as fact. This conversation is going in circles. I'm trying to get you to understand that we can continue this conversation at a later date if this disrespect is going to continue. Because whether you would believe that it is or it's not, because you've apologized multiple times for interrupting me, but I have been nothing but respectful. And the least that I'm asking for you to do is just wait for me to finish talking. And we can't even get to a mutual agreement on that. I feel like emotions are running high right now. And maybe we should continue this conversation at a later time when we're actually
My
both
emotions
able.
are fine. Are you okay?
No, I'm getting frustrated because you keep disrespecting.
I don't know how long I can do this. We have literally like 30 more minutes of this whole conversation. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, what she's gonna do is basically be like, I just want to leave you with this. And guilt trip him with a long, sad story of why he should delete the video that he made. And that's gonna conclude this live because I've been on here 3 hours listening to this. And it's hurting my head. I got a video to make tomorrow on this, so I'm gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Voice, appreciate you for stopping by. YouTube, appreciate the gems, you know what I'm saying? H Dog, my guy. Mods are not even here today, so he's just watching Morocco. Like, man. But that's gonna conclude this. I am done. I'm tired. I got some videos to edit. We is all good. Same time tomorrow, 6:30. Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Oh damn, TikTok don't even work like that. It don't matter. We gonna end the live. Appreciate you.